Hello, hello. I'm here already anyways. Let's see what we're gonna do today. I don't know. I don't really want to play games, so we'll see what happens. We will see. Let me know if you're here. Say hi in chat if you are. Yo, Tempike, how you doing? Welcome back. First indeed. How you doing? I'm probably not gonna be doing gaming today. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like chilling, if I'm honest. Okay. Cause you are stronger. You got strep? Damn, I hate when I get that, bro. How bad is it? I normally just sleep all day when I'm sick. Even when I'm not sick, I try to sleep a lot. Lol. Mate, I got some stuff that I want to do, but I don't know how I'm gonna show it on stream in a way. I don't know. We'll see. I'm probably gonna watch more Amber Heard and Johnny Depp again. Rich online after 10 years, bro. You should be grateful that I'm online. I don't normally stream today. This ain't a stream day for me, dude.
What is that?
Alright, let's get some reactions. Queued up. Luke AFK video. Yo Soggy, how you doing? Welcome back. What's Luke AFK? Look, there's me. That's me, dude. With my glasses. Play a couple runs? Nah, dude. I don't wanna. Been so gassed today. Why? What's up? How you doing, Soggy? What's Luke AFK? Luke AFK. What is it? You laugh, you lose? Is he English? Does he speak English? Oh, it's this Omegle trolling. Dude, I'm gonna cringe. I don't think I like this kind of stuff. Which one? The newest one? 7 days ago. Alright, I'll watch that in a bit. It's too bad for stream? Don't? What do you mean? What's too bad? "20 kills on Warzone." Flipped it, nice. Best content ever seen, alright. Let me queue up some videos. Let me get some videos that I wanna watch. Did you guys hear that? Watch Rich Official. Should I do some reactions to my old videos? Oh yeah, Apna J. Alright, he came up on my recommended. The alpha male guy on YouTube. The sigma male guy on Twitch, dude. Speaking to me. Alright. Let me turn off this music.
Men and women are not equal.
No, you can't say that. That's sexist.
I am.
Okay, you know, I'm not an alpha male. I'm not an alpha male.
What now?
Okay, but I could get you.
Obey.
I'm gonna get you.
Obey. So I was at a KFC the other day, eating a McChicken sandwich. Dude comes up to me in the middle of Burger King. "Hey man, what you eating over there?" "It's a Crunch Wrap Supreme." Does that piece of information help you in any fucking way? No. You just want to fucking piss me off. Chopped his head off.
What, the alpha male is on YouTube, Soki?
Bro, what car is that?
It's the Sigma
Bad
song in the
boy.
background. I can hear it.
2.9 mil engine Lamborghini Bugatti truck. 0 to 80 in 0.9
Okay,
seconds.
that's nice. I don't really like the color though.
Okay. Well, what color is your Lamborghini Bugatti truck? Huh?
And I have one.
Look at this. Lamborghini Bugatti watch. Where's your Lamborghini Bugatti watch?
I
Huh?
don't.
Look down. Lamborghini Bugatti slippers. What size are your Lamborghini?
My bad,
Bugatti
my bad,
slippers?
my bad.
He starts crying. He starts crying. Oh, my head got chopped off. I'm gonna die. Shut the fuck up, bitch. It's just a head. Put it back on and give you 20 push-ups. If you had to choose between a man and a woman to give birth to you, who would you choose? Men are better. I'm sorry. Men are better. Statistically, men are better than women at giving birth.
What is this
Rather come out
accent,
of a
dude?
strong man's dick hole than any weak woman's pussy. You wanna know what else I hate? Apple juice. Hey, can I have some apple juice? I'm a pussy that gets no bitches and my mom still feeds me with her breast milk. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You're a grown man. You're fucking 40. Drinking apple juice. Huh?
Who is he
A
trying to
grown man,
imitate?
A real man will squeeze the apple directly and drink the juice from it. If you walk into hell and you don't see me there, sitting
I feel like he's trying to imitate the what's that guy's
You're
name?
in hell. You're in heaven. If you want to work a 9 to 5,
I
if you
forgot
wanna
his
stack shelves,
name.
Congratulations.
Dude, he's that
I respect
boxer,
it.
that
I
boxer
respect
guy.
it. I really do. But when I pull up to your minimum wage job in my Lamborghini Bugatti truck with 10,000 bitches on my dick, sucking it from the back, you see me, you're gonna be pretty fucking unhappy. You're gonna be pretty fucking unhappy, okay? Jab, right hook.
Yeah, I
uppercut,
think he's the.
choke, body slam, shut up, bitch, sex. Daddy, she's wet, she's screaming, ready for the
Oh mate, Andrew Tate. Yeah, there you go, Andrew Tate. That's what he's imitating. There you go. Someone in the comments knew. Yeah, Andrew Tate. Dude.
Is they sit there and go, really, baby? Oh, what did you do? Oh, really, baby? Did you
He's
watch the
trying to
news?
imitate
When
this
did you
guy.
find out, baby? Really? There's contagion? Can we have sex this week? No, not this week. Okay, next week? Maybe. Okay, maybe next week. Okay, not next week. Okay, yeah, carry on. Yeah, contagion. Yeah, yeah. I agree. Will we ever have sex again? No. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll wear 'em. You're right,
What?
You're right. We should
I
err
just
on the
don't
side of
even
caution.
get the context of this, dude.
Yeah, okay. Well, you said we would have sex last month.
I don't know. Yeah, but this is the guy he was trying to imitate.
Electric. And an evolution would have taken care of all your fucking retard ancestors, but yet super funny. Imagine I'm in my fucking 6-liter V12 Aston Martin Vanquish. It's about 10 miles.
His accent is weird though. I can't lie.
Chill.
Alright. What did you want me to watch? Omegle trolling.
The scope of the hack is now widening.
We'll never get to the bottom of this.
They were able to watch me and listen to me. That site is called Omegle. Omegle.
Omegle.
The person you think you know on
Omegle.
social media may not be who it is.
Yo, Damien, how you doing? Welcome back.
Yo, oh my god, I'm so scared right now. How do I get?
What are you talking about?
There's like a hacker.
What?
There's like another guy showing up on your screen with a black mask on. Hi. Oh my god, that's so bad. I'm still here.
Okay, it's kind of funny. I can't lie.
What's up?
It's sick though. It's sick. It's clever how he does
To
it.
make a long story short, I ran 2 omegals at once and then connected the 2 strangers to one another. So both strangers can talk to one another like normally, but they'll have no idea that I'm actually in the middle.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Wow, okay, this is too much for me right now.
What?
You can hear me.
I can hear you, yes.
Did you not just see that person? He was wearing a beanie. God, did you see him?
I've seen something, I swear to God.
I'm in your computer.
Why are you screaming?
I swear.
God, did you see
Is this
him?
real though? This
See something,
doesn't
I
seem
swear to
real,
God.
dude.
I'm in your computer.
Why are you screaming?
Yo, see that?
The way he screamed is like so
Who's that?
fake, dude.
How the is this happening?
You got a whole filter on Omegle.
Nah.
Oh, what the? Nah, bro.
Oh, look, it's
Some of them
me.
are real. Some I don't think
This
all
is
of them are real.
terrifying. It just said download.
What? Oh my god, can I come over?
What the?
It's a nice place you got here.
How did you do the green
What is
screen?
going
So
on
that's
here?
pretty mad. How he comes out the back.
What?
Somebody in that room with you.
No.
You playing with me? You playing with me?
Does he tweet out when he goes on online?
What in the hell?
I'm in.
Yo, I'm so confused right now. What in the hell is going on?
Yo, what the? Do you see that?
Someone hacked us. I swear to God. No,
What are you talking about?
It's a my computer. He woke it out.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Does he connect to both?
How do you know it's my birthday?
We all know.
Oh my God, you scared. What is that?
Oh.
Oh my God, it's me. How did I?
Hola?
It appears me another person, and then you, and then another.
Who was that?
Stop. That's scary. Can you stop doing that?
What?
Get out of my computer. I'm serious.
What the f are you saying?
I'm not skipping. Who's doing that? I'm scared. You hacked my computers.
The firewall has been penetrated.
Get out of my computer. I'm serious.
It's mine now.
Get out of my computer.
Hacking will always be a threat.
You get banned? No way.
What is happening?
I am getting hacked. I'm not even kidding.
Did you just take over our whole?
This dude's hacking my.
Hold on. I think someone's on my screen.
What the? What? It's like some guy. Where? Oh, you're kidding, right? You know what it is, right? Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it.
Inject the virus.
What the? Loco.
What?
Yo, y'all got hacked, bro. They tapped in, didn't they? Bro, did y'all tap in? What did y'all tap into?
What the you mean tap in? No
But we're getting hacked right now. But some guy with Mr. Beast on his. Huh? No, I'll be saying they're just simulated. Are you even real?
Am I real?
Oh, it says simulated as well.
Oh my God.
Y'all good?
Some guy just keeps popping
That's
up
how
on the
you
screen.
figure it out.
swear.
If it says simulated, then that means it's a.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
No, bro, I swear to God, some guy keeps popping up.
Yo, wait, who doing that?
Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Please, man. Please.
No, I ain't do it. I on my phone. I ain't do it.
You can do it?
No, my phone is right here.
I got my hand too.
And now I'm 83%. Wow. Listen, baby, I only post slammers, and 83% of you are still not subscribed. So slap like, hit subscribe, and turn on all post notifications.
He doesn't upload that much, does he?
Oh my! Did you guys see that? Yeah. Am I going crazy? No, I saw that. Did you see that?
What? What are you talking about?
Guys, scared it's gonna happen again. If that happens again, I'm actually gonna.
Guys? Who is she saying guys to?
Get out of it! Get out of it! You're joking!
Oh, no, all you guys, I know you guys.
No!
Okay, wait, if this is my dark web, tell me right
You're
now.
joking!
Oh, no. Tell me now. Are you crying too? Why is everyone crying?
Because this thing scared me. I'm so confused.
Hello?
No, stop. This is fake because it hasn't popped up yet. This is
Subscribe
fake.
to
This is
Rich,
fake.
yeah, dude.
Real, baby.
Oh my God!
He's waiting to collect the content.
Yo, wait, what the? Did you just see that?
Dude, you I've ever seen in my life.
I don't give a. You guys are.
Oh my God! Stop. That's actually terrifying.
No, that wasn't me, bro. That's why.
You're camming.
Yo, I swear my mother's like, you literally heard me. I said, what the is that? Yo. No, yo, you guys are with me, bro.
Just do it again. You know that you're lying.
Bro, I'm not doing it, bro. What do you not understand?
Why'd you download that file, buddy?
That's not me.
Bro, yes it is, bro.
Breaking developments in that massive security breach.
The hackers were able to get into our phones.
They can turn on your webcam.
This guy is hacking my rental car. Hackers did it. Breaking into.
I'm so confused right now.
Oh, what the heck?
This is low-key kind of cool.
No, the what? I'm not falling for this again.
Are you not?
Hello.
Among Us.
He's not the one talking.
Who's talking then? It's me. I'm behind the camera. My friend in the blue jacket would love your Snapchat. His name's Sheldon.
Wait, no. Are you guys talking? Trevor, quit playing. I'm right next to you.
What is happening?
That's not us. It's me.
It's a chicken. Me? No, you're with me. Do you have a chicken? No, look. Hey, yo, what? No. There's a chicken across the screen. This is like, what? Oh my gosh, it's across yours. What? What? Well, let me take a picture. It was just across yours. That was so scary. That scared the out of me. I swear it's a hacker.
You have somebody on my computer.
No, we're being hacked.
He keeps popping up on my screen.
We have a virus? What is going on?
What?
What is that? Did you see that?
What is that?
Mate, he's wearing a green screen suit, dude.
Oh my God. I'm scared now. Are you typing?
Firewall penetrated.
That was you, quick. Let's wave your hand up.
She can't hear you.
Did you just say your name? Does that mean he's hacking my phone?
Yo, don't leave yet, because I got 2 announcements to make.
They're probably so scared though. Like, imagine I have it, like, you don't have an idea who it is, and it just happened to you.
Where every time someone subscribes, it adds time to the clock.
Oh, that's the end.
Days,
Oh,
weeks, even
dude,
months.
that was a
Last time I
good
did this,
video. I
we
can't
went over
lie.
7 days straight, had some really insane moments. So come hang out with us live by clicking that first link.
3.28 mil, but look at his uploads, man. 4 months ago, 7 months ago, 10 months ago, 1 year ago, dude. Yo, Matrix, how you doing? Welcome back. SQC wannabe? I think he's his own content, bro. He only does Amigo stuff though, and Zoom, I guess. Wait, what's this? Oh, dude, that's another 4-hour video, dude.
Since we are on this topic,
Alright, let's watch this.
Interesting. Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. A conversation link.
That's why Jubilee's in it. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Have you guys seen this video?
Bookmark the video, dude, and before we go to bed, rewatch it again. No,
He's drinking some water.
I'm not gonna watch it, dude. But you know what? Do us a favor, please.
Freckleson, nah.
Here's the theory you haven't know is 100% true. The government is reptilian overlord. Joe Rogan is in on it. Elon Musk is in on it. Tiger Woods is in on it. You can check my story. I have a message.
I find it really boring, Tim Pike, so stop asking.
If I knew it the whole time, because I'd be cracking up, so I make myself forget I am infinitely intelligent, so I can take over.
Oh, this is solo record, maybe.
Extroverted, disciplined go-getter whose athleticism easily rivaled other top-tier fitness influencers. However, as the years rolled by and Connor's channel faded into irrelevance, his mental state would sadly decline alongside it.
I used to be so happy when I was a
This is called Thomas Mafia. I love this place because the Gospel of Thomas is where it's at. See, people wrote the Bible, or
I was actually put into a psych ward for over 2 weeks.
Does anyone know this guy, by the way?
He was offered antipsychotic medication. Every emotion in me is just rapid fire. The whole universe is me. I am consciousness. I know that mom has a strong belief in having you dad. It's an essence. You can feel it. You can feel God within someone.
Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who has officially lost his mind.
Breakdown
Maybe later, Tim Pike. I don't feel like watching it now. I'll ask you if I want to watch it. I'll ask you. Send the link.
2016, when Conor Murphy would post his very first video titled
POV, the DMT ones.
The video began by saying that when he was younger, he wasn't really the coolest kid in his class.
Which one? Wait, which one do you want me to watch? And I might watch it later.
At the age of 13, building a pretty reasonable physique in the 4 years that followed. However, this had become even more impressive by his 21st birthday, having built his body to the point where he could stand out as a fitness YouTuber on the platform. He began by posting.
Wait, did he do it? Wait, he actually did do it. I mean,
Simple workout and nutrition guides, in which it was clear that Conor had a genuine desire for improving the lives of his viewers.
It's to help you.
Wait, whoa.
The video began by saying that when he was younger, he wasn't.
It's an essence. You can feel it. You can feel God within someone.
Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who has officially lost his mind.
Breakdown, Psych Ward's strange podcasts, and the belief that he had become God were all captured right here on the YouTube platform, with his path to insanity beginning on the 9th of January.
Just tell me what to search.
POV, the DMT ones.
The video began
Amber's lawyer say objected to himself. Yeah, I saw that, I think.
Numerous photos of his skinny young self. This would all change when he began to hit the weight room at the age of 13, building a pretty reasonable physique in the 4 years that followed. However, this had become even more impressive by his 21st birthday, having built his body to the point where he could stand out as a fitness YouTuber on the platform. He began by posting.
Wait, did he do it? Wait, he actually did do it. I mean,
Simple workout and nutrition guides, in which it was clear that Conor had a genuine desire for improving the lives of his
What is he? Oh, shrooms and DMT? Is that what he said?
For your next Instagram picture or YouTube video. Everyone wants to look good.
He's talking about drugs?
These instructional videos were interwoven with basic fitness pranks, such as pretending to be a fitness mannequin in the mall. However, it would be when Conor posted the first video in what would become his Aesthetics on Omegle series that his channel began to explode. The premise of the series was pretty basic. He'd wait to match with females on Omegle before taking his shirt off and simply recording their reaction. Within 6 months of posting his first Aesthetics on Omegle video, Conor Murphy had passed 100,000 subscribers. However, the most notable part about this video was the information it revealed to Conor. People were interested in watching him take his shirt off in front of girls, spawning a new series of bizarre prank type videos in which he would leave the bedroom and instead look for excuses to take his shirt off in public. There were classics such as a Conor Murphy shirtless on the roof of Chipotle, Conor Murphy goes grocery shopping, and who could forget how to impress a girl instantly. So if I can impress you in 1 second,
This is.
Right now?
His content is so cringe, man.
To some degree, by Conor's self-awareness and likable attitude in the beginning.
I really hope you don't think that I'm too much of a douchebag, but even if you do, please subscribe because my view to subscriber ratio is getting absolutely insane.
However, even with the likable attitude, without context, the videos were incredibly easy to roast. Individuals such as H3 True Productions, who was reigning supreme in the commentary genre at the
That
time,
size is nothing? Are you good, bro? Actual yikes, man.
First thing I think when I look at this guy is that when he's having sex, he's watching himself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
And while most YouTubers would see this level of criticism as a negative, it simply gave Conor Murphy enough opportunity to display.
He's cringy, yeah.
I've honestly been a long time.
I just wanted to, chat always says Giga Chad at anybody or anything that is cringe but not hated, right? But anything is hated, it's pepper pains and haha. That's how it is. Anybody at all, anybody who's absolute cringe lord, right? but really hates.
Girl solo megas just beat again. Damn.
Including his recent one.
My idol, Conor Murphy.
I think it's the best one yet. So you guys should totally go check it out.
Providing a pathway for Conor Murphy to hit 1 million subscribers only a year and a half after beginning his channel. However, while such a milestone would have been incredibly exciting for Conor Murphy, it seemed to trigger a serious decline in his motivation for making videos, as only 6 months after achieving 1 million subscribers, he disappeared from the platform for over 5 months. Upon returning, he'd upload only 8 videos within the space of a year, less than 1 per month, with only half of them cracking the 1 million view mark. As a result, Conor Murphy's average monthly view count began to tumble. He'd go from 20 million views per month at the beginning of 2000.
I'll use ZWR star because I am.
Later. In addition to his 5-month 6-month break, his decline in viewership had also been aided by reduced interest for prank-related videos. In 2016 and 2017, his ideas were fresh and on par with the YouTube meta at the time.
How do you know?
They were certainly feeling a little dated.
Who told you?
As 2019, the prank genre had not only become even more dated, but Connor was facing a new problem. Almost all of his viral
You can
ideas
apply
were
it if you want to apply
which had been halted by US lockdowns,
on their
so simply
website.
older video ideas.
I know it has been forever since I've made an Omegle video, but since it's pretty much the only type of content I can film right now, I figured it was time to do another one.
Connor returned to the streets whenever lockdowns were lifted.
On 6th Street, thank goodness, it is back like the good old
I
days.
am in a
However, the
Discord.
limitation would drop his monthly view count to less than 3 million per month, forcing Connor to try a new career path. With a sane and coherent mind, Connor Murphy made the decision to move to LA in pursuit of becoming an actor, and while the potential of a new career path was incredibly exciting, this would be the point at which things began to go downhill rapidly.
For a while now, he's come under fire for his physique essentially deteriorating. Compared to when he first started YouTube, he's kind of like doesn't.
Who's Frack? I don't know who Frack
When
is.
he first started, it looks like he's probably lost about 10 to 15 pounds of muscle.
While Connor's physique was still incredibly impressive by
Wait,
standards,
more
it was becoming
than for
increasingly
sure.
obvious that his body wasn't built to the same standard as it had been in the early days of his channel.
Is it just me, or is Connor looking a little smaller and less shredded? Not hating, just noticing. Bro, your videos are awesome, but what's wrong with you? You don't look like a bodybuilder, your abs are disappearing, you don't look shredded. Focus on your physique more, bro, although I enjoy watching your vids.
Connor explained the reason for his loss of gains to be
body fat percentage. And over the course of the last few months or whatever, I've probably gained like one.
Guys, I did the opposite. I did the opposite. Look. See that? Look at me before and after. Look at that, and look at.
You gamble on getting good skins for a game you don't play. Why the fuck should you be
Fraction these balls in off. Okay.
That is raw material.
That sounds painful.
However, others speculated that his weight loss might have been the result of some kind of addiction.
Oh, that's gonna do it. You might, man. Maybe you've lost. I mean, you're definitely bigger than me, but yeah, I have lost a lot. Well, you weigh less than me by a lot now because you've lost 31 pounds.
But I'm sure he did it steroids, right?
YouTuber Patrick Lyons would upload a video explaining that in early 2020.
He's not natty, bro.
For the first time.
Connor has taken a substance called ayahuasca. For the first time, he took it about a year ago, and when he took it a year ago, it is what led to
X is
the first
ripped.
period of concerning video content creation on his part.
Nah, dude.
Related to what he called
Pipe cleaner arms, man.
Content began with this video in late 2020 titled "Why I Deleted My Old Videos and How to Access Them," in which his audience.
I went to my channel. I want to have rants about fucking what do you call? I would call this like drug PSA. But you'll often see a narrative in the chat and online, okay, saying shit like yo dude, this drug and that drug is impossible to overdose, it's not toxic, it's natural, and people have a bunch of fucking narratives and shit like that, right? And I'll say a bunch of people did it. The problem is these types of drugs are in the class of psychedelics. And the problem with those sometimes is that
I don't know too much. I am staff, but I haven't been like too active.
Ideas, if you may, and then you explore certain parts or whatever, right? And then you kind of like change some stuff in there. And then,
But if you have a run, I can see it before.
You know, some things like these will happen where they.
I can approve it or disprove it if I want.
Rush react to Pokemon compilations.
It can happen that you kind of.
Pokemon compilations, yikes, man. No, I'm good.
Rearrange some wires, if I may, right? So yeah, you know.
Why would I do that?
Be careful.
To witness the first example of Connor giving up his old gym-related branding, replacing it with a much more hippie vibe, wearing a hoodie and necklace while standing in front of a damp rainforest poster. Throughout the video, Connor would discuss.
I can't speak for shit. I'm sorry, dude. It's just because I'm trying not to sound like I know everything, but I'm just trying because I still in the channel chat says, "Oh, dude, mushrooms, dude, you can't overdose, bro. It's not dangerous." Yeah, dude. Physical death, okay, is a completely different topic than going fucking mental. Okay, sometimes even the slight things can and it will make you mental depending on how prone you are and how flexible. And sometimes things snowball.
True.
Right? And when shit breaks and kind of goes, it snowballs like fucking crazy, and that can happen. And I hate to say it, I've seen it.
He's low-key spitting facts, dude.
And it's not fun or cool or whatever. Okay, man, I've seen one of our friends back when I did, he did some fucking spice, some K2, which is a different topic, but I mean he went fucking completely mental, man.
Discuss the many downsides of success in a relatable, articulate, and intelligent manner.
I reached this point of success. The great physique, the girls, the money.
Don't do drugs,
While his
guys.
introspective message might have resonated with some, in the months that followed, it became blatantly obvious that Connor Murphy was
What a wholesome streamer.
became increasingly incoherent.
Through deep meditation and consciousness work, you can realize that you can be free of the compulsive nature behind thought. Of course, you will still think, but there won't be any addictive qualities to that thought. You can detach from your thoughts and be the observer of the thoughts, rather than identify them. That is probably the biggest addiction of all.
Around the same time,
He sounds like absolutely waffle right now.
What he said is somewhat true and accepted thought. Okay. I also had a friend, genuine thing. I'm not advocating anything. It's just an anecdote. Okay.
Anecdote.
So down. Yeah. My friend would keep smoke cigarettes at the time. Like he's like a chain smoker or whatnot. And then he took a certain amount of psychedelics or whatever, right? And then you know, you could tell he was like very thinking, and he was kind of like busted, right? And then I'm not thinking that the next days he never smoked again, right? So yeah, that can happen. You know.
Officially a doctor. That's right. I received an honorary doctorate in spirituality from the Los Angeles Development Church, an institute simply for making a donation. This honorary degree lets me legally use the doctor title in front of my name. I can legally be referred to as Dr. Connor Murphy. His former friend and fellow YouTuber Patrick Lyons, who had originally updated everyone on Connor's ayahuasca use, then wanted to explain that Connor's dosage had increased substantially.
He took that ayahuasca the first time a year ago, and I don't know where along the lines these things happen, but he has increased his frequency of consumption to every 2 hours.
Which would also be reiterated by another friend of Connor called Jane.
Wait,
I asked Connor, how often do you
weed,
do
is it?
ayahuasca? And he said every 2 hours.
Ayahuasca.
And I don't know where
ayahuasca use, then wanted to explain that Connor's dosage had increased substantially.
He took that ayahuasca the first time a year ago, and I don't know where along the lines these things happened, but he has increased his frequency of consumption to every 2 hours.
Which would also be reiterated by another friend of Connor called Jane.
I asked Connor, how often do you do ayahuasca? And he said every 2 hours.
Connor's extreme dosage would become apparent.
Okay, dude.
When a channel called Micah would upload a video titled "We Went to Save Connor Murphy," in which Connor's apartment could be seen in complete and utter disarray, shown similarly in Jane's video.
I drove my car to Connor's apartment complex. There were a bunch of boxes and trash bags in front of his door. We went inside his apartment, and this is what I saw. The sack of boxes
Damn.
was so huge that it took up half of the apartment and spilled out through the front door. Connor apologized for being so messy, but said that he hadn't had time to clean because he'd been so busy making content.
I've just been so focused on.
What, ayahuasca's legal for you, Tempike?
That's why I'm here. So I just started unboxing the mountain of packages, and it was a bunch of totally random
Bottle of
stuff, just
water.
little things
Yo,
where Harry
Pumps,
Potter
how you
was
doing?
really
Bottle of
12
water.
cans of oxygen and a cat tower. I asked him if he had a cat, and he said no.
Content. I just haven't had time to clean.
That's why I'm here. So I just so huge that it took up half of the apartment and spilled out. Connor apologized for being so messy, but
Damn.
said that he hadn't had time to clean because he'd been so busy making content.
I've just been so focused on, all
Let me see what that looks like again.
these things happened, but he has increased his frequency of
Every 2 hours.
Connor's extreme
What?
dosage would become
Okay,
apparent
okay, dude.
when a channel called Micah would upload a video titled We Went to Save Conor Murphy, in which Connor's apartment can be seen in complete and utter disarray, shown similarly in Jane's video.
Actual yikes, man.
There were a bunch of boxes.
My
and
my
cash bags
my
and
room's
he went inside his apartment, and this is what I
yeah.
saw.
My room's not like that. I promise.
The sack of boxes was so huge that it took up half of the apartment and spilled out.
It is getting a bit
Connor
messy,
apologized
though.
for being so messy, but said
It's
that
not
he
that
hadn't had time
bad.
to clean because he'd been so busy making content.
I've just been so focused on, all this content. I just haven't had time to clean.
That's why I'm here. So I just started unboxing the mountain of packages, and it was a bunch of totally random stuff. Just a few of the things were a Harry Potter invisibility cloak, 12 cans of oxygen, and a cat tower. I asked him if he had a cat, and he said no.
Before he'd go on to imply that he'd completely given up on his orange diet.
How you begin to know your calories?
Oxygen.
Well, I just eat whatever I want now.
Later in the video, Connor's mental health problems will be put on full display.
My name is Stewie Griffin in Philadelphia, New York. I'm about to eat some vegan macaroni and cheese.
Where you live it is.
When the two guys who were filming the video left Connor's house, they'd received this call.
Dude, yeah, I'll let you know. We probably will. Alright.
A worldwide Zoom call.
Showing that it clearly wasn't fake. In other videos, Connor appeared more sane. However, there were still signs of mental illness, such as this video in which he would attempt to pick up girls by telling them that he had become God.
Hi, I'm gone. Okay. I'm still on it. I mean, why you forgot?
Yeah, just so I have a moral and
Top speed run. Top 8er.
Calling like
Nice.
that and then acting weird on camera and being like, oh, we didn't go, fuck this guy. I think that's just being weird. Yeah, you're a shit friend, but you're also kind of a weirdo. I don't know. I don't like it.
So, well, why do you think that I even exist?
Connor's God complex would then lead him to produce even
Yeah, it's proof. Okay. Proof of what? Has a crime committed? Is there an issue that needs to be reported on or proven? Or proof of what? What are we talking about? Proof of
I
what?
wonder if he's
Of the
actually, I don't know.
fucking tribunal? What are we talking about, man?
range of videos, such as this one titled Failing to Enlighten My Parents, in which he would sit in a Zoom call rambling incoherently to his mother and father for an hour and a half straight.
Did you truly have faith and you knew that heaven on earth existed? That's the only thing you'd be searching for. You wouldn't be working, you wouldn't be stressing. All you would be doing is doing everything you can to experience heaven on earth.
Accompanying these
6 consoles. Beans? Gonna get some beans?
Trying to wear like costumes and shit.
I don't know what that is.
At nighttime doing weird stuff, and he starts posting these. Mario became enlightened when he realized that he is the pixels. You are living.
Take his advice on you tell girls that you're God? Dude.
He's wearing some costume.
It's not true. This guy is sick, dude. More plays, more dates, dude.
Overhaul his Instagram from a former aesthetic showroom to a site
Low key, he's a
He's
sick
like costumes
YouTuber.
and shit, and he's like going around at nighttime doing weird stuff. And he starts posting these. Mario.
I used to watch his
You are
videos
living
like
in
every
the
day.
Matrix. Connor Zad, call me the Happy Hatter. He's wearing some costume.
In the early days of his channel, Connor had talked about his passion for golf,
My two main, more serious sports were basketball and golf. I played those both in high school, and I play golf in college right now.
which would be reignited in the strangest way after he had become enlightened, as explained by Derek for more plays, more dates.
6 consoles. I know there's 6 consoles. I don't remember the beams.
Connor's like enlightened cult or something. The members of this group, it's like Connor, me, Tiger Woods, the PGA Tour, Team Star, like the weirdest smorgasbord combination of individuals ever. And Connor is just like posting weird voice messages in his Matthew McConaughey accent. And I'm like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, what is going on? Presumably, his enlightenment sort of led him towards the realization that he was going to win a major golf tournament professionally, as far as I understand.
In the same video, Derek would go on to explain that Connor had gone so far off the rails that he began posting his saved passwords to his public Instagram.
Him showing every single password on his phone that is saved, like every single account he has and the email
Why?
associated with it, so like Bank of America, Amazon, even his Bang Energy password apparently.
Derek would then host a podcast talking about Conor Murphy with another YouTuber who would state that his actions seemed indicative of schizophrenia.
That is psychotic behavior.
Yeah.
That is very indicative of somebody with lingering mental instabilities, such as a family history of schizophrenia.
While it didn't seem like things could possibly get any worse.
Is this guy like a psycho evaluator or something like that? Who is this guy? Is this guy Who is this guy? Is it Drug Andy?
Is he?
Such as a family history of schizophrenia.
While it didn't seem like things could possibly get any worse, they were about to. Connor's audience would come to find out that
I think that's also weird.
Low after he'd uploaded a video simply titled Goodbye. In this video, Connor would explain that he felt as though he was going insane, being at his quote.
Alright, see you in a bit.
I'm literally making insane.
How?
The past few days, I don't understand.
Because I feel like if you're not a professional, making fucking medical conclusions about somebody's fucking mental well-being is kind of odd.
I feel my mental break.
He didn't go on to state that he was doing anything to try and show his family how to be happy.
For 6 days of stayed up.
He didn't really make a mental a conclusion though. He just said it's indicative,
Yeah, I'm crazy, but
right? Isn't that what you said? So
they don't realize how not
not really.
Going on to leak his address.
I'm saying he definitely has something.
to 1671.
After posting his address in a public YouTube video, police would pay him a visit before taking him to a psych ward where he would remain for 2 weeks. In the process, he'd remain in contact with his best friend.
For real? He just straight up said his address?
Yeah, I'm trying to save their lives. They don't realize how not they are.
Before going on to leak his address.
You can come here. To 1671.
After posting his address in a public YouTube video, police would pay him a visit before taking him to a psych ward where he would remain for 2 weeks. In the process, he'd remain in contact with his best friend, who'd state that even after being put in a mental hospital, Connor was...
I don't think he's crying for views. I think he's actually something's a bit yikers.
Every few days, and he was able to get to a point
Sounds
where
a bit
he was able to
iffy.
hold a normal conversation and speak normally. But yet one thing remained the same. The one thing that stayed the same was he just didn't want to talk about anything other than...
He just leaked his address, dude.
It seemed to be the only thing that mattered to him.
After being let out of the psych ward, Connor would upload a video titled Yes, I'm Alive.
Other than normal conversation and speak normally, but yet one thing remained the same. The one thing that stayed the same was he just didn't want to talk about anything other than his enlightenment and his awakening. It seemed to be the only thing that mattered to him.
After being let out of the psych ward, Connor would upload a video titled Yes, I'm Alive and I'm Sorry, in which he would state that the goodbye video was all an act, done for the purpose of potentially grabbing the attention of a movie studio.
I had this crazy idea. I'd make some acting
For real, dude?
So dramatic, so controversial.
But then what's why did he leak his address?
One final shot.
Cringe. Yo, Magma DP, how you doing? Welcome back.
Book that he'd been discussing in the original goodbye video.
I wrote a 70-page book in 2 days.
In which he would state that he planned on replicating the path of Jesus by faking his death so more people could focus on his spiritual message. What if I uncovered the true knowledge and was able to spread it to the world? What if I thought up the most
Which
mind-blowing
leaked
YouTube
his
stuff of all
uni,
time
bro?
to spread it? What if I could start to awaken other people?
You don't need to bring
What if I
that
could
up.
actually tell the modern day story of Jesus?
People might come, dude.
The psych ward did little to bring him back to reality. I could start to awaken other people and change the world. What if I could actually tell the modern day story of Jesus? I had some work to do before showing that the psych ward did little to bring him back to reality. In another statement reading, I recently had what the doctors call a manic episode, and I call a spiritual awakening. Okay, I admit there might have been some mania involved, but I can promise you not an ounce of it was negative. Perhaps in his own mind, none of it was negative. However, his total subscribers story. Since
Man.
2020, Connor has lost over 150,000 subscribers and now barely gains over 1 million views per month. He also mentioned in a recent video that he didn't have any money left.
The moral of the story is that I'm broke, so if you have a business opportunity for me, maybe you want to help me get some brand deals and make some commission. At this point, I have zero shame and I'm open to pretty much anything.
However, he does sound fairly sarcastic, so this might have been a joke. The silver lining to the story is that Connor has deleted almost all evidence of his crazy spiritual phase, replacing it with fitness content as he had posted in the past. His spiritual channel titled Connor Murphy Talks, on which he used to post incoherent ramblings, went completely silent until 1 month ago, at which point Connor returned with a normal articulate story relating to his high school days, in which he's looking and sounding substantially healthier than he had been 12 months ago. Almost all of his comments discuss the obvious recent improvement in Connor's life, so hopefully his insanity was nothing more than a minor hiccup in what will become an incredibly successful life over the long term.
Damn.
I wish we got to see more of that ending. You know, that's the good things.
Some people have hidden doors that get unlocked and can never go back. It's not for everyone. I did LSD and went through psychosis for months. Glad I recovered, but some people don't, and that's scary. Damn. Do you know the Mountain Dew hiding video? No, I don't. What's that? Mountain Dew hiding video? Don't know what that is. Dude, do you guys know Beta Squad? I kind of want to watch this, but it's a bit of a dumb sounding video, but yeah, whatever.
So we're doing Guess the Black Person, but this time we've got an expert black person to help us. So ladies and gentlemen, introducing Knowledge! Hi, what's up? How we doing, guys? Great to see all of you. Yes.
We have given a small YouTuber a chance today. Knowledge, strength, and integrity. I suggest you guys go check him out after this video.
Yeah, it's great that I got invited to be here. Obviously, I am indeed the blackest black man of all mankind. Yes, me, Mr. Private School.
Why did we bring KSI here for Guess the Black Person? He's white.
Here are 6 people, and they're all claiming to be black. However, only one of them is telling the truth, and it's our job to find out who the real black person is. Round by round, we'll vote out one person at a time, and if we guess correct, we win. But if we guess wrong, then the lies will get a cash prize. This is false identity.
No, bring on the black people. Oh, bring it in. Oh, hey, number one has come on his stomach.
Knowledge is so excited to be on the Beta Squad channel, he came, and it landed on number 1 stomach.
I'm watching them as they're walking in right now, just seeing who's got a bit of swagger in their walk. I can confirm none of them do. So this is the return.
I think they're all white, honestly. Round one, let's get into this. Aesthetics, what you guys thinking? Can't lie, number 5's frame's different.
Number 5's a white man, I can tell. Telling me, don't ask me how, I just know. I've never seen a black man wear the A6, no doubt. In my life, and I've seen...
If you're black, you know what I'm meant to rock. It's either Nikes or Jordans. He's wearing Asics. What type of dumb shoe? Who wears those?
Nicholas laughed like he didn't have Asics.
Oh, God. I was hoping you weren't going to call me out for that. Thank you, Sharky, for exposing all of them. Appreciate it. There was red ones as well, some true red ones.
That was a very tough time in my life. I wore those shoes everywhere, the red Asics. What the hell is wrong with Asics, guys?
Number 1, please introduce yourself.
I'm Anthony, I'm 35.
I'm Alicia, and I'm...
Who is Asics?
Jamal Williams, and I'm...
Do you call it Asics? I'd call it Asics, though.
Bastille.
It was named after the band, Bastille, so.
Wait,
Bastille has been going for 25.
Bastille, how old are you?
I'm a fan of Bastille.
24.
So Bastille's been making music for 24 years? Yeah, okay, you've already been exposed.
I don't really listen to Bastille that much, but I know for a fact he wasn't out 24 years ago, yeah? Something's already dodgy with this youth. He's got a black name, and he's trying to change it by calling it Bastille.
Why don't you just say like William or something?
Yeah.
Okay, William.
What's his name? Oh, what's wrong with this guy? Is he okay? He's just decided to pick names now. 5.
I'm Ricky, I'm 44.
Yeah!
Couple of pints, 44.
Why say a couple of pints?
Because he looks like the sort of guy,
I reckon every Friday night he's down there with the lads. They're all at the pub having a bunch of pints, beers, whatever you call it.
Number 6.
I'm Leah, I'm 26.
I'm saying we start off by just asking where they're from.
Okay,
All right, and maybe what their heritage is.
Yeah, that's right.
In fact, let's start from 6 downwards.
I'm from London. I don't know my dad's side, so...
When did you get some milk, did he?
Yeah, huge.
You better be back there. You can't be saying the usual. You know what I mean?
That's funny, he might have gone to the same shop as my dad. My father said he was going to buy some milk, and I've not seen him since then.
Of course, the basic line, went to go get milk, he's gone missing, and I feel like everyone uses that. Just based off of that, I can tell she's a white person. Ah, classic. Classic milk dad thing, classic.
Yeah, I hope you're not stealing Sharky's pain as a way to fool us.
What?
Why do you do that?
Why would you do that? No, Leon, she's black. She's racist. She's racist. Yeah, she's now she's Ricky.
I'm also from London.
Ethnicity. Yeah. Where's your parents from?
London.
Hey, yo, Ricky, what's going on? We're talking about where your parents are from, and you're just saying London.
Phil, I mean, William, where are you from? Essex. Essex, and what's your ethnicity? What's your background?
My dad is from Paisley, Scotland, and my mum's from Essex.
And what colour is your mum?
White.
White.
Your dad?
White.
Okay, so what's
Pretty much. If your mum is white and your dad's white and you're black, what does that mean, man? That means you got left at the doorstep. Sorry, I hate to break it to you. You are adopted.
What's going on?
Ask me a big question. Are you black?
No.
Number 5.
Hey, let's end this round. Wait, end this round. End the round and take this yard out. You're wasting our time. Jesus.
What sort of game are you playing here, bro?
Yo, why is he saying that? So I don't get it. It's just gone. I don't care anymore. You caught me. I'm white.
You have to convince us that you're black, but he's trying to do the polar opposite. Something's fishy with this guy. Something's up with him.
I think he's playing with
You're playing games.
You're playing games. There's no way.
He's trying to do the black man game.
Yeah.
Batman shall be jokes. There's a reason staying in the game. I know you're still.
He's a fraud.
Yeah, but this concept doesn't make sense because if they are black, they want to get kicked out. Then they'll get the money, right?
Yeah. Yep.
One. Oh man. Okay, you can't just come in here and say I'm so black and expect us to believe you're black.
Alright, Jamal, what is your ethnic background?
So I'm from Essex, and my mom is Jamaican. He switched his accent up. I'm so mad. Hey, yo, when did this Jamaican accent?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
I don't know why everyone's reacting like that. He sounds perfectly fine.
Because if they get it right, they don't get the money.
Your mum is Jamaican and your dad is what?
Wait.
Alright, cool. So number 2, Alicia.
I'm from Brazil.
Oh. Then number 1, Anthony.
My mum's Irish, and my dad's from Jamaica.
Whereabouts in Jamaica are you from?
Don't know, my dad joined the milk club, innit? Whatever it is.
My dad joined the milk. Who's suspicious of that? I think they're all white, honestly.
They're all black.
None of them are black. Like, this game is broken.
Saying I was from the team.
No. Number 3 or 2. I think we go with number 2. Yeah. Number 2.
Alright, it's voting time. I'm gonna start with my vote with number 2. Sorry. Alicia from Brazil. Yeah, from Brazil.
I don't think number 5 is a black man.
You guys don't know we've literally got someone that's white.
Somebody's just trying to hide that he's black.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. No, it's probably the outline in his on his suit. That looks, what? That looks like it's 8 inches minimum when it's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go for number 2, Alicia. Yeah.
Number 6. I'm number 6.
Yeah, number 6.
So 2 votes for 6, 2 votes for 2. Sharky's time to decide. One of these lovely ladies I have to vote for probably to make it easier.
Sexist, really.
Oh.
Big accusations. So for that, Leah, you're going out.
You're trying to get us back. We worked hard to be here. I've been cancelled a few times in my time, and it's not fun.
You can't make those kind of accusations, Leah. And now I know you're a hazard. I don't know what else you're going to be saying throughout the video. So for that reason, you're out.
Round 2, dance moves. I want to see some dancing. Well, clearly as a black expert, normally black people have this thing called rhythm, whereas white people can sometimes struggle with that. Although there are some exceptions. Let's start off with Ricky.
Oh.
Whitest thing I've seen.
Wow, I ain't never seen moves like that. Well, I have on Fortnite all the time, and what now?
4.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Who's the white man in the room? For sure. I can't wait for number 3 to dance with me.
That was pretty cringe, though, I can't lie.
Hello, shut up, no.
Give me a better beat. Come on, man.
Oh, why did? Yeah.
Oh, why is this so bad, dude?
That's more of a whiskey. No girls jumping on that. No girl's gonna be like, yeah, that's a fun ride.
Alicia, now she's Brazilian.
That doesn't mean I have to dance, though.
Listen, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So anyway, number 2, you don't want to dance? No. Number 1, Anthony. You must say a little something, mate.
He's back.
Anthony had some sauce to his dance, you know. If you look at the hips, he was moving like a Jamaican. Yeah, boy.
Number 5, you seem slightly white. Can you name 3 words that rhyme with trigger? Oh my God. Crazy.
Did have a very good education. I'm not going to rhyme it.
What's he also trying to say? That we're not educated?
No, never. He's going to start sweating underneath. What I'm going to say is he was defensive straight away, so them and away.
Well, how does he not know 3 words that rhyme with trigger? We got digger, figure, and...
Jamal, what kind of music do you like, bro? What's your favourite like bashment artist then?
Oh no, this way.
Got him.
This way.
Got him.
You got him.
My mum wasn't big into Jamaican culture, so I mainly got most of my music from my dad, so I like Rolling Stones.
Jeez, that just changed. Yeah.
Wait, your mum's Jamaican. So you don't know your mum too much. So how do you have the accent?
I went on holiday to Jamaica.
He said he got his accent from holiday. How the hell did he get an accent from KSI Song? Wait, how long holiday?
Well, I lived there for about 6 months with my mum's family.
Hey, yo, so you're telling me this man went on holiday for 6 months, and instantly Jamaican accent.
You got an accent from living in Jamaica for 6 months. So what about the other 20-something years in Essex? You flipping bimbo.
Alicia, number 2, who is your favourite rapper?
I don't like rap. I listen to jazz.
Jazz.
Yeah, Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Okay.
I think even Ray Charles can see that you're white. Let's end the round 2, time for votes. I'll go first. Alicia, I'm going for you. Alicia, I just don't think it's her. She hasn't said much. She didn't give us any dance moves, so we couldn't really tell what kind of rhythm she was working with. So I just think, you know what, Alicia.
Alicia, I'm going for you, sorry.
I'm going to say I vote for Alicia because I don't think she's the black person.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go for the same one. Yeah, I believe so. I don't think she's black.
I was going to vote for number 5, but sorry, Alicia, man. I looked at me, How about yourself, Alicia?
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like Alicia just wasn't bringing the vibes, man. She was just really like reserved, and she didn't want to show much. She had to go, man.
Tchau, tchau, Alicia. Você está fora.
That means bye-bye, Alicia. Get out! Time for round 3. Let's just get this question out of the way, yeah? How big are your dicks? Oh my god. So you wait for the woman to go.
Finally, some dick action. Let's go.
As a certified member of the 1 meter gang, I just wanted to ask the question of how big is everyone's penises? Because there's a stereotype that black men have long woods.
We'll start with Ricky. How big's your dick?
I'm not complaining.
How many inches though?
About 7.5.
Must be nice. Go on then, Astriel.
6.
Conservative. I rate it.
6 is all the same.
Yeah.
That means he's got 4.5. But anyway,
Jamel.
Enough for his sister.
Jamel has lost his mind. Getting onto my man's sister. I can't lie, I would have been just banging people in the face. Hey, yo, Jamel is moving mind. Where did that come from? Astriel, do you have a sister?
Yes.
Oh, if you're a real black man, you're fighting. But never mind. Anyway, wait. How old is she?
17.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can arrest Jamal immediately. I'm not trying to see him on set anymore. He's a
The worst video I've seen, dude.
Yeah, bro, that's enough, bro. Jamal, you were so close. You were so close.
How big are you looking? 30.5.
Your dick is 13.5 inches.
Did you make a mistake? It was meters.
13.5 meters.
Yeah, don't make that mistake again.
Oh, sorry, sir. So is that what's touching my leg right now?
No, that's just the bullseye.
At some point, too.
Whoa!
It is a dumb video, I can't lie.
They're trying to get right in, like. I honestly do believe I have the perfect penis. Let's talk about hobbies. What would you do on a Friday night, Ricky?
Just keep back my girl, yeah?
The girl?
Keep back your girl.
What race is your girl?
She's light skin.
Light skin.
Okay. All right, what type of girls do you all like?
Yeah, very good. Very good. Number 3?
Snow bunnies.
Oh,
Do you know what? Just so you guys know, snow bunnies is white women.
I've never heard that term.
I've never heard that in my life.
I thought, who the hell are these kind of guys?
Yeah, there's nobody. Animals in it. I'm like, well, then clearly I've absolutely plowed through plenty of snow bunnies. No makes sense now. All right, goals-wise. Arsenal tits.
Classic question.
Arsenal tits.
Arsenal day.
Yeah! Good answer. As a black expert, I would know that black men do not care for boobs. All we care about is bunda.
Bunda.
No, he's doing the right things.
He really is.
He's overselling it of him.
Jamal clearly watched Guess the Black Person the first one, so that means nothing to me, even though, yes, I'm also a Bunda man, but he thought he can get to the Bunda comic because he saw how we reacted the first time. You're not getting us.
Me personally, guys, I'm saying we finally executed the
The Ricky.
You've been on him the whole time.
I've been on him.
Okay, one more before we vote you up, because you're literally on the thread. What is your ethnic background? You can't say London.
So, like, my mum's from Africa.
Yeah, where about?
Kenya.
Yeah?
Whereabouts?
It's a little village.
And that's. So Kenya, West Africa, yeah?
I'm guessing it's little enough.
Yeah,
You don't know.
nice. You got him. Kenya's actually in East Africa, brother.
Well, Sharks, 8 out man geography. You're obviously not from West Africa, East Africa. You're not from Africa, maybe. If I'm being honest, I didn't even know.
His son's gone, what do you mean?
I might be white.
Right, Ricky, please. Get my vote.
Bye, Ricky. Yeah, Ricky, you gotta go. Ricky's walking. I only left.
Already left. Already going. Keep going, man. You need to catch up the
Come back, Ricky. Come back. Technically, look, there's 3 votes. There's 3 of us left to save you. I'm not there, Ricky. Oh, Ricky, get out. Wait, Ricky, one more thing. Before you finish, yeah. Just before you finish. Get out.
He was violating, man.
Go back to the pub. All right, round 4. It's getting close now. We have to decide which one is actually black.
We might have messed up.
No, I'm telling you that this guy's a black guy.
Can we ask him more questions?
Yeah, I feel like he's throwing us off.
He's been lying to us the whole time.
He's throwing us off.
First of all, what's your actual name?
I'll be honest, my name's Matt Steele. I was trying to throw you off. My name's actually William.
Well, he said William.
No, yeah, but I just
So he
I
was
made up the
black,
name.
right?
Gave you that name.
You can look back on the tapes. I said William.
Let's look at the footage. Why don't you just say like William or something? Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? I'm right. William.
So where are you actually from? Because you said Scotland and something else, but I don't say a lie.
Well, my mum's from Eritrea, and my dad is from Cape Town.
This guy's going from Steele to William, and he's changing where he's from. He said Scotland, now he's from Eritrea, which I don't even know where that is. And he's the only one doing that. So now he looks very sus.
Listen, I don't blame the guy that he keeps changing his name. He's just got so many names because he's been adopted so many times, no one actually kept him. I might even adopt him next. You just call him Rat.
Have you ever broken your nose?
Yeah.
Black people don't break their noses. Swear.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Wait, that's actually a fact. I've never heard this fact.
Yeah, but it's rare. It's not rare, but what? It's like flat. I'm saying, bro. Yeah.
Knowledge is talking about it being rare when a black man breaks his nose. Well, what's rare is a man not being able to grow a full-fledged beard at the age of 28.
JJ's right on that one, you know. I box, I spar a lot, you know. I've never hurt my nose in sparring, but the white people that I've sparred, a lot of the times, their nose goes bloody.
You guys ever been pulled over by the police?
Yeah, I've been a few times.
How did the interaction go?
Well, it went friendly.
What happened? What happened?
They pulled me over because I was speeding.
Okay.
Yeah, you deserved it.
I never said I was speeding to her.
Yeah, okay. Were you speeding?
Yeah.
What did he say to you? You just said stop speeding.
No, he's like just telling me how fast I shouldn't be going and said I was going to get a ticket.
Yeah, Anthony has had a pleasant experience with policemen. Oh, no, you caught me speeding. Oh, don't do that again, Anthony. Best be on your way again.
Jamal, anything else, Jamal?
Say the N-word. There it is. We didn't need any more confirmation. There it is.
I know Jamal very well. He doesn't want to be disrespectful to our people. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
There you go, man. I still, do you want to say that word?
Not really.
Not really. Fair enough.
Anthony?
No. Fair.
Have you ever said it?
No.
Yo, for his sake, I hope he's black. Hopefully he's black.
Have any of you guys ever been called the N-word?
I'm black friends, yeah.
Okay, all right. And any in a racist way?
Just in school, like,
That's horrible.
Oh, wow. And what did they say? So they just said the N-word to you, and how did you react?
I blocked one on the nose.
Cold.
I'm going to vote for Anthony.
Anthony, sorry, brother. I don't think it's you.
Take Anthony.
I'm just going to make things interesting. I'm going to pick Ricky, who's not here. Get out of here, Anthony. That's my vote's on you, Anthony.
Yeah, same here, man. Get out.
Anthony, the hesitation got us. You know what? Why? See ya.
And then there were two left. The black one and the white one.
William, what's your date of birth?
25th of May, 98.
Anything else?
24th of February, 1999.
Nice, that was pointless. Yeah, what was the point of that, Sharky? What are you doing? Could you guys wrestle a little bit? Okay.
Mate, I think they've already lost anyways, dude.
And I'm a little bit nervous.
They already kicked the guy out.
Hate crime we're seeing right now. Even if one of them is black, yeah, we don't claim any of them. Yeah, what was that? That is just...
So let's say you got £3 in your pocket. What are you going to eat after school?
KFC! What are you getting for that? Thinker. What are you going to do? You buying bone with that?
I never said I was going to pay for it. Of course, another stereotype. Yeah? This guy's starting to get a bit rude.
I think Jamal is shifting. And even if he's not a black person,
he's still black.
We should vote William out and give him...
No, I want to win.
I don't want to lose my money.
We've lost a lot of games.
Then maybe Jamal has to sway you with a quick freestyle.
Can I have a beat, please? Come on. Let's go. My name is Jamal. I want the money. Give me the money before I rob you.
Oh, wait, what?
What the hell, dude?
What's all this robbing thing, man? Like, not every black guy robs.
Everyone's happy to ride Jamal.
Yeah, bye, Jamal. Peace out, Jamal. Love to Jamaica, yeah?
All right, and that's it. Jamal is now out. William is our chosen black person.
Yeah, no, William has to be black.
William, slash us, they all tell you trying to do mind games and tricks from the beginning, and there was something about you. Something about you that just screamed, I'm a black person.
It's time for the results.
They're wrong for sure,
All
like.
right, that's the end of the game. William, reveal yourself.
Oh, thanks, man.
He's got to be black.
Oh, okay. Alright, fair
That's what I'm
enough.
talking about. Our losing streak is over. Listen, no one can overturn this stuff, baby.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the black expert has done it again. Thanks, God, I'm here all week. If you need to find the white person, trust me, I'll be able to find them because I'm very white. I'm so white. I'm a coconut.
I want to meet my best friend, Jamal.
Go.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Who wants next? Ricky! Come on, Ricky!
Yeah.
Oh, bloody
Wait, so would she be a snowbody then?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, Anthony.
Let's go back.
There he is.
Last week, Brazilian.
Alicia.
Yep.
Oh, fair play.
Oh, wow, big knowledge.
How many likes?
1 million. 1 million likes. 1 million. You don't even know what I'm asking.
likes and it will happen.
Okay, 1 million likes, and Pay School will take all the side men in a charity football match.
Oh.
1 million likes.
1 million likes.
All that's left is the trailer, sorry. Okay.
So what happens though? Do they get the money or what, dude? This concept just doesn't make sense,
Bye,
man.
Prime. Bye, Prime!
sorry,
And then play the trailer.
We're going to be matching the girlfriend to the boyfriend.
I have no idea.
It's Becky. Best siblings.
I'm gonna vote for.
No one got money, dude. I just feel like it's a scam, man. Like no one gets money after that.
Let's go, Anthony.
Let's go back.
Oh, bloody
Wait, so would she be a snowbody?
Yeah.
1 million. 1 million likes. 1 million. You don't even know what. Bye, Prime.
No one got money, dude. Just peek. Oh, mate. This is a long video, man. I want to watch it though, man.
What is that?
Please know that my apology is sincere and solid, and as stupid as it sounds, I hope your meeting with Clyde Barker is excellent.
Because they got the black guy, yeah, but it doesn't make sense because if you're the black guy, then you just want to get kicked out straight away, then, don't you? So you just like act.
See? Is that okay?
Yes, and
Francis Mountain Dew. All right, let me see what this is. Please, if this is boring, if this is cringe, dude. How do I? Dude, how do I copy? Oh, it's this guy, dude. Oh, my days.
Are you guys still here?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were leaving.
No.
You know I'm raiding. I'm not going to be able to talk to you guys.
Yeah, you said pizza break.
What's with the camera? Where's my Mountain Dew?
What are you talking about, man?
No, where's my Mountain Dew? I keep it in the microwave. Do you see my glass? I'm raiding in here, and I don't have any Mountain Dew.
Like, I saw something not liking
Where did you hide the Mountain Dew? Where did you hide it? We're getting ready to go!
It's like, there's some Faygo in the fridge, man.
I don't want any fucking Faygo! You fear the Faygo! Do you not look like I'm thirsty for Faygo? Are you thirsty for Faygo?
Yeah.
You thirsty? It's delicious! It's delicious! I don't want Faygo! I want a Mountain Dew! I want my goddamn Mountain Dew! I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find my goddamn Mountain Dew. Yeah, did you drink my Mountain Dew? Did you drink my Mountain Dew? Let me smell your breath. Let me smell your breath. Oh, you Mountain Dew drinking bitch.
Just fizzy water, dude. It's not. I actually like Mountain Dew, but like,
Okay? The economy's rough right now. Obama!
it's too sweet though for me. I think.
I'm gonna find my Mountain Dew. I'm gonna find my Mountain Dew. You drink my motherfucking Mountain Dew, you sons of bitches. Oh, you sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. I will hunt you to the edge of the earth. I want my goddamn Mountain Dew. It's actually pretty good. That'll do.
What the? I looked away, but
You sons of bitches. I will hunt you to the edge of the earth.
I guess he just put chocolate spread on his face.
Motherfucking Mountain Dew. You sons of bitches.
What is this, dude?
Oh, you sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. I will hunt you to the edge of the earth. I want my goddamn Mountain Dew. It's actually pretty good. That'll do.
Oof, man.
Motherfucking.
Dude, that's not my humor, bro. That's like old school 2010 humor. How old is this video? 2012. But I remember this guy. He fell off though, did he not?
A glass of wine with my former agent, Megan.
Let's watch this acting again, dude.
Objection, hearsay. Yeah, okay. Thank you, sure. All right, then we can take that down. Let's bring up 325. Defendant's 325, please.
Yeah.
And this is an email exchange the following day, 12/18/2014.
Yes, I'll do it today.
Yes. Okay, Your Honor, move the admission of defendant's 325. It's already in, Your Honor. My apologies. We'll get that figured out at lunch. It's already in.
4 hours.
List of evidence is already in this. Okay, but I can show it.
I know, dude. What? Do you not want me to watch this? I want to watch it, but like, maybe I could try and do something at the same time.
Guys, what's the audio? It's so bad.
It's fine, Your Honor. We've confirmed. Thank you. All right, you publish. Thank you.
She's been getting rolled. It's impossible. She can't get rolled. It's not crossed, dude. Hey, it's not crossed.
Yes. See it on your screen? All right, we'll take care of that during the break. If you could just share it there. Oh, get it? Okay, thank you. All right, okay, thank you. So this is from Mr. Depp, right? Says, it's a way, I've let it go too far, went too far. Do you see that? Yes, I do. I always regret it when I jump, or worse, when you jump. I don't want to be conditioned to continue that behavior. Therefore, I'll put in heavy work with shrink. What is your understanding of what he's referring to with shrink?
Objection called for speculation.
Did you have an understanding of what he meant?
Yes, I knew exactly what he meant.
And what did he mean?
Shrink is shrink.
What did he call shrink?
John called shrinks, meaning of psychologists, therapists, shrink.
Okay.
Shrink?
I'm sorry for being
Those are
less
shrink.
for your disappointment in me, for my behavior. I'm a fucking savage. You see that?
Yes.
All right. Gonna lose that. The devil is all around, right?
Guys, this entire like my fucking dad, dude.
You respond to this.
Guys,
and of course, before
well,
you
go to my
he says,
dad's computer and see like his
"I'm
emails
aware
are,
that
that's just like
at
that.
the moment, and that it will never again
Bunch of
manifest in
exclamation
negative
points and
experiences.
dot,
It can be
dots
done. What a killer concept to visualize.
Caps locks.
You see that?
Yes, I do.
And you respond, I love you, I miss you.
Oh, he's my dad's agent. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Then. They're the same coach.
And what, if anything, is that consistent with the cycle that you have described?
Well, the language he used after particularly violent episodes was savage, monster, devil.
My goddamn Mountain Dew, dude.
His other side.
Anyone in chat drink Mountain Dew?
Would do and say unbelievably horrible things.
I say Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew. Yeah, Mountain Dew, right?
And this is typical of the apologies that I would get when he took it too far.
Dew or do? I don't know. I don't know what I say.
He understood that he could really hurt me. Sometimes I didn't think he understood how much he could hurt me physically. I mean, so after this, I had a visible bruise. I don't remember where.
The acting, man.
I can't say that.
I feel bad saying his acting just in case if it's like somewhat true.
Come on. In these fights, I tried to stand up for myself by December 2014. I was pushing back. I pushed him off of me. I tried to get his hands away.
Guys, I don't know.
I tried
I'm
to
sure
skip up, which sometimes not sometimes.
Mountain Dew soda stream.
Always seemed to provoke him.
Bro, what a flex. Ain't that expensive?
Worse, I would yell at him, I'd scream at him, I'd call him ugly names. So ashamed of the names we call each other. It's awful. It's awful. And we both got into that pattern. It was so, I felt so angry that this was happening to me, and it just felt so unfair. It felt like nothing I could do. Felt like nothing I could do would change the sobriety patterns. Felt like nothing I could do would stand up for him. And nothing I did made him stop hitting me. Nothing. So, I tried for over a year, maybe two. Just not responding physically, not responding verbally, just staring at him. I tried to freeze. I tried to go to a different place. I would try been lashing out verbally. I would try to threaten that if he hit me again, that I would call the police. Police were called several times, but I tried to do everything. I tried to leave him, and tried to leave him, and nothing was working. And I think by this point in our relationship, we're both saying awful things to each other, screaming at each other, and unfortunately, when John gets red, he just wins. I don't know how else to describe it.
Here, this might be a good. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and take our lunch break.
Dude,
Good. Yeah, now you want to
If that's the case, we're doing it.
she's overselling it. Look.
This might be a good. Okay.
When Johnny started hitting me, he just went. I'll describe it.
Here, this might be a good. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and take our lunch break.
Good.
This time
Good.
to
Yeah, now you want to
If that's the case, we're doing outside research. Okay. Thank you.
Good. Good timing. Nothing up. Also, she did.
Was just over the durability date, so you got out of date.
Okay, ma'am, just don't discuss your testimony with anybody this time, okay? All right, thank you. So good luck. All right, thank you.
Oh, I've risen it.
Some females take advantage of not being hit by men. What? That's yikes.
Okay, how much time?
I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, 3 seconds good.
Oh,
Wait, here, for this.
everyone in chat, dude.
Oh man, this is long time for this.
Did you tape record? In my experience, and if
Calls for speculation.
She can say why she did it and what she thought.
But that did the last part called for
Don't
speculation.
say I knew. Why did you tape record?
in my experience, when Johnny was that inebriated, he would not remember what he had done.
Calls for speculation.
How can that call for speculation?
I'll sustain the objection.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to defendants 221. And I'm going to play 3 different parts for it.
It's looking unfair though that she gets to say it though, but I mean.
Can we approach, please, sir?
Let's hear it.
Okay, sure.
To be able to pick up the noise.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's shit in his bed, yeah. There was a picture as well. That's why people call it Amber Turd.
That's it?
And then the second one is from 250 to 320. 30 seconds.
Wait, it's been a what then? Wow. Oh, you took it down, yeah, I remember that. What is evidence if I don't get it? That's evidence of nothing, what?
221 isn't evidence. All 221 is already evidence.
So may I play the third one then, and then we can take the break? Yes. Thank you. That would be
You
a
can play all of it if you like.
I think I'll torture the jury if I do that. 9:30 to 10:30.
Yikes, man. It's disgusting, man.
Nah, so funny. Guys, here's a crazy record, guys. If you end up recording multiple long-ass clips, get an actual tape recorder, so get an actual a recorder of your phone, and also try putting the phone somewhere out, maybe on a table, maybe not inside the engine. I heard it gets noisy in there, boys. It gets noisy in there, boys.
Can you retain your ears after that, or do you have more questions for this issue?
No, I think this would be.
I'm gonna add some extra deems as well. While watching this.
Okay, guys, where is the evidence of what? What is this?
Like, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Like evidence of him being like just
This is
cooked,
that Johnny might have
just
been
drunk,
playing
bro.
on PS4.
Oh, I don't know.
That is the strongest evidence for a PS1 in the room for sure.
Alright, can you retain your ears after that? Do you have more questions for this issue?
PS4, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go and take our morning break then.
It's a PS4 fan.
I got straight off the plane as soon as we touched down. Johnny had been saying what he would do to me once we got on the ground, and I didn't know how long this.
Also, the problem that I've been having with John also is the fact that they try to discredit his testimony and his whatever because he's drunk or high or doing drugs. Yet in her testimony, she's like, yeah, I took drugs. Yeah, I took a bunch of this and a bunch of that. But then she acts like she's analytical, attentive to details, remembers everything. She's sane and all there. But whenever he's cooked up, oh, he's. But me, I take a Molly, shroom caps, fucking drugs, alcohol, cocaine, and I'm like, looking for details and shit. He's like, dude, what? I don't know, like, what? How does that make sense?
I went to a hotel and called my friends to join me, which was my coping strategy at the time.
No.
I'm going to ask you to take a look at defendants 204.
Oh, different tolerance? Yeah, maybe.
Did you reach out to
objection?
Was that good together? Since it's lunch break, chat. Since it's lunch break, we can catch up at the good moments. We can catch up at the good moments. Anybody has access for shooters?
Your Honor, I would direct your attention to the first one in blue and the third one in blue, and
Jack, we'll watch all this.
sense impression and the state of mind at that time. Yes.
Oh, we can see all this too as well, which is really good.
All right, let's go to 205. Defendant's 205.
The fastest while you're right.
And this is a communication between you and Rocky and your best friend, is that correct? That's correct. Objection, hearsay.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Can they just train her on evidence that's not gonna get fucking, that's not gonna get objections? Like, fuck, how fucking hard is that? What? How is she crying before you started? How is she pre-crying? It makes no sense at all.
Thank you, Ron. May we publish the jury? Thank you. It is. So, Rocky on this is...
What's up?
Keep Pennington your best friend, is that correct?
No, she's pre-firing it. So she was about to talk, but they objected, and she pre-fired it.
Okay. And when did you send this communication to Rocky? Once I had touchdown in LA.
What?
He said this reminds me how lonely I am.
No. And you said I'm not good. What did you mean by that? That I needed help. That I was scared. I was scared of what had just happened to me. I was scared of what was going to happen to me. I was scared if I left him. I was scared if I didn't. I needed help. I just needed support. I didn't feel safe going home. I still had my place in Orange. He had keys.
Is it too fast to understand?
I was scared. Okay. Did you text your mother and your father about this incident? Objection, hearsay. What, if any, communication did you have with your mother or your father following this incident? Objection, hearsay. Let's go to defendants 222 and.
Just hearsay, man.
Guys, also, I know this is very minor, but I wish that their lawyer didn't like laugh this off and like, huh, they're going to object to this. Like, yeah, like you can't use that. There's a genuine objection, and it is getting sustained. How's that like funny? Whatever. It's the rules and you're trying to break them. Whatever. Like, I don't know. How's that funny? Like, yeah, I guess we're gonna get objection a lot. Yeah, because if you do that, like, what the fuck? It says, it's petty and underhanded. I don't think so though. It's not petty or overhanded. She's literally saying what somebody said. It's literally hearsay. Other than that, are they all alive? Because last time she talked to somebody who was dead, and then they're like objection. They're like, and like, dude, the person can't even refute or talk. The person's literally dead. Like, what?
I added a new sound, exclamation mark redeem, space drama.
What, if any, communications did you have with Kate James following the...
I don't know if it's loud. It might be too loud.
You're right. If we go to 224, all right? 224?
Oh, my
argument would be business records exception.
All right, you want to come forward and do it?
I do think I wasn't watching this slide. I would have lost my shit.
Objection.
Oh my...
What, if anything, did you do the evening of the 24th of May? I reached out to friends and family, asked for support. Objection, hearsay, sustained. I'm surrounded myself with them, with that. What, if anything, did you do for... that's why we had gone back to LA. Johnny was sick. After having passed out on the plane, so I took her to dinner.
Yeah, this is a question, chat. Did she only comb her hair to the right, like that, or to her left?
We
in the other ones.
They overuse that in Hell's Kitchen, dude.
I'm just wondering if in the other case, later days, she was sitting like that, and she combed her hair the other side, so they could see. But now since she's in front, so the jury can see, she goes on the other side. I was asking if it was done deliberately or not.
You know, again, put on my smile, took her out, tried to make her feel loved, and celebrated for her birthday, and then I booked a flight out to New York, to go back to New York, obviously without Johnny. I'm going to ask you to now turn to 225. And you're going to be referring to the last two blue spots on that page with the state of mind. Mental condition.
It doesn't. It's still hearsay, Your Honor.
Okay. Why are you sniffling? Yes, her speech is not impaired. It's not congestion. There was no tears, nothing. How is she sniffling? What is she sniffling? And what is the tissue for? If there's no blow or what? What is she sniffling? Yes.
Condition. It doesn't. State of mind. Mental condition.
It doesn't. It's still hearsay, Your Honor.
Okay.
It doesn't look like she's, yeah. I saw a clip, someone saying she snorted something there.
State of mind. To be referring to the last two blue spots on that page.
It just looks sus. It just looks weird.
Mental condition.
It doesn't. It's still hearsay, Your Honor.
Okay. Why are you sniffling? Yes, her speech is not impaired.
Lot of footage in the fire.
How is she sniffling? What is she sniffling? And what is the tissue for? If there's no blow or what?
What, on YouTube or?
What is she sniffling? She has allergies? No, she does not have allergies. She does not have COVID. What? Man, these motherfuckers, let's get this. Oh my god. Okay.
Please tell the jury what you did then over that night, the next day, and at the hotel. I cried a lot, tried to surround myself with my friends, and resolved to leave him. I felt powerless. Nothing I did made a difference. You know, on the plane, I was so careful.
Objection. Non-responsive.
Please just tell us what you did, and you can tell how you feel, but don't go backwards, okay?
She gives so many objections as well.
the strength to commit to leaving him. I knew I had to. I knew nothing else would make a difference. So I got myself back to LA. Excuse me, New York. And started going to Al-Anon meetings every day. It's a support group for people who love addicts and alcoholics.
What if any communications did you have with Stephen Deuters?
Yeah, she definitely did a line to get through
What
it.
communications did you have with Mr. Deuters communicating on behalf of Mr. Depp?
Objection, hearsay.
That's the agency on that. You have the foundation for that. All right, let's go to 229A.
I'm actually getting
Imagine.
hard at lawyer Holy.
Right in
So I
the
wanna say
court,
everybody
bro.
mean, but what is this, like fucking Pirates of the Caribbean costume, like fucking like sailors rip straight bullshit?
And could you, without saying what the content is, can you tell us who this text message is with?
Johnny's assistant.
What's his name?
His name is Stephen Deuters.
Okay. And what, if any, communication were you having with him following the Boston plane incident?
Objection, hearsay. May we approach?
Man, this must have been a disaster. Look, I can see through it. Look.
Also heard from.
Did all with,
Guys, this is an hour-long sunlock.
did you communicate at all with Mr. Depp in the days following the Boston plane incident?
Yes, I did.
Please tell the jury about those communications.
I heard from him directly. I also heard from him through his assistants who were texting for him.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Ooh, icebreakers.
You're not allowed to testify about the text messages with his assistant, but can you tell the jury about your communications with Mr. Depp?
Okay. It's kind of confusing because he was texting through them.
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll sustain the objection. I'll strike that from the record to disregard that testimony. Please answer the question.
Just confine it to the communications you had with Mr. Depp, please.
That he was sorry and told me that he was in a blackout. He didn't remember everything, but what he did remember, he was ashamed of. He begged me to forgive him. Said he understood and forgave me if I never wanted to speak to him again. He texted me at one point and then I didn't respond right away, and he texted me again.
Wait a minute. She didn't respond right then and then, so she waited? Ooh, according to her own forensic psychologist, that's a method of coercion and whatnot, or mental abuse. Perhaps.
That
I mean,
I made a decision
that's what they should have pulled off last time.
Good luck, and I was better for it. And then continued to.
Not responding?
I spoke to him when I was in New York on the phone, and he said that he.
Did they brush over that fact? Did they talk about it? I don't think she even talked about it yet.
I think at the time mentioned sober, another celebrity that was.
I think they'll bring it up eventually. Did they talk about it? Or did I miss them talk about it?
You know, me and this person we even went to a meeting. I've got 3 days sober, 4 days sober, and that was the last time. The monster will never come back. The monster will never come back. And because
They talked about it in Johnny's side, but not in Amber's side yet.
To his behavior as not something that is like a monster or an evil or a devil, but actually instead they say like violent, hitting, abusive, or they always refer what's like a
felt so much worse than I've ever been before, and because I had
that kind of plays well for the like
I went to New York and I was trying to get my strength to leave him. I actually thought that it kind of would be the
because you can never really tell you can never really say what is the monster. It's kind of subjective. They can describe what is the monster when he's being abused or whatever, but in the text in the whatever, right? They're not getting an actual descriptive. It's always monster, whatever. You know.
I thought I had effectively.
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Thank you. Go ahead, please continue.
I thought things would change.
Did you draft any kind of email to Mr. Depp to express your emotions and how you felt about all this?
Objection, hearsay.
Well, let's go. Also, lay the foundation, Your Honor. Let's go to defendants 230.
Leading and hearsay.
Objection, hearsay, Your Honor.
And please say both present sense impression and definitely state of mind, Your Honor.
All the evidence.
Objection.
All right.
Jesus.
So, did you ultimately communicate to Mr. Depp what you first drafted up?
Yeah, I missed it.
I thought things would change.
Did you draft any kind of email to Mr. Depp to express your emotions and how you felt about all this?
Objection, hearsay.
Well, let's go. Also, lay the foundation, Your Honor. Let's go to defendants 230.
Leading and hearsay.
Objection, hearsay, Your Honor.
And please say both present sense impression and definitely state of mind, Your Honor.
All the evidence.
Objection.
All right.
Jesus.
So, did you ultimately communicate to Mr. Depp what you first drafted up in an email without saying anything about what's in the email?
That calls for hearsay, Your Honor.
I'm just asking if she did.
No, what she said.
Correct.
Okay. Overruled.
Did you communicate to Mr. Depp what you had drafted in the email? And you don't get to say what you said.
Yes.
Okay. And what, if any, response did Mr. Depp have to your sending that email to him?
Nope. Don't do it. She's doing it, isn't she?
He came to New York to fight for the relationship, for me, to prove that he was sober.
Alting. I swear, everyone just says alting, dude.
I believed he was embarrassed and sorry. He said he was, and I believed him. So I took him back, or got back with him, on the condition that he would uphold his promise to do the treatment, to do the full detox, to never go back.
So I'm going to take you now up to the June through August 2014 time frame.
Okay.
And I think you testified earlier, and others have as well, that Mr. Depp brought in Dr. Kipper and his group, correct?
Must be real time, Virginia.
Could you please describe for the jury what those next few months were like? all of a sudden, this doctor gets brought on that we had been talking about. I'd heard this name before. And all of a sudden, this doctor, Dr. Kipper, apparently wrote a book on addiction and was this doctor was going to be the solution, the cure, you know, and he got brought on board, and all of a sudden, the plan was that this team would be involved in John's recovery. So it felt real, it felt serious, I felt like...
That was weird. I heard it twice.
You know, already by this point, heard a million times, it seems like promises to get clean and sober, but this felt like a change. And they were going to come to Boston and start working with Johnny, and the plan was to keep Johnny on the same level of drugs that he was on since he was filming. They needed him to finish filming the movie, so he was going to be maintained with his with prescription pills, including the painkillers. And the plan was
What, he was prescribing pills or what?
abstain from alcohol completely and all other drugs like weed and coke. And then when he finished filming, the plan was to...
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay. And lack of foundation.
I don't understand what the objection... I don't think it is. I think she was just explaining the context there. I don't think she was saying... The foundation she knew. It's fine. How did you know that? I was involved in the conversations with the doctors and with his sister.
Objection, Your Honor, that's still hearsay.
All right, okay, that part is. So...
Yeah, they know better.
What happened next?
I added some more sound effects. Let's see. Let me redeem
To
them.
Boston, where Johnny was, I just would come...
It's gonna be so cringe.
In between, on weekends from filming until I wrapped my movie, which I did, I think in May, if I am not mistaken. And then I went to Boston and I was there and saw the nurse was flown up to Boston, Debbie Lloyd, and IDK Kipper came out too, and they put Johnny on a bunch of new medications, which they shared with me, told me about.
Bro, my chat doesn't work on my computer.
We have to be careful about what other people told you. Okay, so
Yeah, I did.
No. Okay, so what happened then?
Yeah, let's go,
So,
Amogus.
I know the amount that Johnny told them he was on was so that they could maintain him for the filming, meaning not make a drastic change in the amount of painkillers he was taking. But his behavior, his whole personality changed drastically. Yeah, baby. Speaking to me,
Wait, her perception of the personality changed, right? Her testimony.
I'd fall asleep. One time I was sitting across from him, and he would come in and out of sleep, of being awake, or completely what appeared to be asleep, while talking to me, and he had a cigarette in his hand, and Johnny constantly smoked. He just sat the cigarette, as he fell asleep, while speaking, down on his leg.
And that clip is legendary.
Cigarettes, they don't stay lit very long, thankfully, but
That'll do that to you, good.
it was things like that, and I didn't understand. I had experience with drug use.
Dude, this is just like such
and it was so dramatic
a
and changed
meme
that I
meme
was
sound
trying to
effects.
figure out with the nurses and doctors what happened, what changed.
Let's go. It's just
I remember being on
the
thing,
baby
I
one.
would fall asleep mid-sentence. I'd be talking on the couch to somebody in my family, and I would legitimately fall asleep in the middle of my sentence.
Explain the change and what medications were causing it. I knew there were new medications involved, so I was constantly worried and in communication. And Johnny's behavior got worse and worse, more of this passing out, nodding off, screaming, waking up in the night, sometimes crying, and the emotions would change from one to the next, like by the second. I remember we were one weekend we were in Boston, and we went to this like resort.
Dude, this one's really long.
He was just bawling. It broke my heart. There was just a lot of changes, and I really didn't know. I felt so helpful, and I thought maybe it was just what Kipper had introduced into the regime, the medications. But what I found out in that time is that he was taking about double the amount.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
No, I saw it. Okay, thank you. Please continue. He was taking about double the amount that he told them, the regime, the medications. But what I found out in that time is that he was taking about double the amount.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
No, I saw it. Okay, thank you. Please continue. He was taking about double the amount that he told them was his normal when he started the process with the doctors. So after a few, I think months of going, what is wrong, and turning him over when he vomited at night or checking his pulse, there were all of a sudden when I realized the amount was about double, I realized then he had been lying to them and me about the amount so that he could get extra high before he had a detox. But that I can't. It was such an agonizing few weeks, months. It was so agonizing. I don't know how long it lasted, but I was so concerned for this person, and he had just been doubling up his meds because he didn't.
Doubling.
So
Detox.
Because I don't show that it actually double down. I feel like talking about like opiates and painkillers doubling down can be it can be lethal depending on what the dosage is.
Remember, did you take this picture, Mr. Depp? I did. Your Honor, remove the admission of defendant's exhibit 1092. Oh, objection? No objection. All right, 1092 in evidence. Can you describe what's depicted here and why you took this picture? This was during that time when
the no, just explain the picture.
He was on in the doubling up of the.
And then they moved to publish.
So bad that he was like this just throughout the day, off and on, and then he'd take Adderall and he'd be really animated and ready to go, and then it would be this again, and it was so erratic and so naively. Now, I really did not understand what was going on. I deeply cared about.
I might make that the follow sound.
And it was very confusing and scary.
He's like mixing drugs pretty hard.
There come a time then that Mr. Depp went into detox for roxycodone or whatever it's called.
Oxycontin? Whatever.
Yes, when he finished filming, the plan was to do the detox, and that's what we did. And when was that? That would have been early August of 2014. I believe we left. We were there for, I think, a week to 10 days, 8 through the 18th.
So she said, shut the fuck up.
More or less. The person testifying about this. Let's go. During this detox on the island.
It's sick, dude.
The Bahamas.
It was for the first few days, okay, peaceful. The nurse, and then later nurse and doctor were staying on a different part of the island. a few minutes drive by ATV, like 10, 15-minute, by one of those ATV vehicles. But we
Rhino?
communicated via
Rhino?
walkie-talkie and occasionally through text. And it was okay at first, and then the behavior
Rhino?
just really wasn't okay. It was up, down. He'd be mad at me. Then he was wanting to hug. Let's crying a lot, and then he.
Guys, it's called Rhino. Guys, it's an ATV vehicle.
I don't know if it keeps happening. Would I get claimed, bro? Would I get copyright strike? I don't think so. It's like 2 seconds, surely. I guess we'll find out.
Provide support. I was taking his blood pressure. I was on a schedule and constant communication with the nurses about delivering the meds, giving him his meds at a certain time. I was just trying to take care of him, and a few days in, I guess the effects of the detox really started to change, and it went from this like erratic behavior, up and down, to just really down or mad. He would burst into anger at me, yelling at me. I crossed the table. I walked away from him at the table. I crossed the table in a certain way. He screamed at me about that. Tried to overturn this table. Luckily, it was bolted down to the deck. But I remember him shaking it, screaming, and at different points he was really calm and sweet. And
no, you don't need a vape, dude. Vaping's bad.
Later, he looked like he was balancing out, and we had a conversation, and he was saying he wanted to quit the detox, and he couldn't do it anymore. And I was trying to find the language to encourage him.
Yeah, I find it a little bit odd that she goes to the island to get help, whatever, and to get better, and she's describing him as like bad, whatever. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like he's in detox. It's a tough time, and it's pretty hardcore, man. Like, of course you're gonna be like more vulnerable and whatnot.
Yeah, addiction, bro. It's not good. It's not good to be addicted, man.
How much he was reminding him. He told me all the time, I saved his life, and he wouldn't be doing this without me. And I was telling him these things, and I was at one point in our conversations, I told him about how.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Please try to continue without what you said, please. I said something to him, and he got so angry at me, he slapped me across the face. But he did it like while crying. It was the weirdest thing. He was crying, saying no woman had ever embarrassed him like that. No woman had ever made him feel like that. I heard that for the rest of the trip too, just on repeat. And I felt bad. I feel bad. Still feel bad. But I didn't want to make him feel embarrassed. That's not what I wanted to do. It just was over my head. I don't know how to detox someone. I don't know how to help them through that. And I shouldn't.
Yeah, you don't have to detox anybody. That's why there's doctors and nurses that flew to the fucking island. Like, what? You're not a fucking medical professional. Dumb fuck. I don't know what this is about. What?
Why were you there? Because he asked me to, and I didn't know that was a phenomenally dumb idea. I don't know why why the doctors and nurses didn't tell me not to. I had no idea what that was going to look like or be like, and it was hell. We're on an island. I'm trying to take care of him, and he was hallucinating. And
Objection, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Overruled. Screaming at me for things that I said when I didn't say. I hadn't said anything. I would tell him, Johnny.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I think in the context, Your Honor, that's not.
Isn't it also a speculation? How do you know he's hallucinating? Are you in his eyes and in his brain? How do you know he's seeing something or hearing something?
Prove the truth of the matter asserted. What's it? It's just telling the context of sustained objection.
I'm not doing anything. I just start chonging my vape. It ran out. Yeah, but still, that's not good, man. Especially being young.
There's nowhere to hide.
Maybe showing signs of hallucination. No, you don't get it. This is a court. This is a case. Okay, you can't say what somebody is seeing, whatever. There's signs, whatever. Are you a medical professional? How are you equipped to you as a normal person to tell if it's symptoms of hallucination? You don't. You can't. And you're not them. That's speculation.
There's a person in the bathroom, and he at one point told me that I was hiding somebody in the house. Another point, he was communicating with someone not in the room. It would yell at me and then yell at someone else. It wasn't there.
Chonging. I've never heard people say chonging in my life.
It was terrifying and strange. The whole week was. So,
okay.
Left
no,
Bahamas and finished
I know
with
now.
there. Where did you go
Sorry.
from there?
I don't believe it's trolling.
Meaning
Chonging. Nah, chonging's a unique word that I haven't heard.
Johnny, we flew back to LA, and he was going back and forth between saying he wasn't going to continue to. He was committed. It was back and forth. Everything was up, down, erratic, like changing every second. And we got to LA, and Debbie and Kipper communicated with me. I won't say what they said, but I decided it would be probably in everyone's best interest if I went away to a hotel. Johnny put me up in this
Everyone
room.
says up here.
Finished.
No,
in LA.
not in London.
My friends out with my girlfriends there to support me as per usual. So Bishop, can you pull up 272, please?
Stop.
And after you both return to LA.
Stop. This is annoying. This is annoying. We don't hear anything. We don't. Guys, her speech doesn't feel like it's because her nose is congested water. What is she sniffling? That's pure air. That is maximum. Hey, dude.
Apart while he was finishing the details. Yes, he did.
I feel so comfortable with my
Yes, Your Honor, to the first message.
Oh, please.
headphones over my hoodie. That's why I did that.
And after you both.
Oh, what the fuck?
And after you both return. And after you both return to LA.
Why did she hold? She see?
Yes, Your Honor, to the first message.
She was actually posing.
But she probably saw the camera guy or the camera whatever person.
Dep communicate with you.
Yes, Your Honor, to the first message.
Just present sense impression.
Yeah, because we don't see it, but she probably saw the camera guy or the camera whatever person. Oh, what the fuck?
And after you both return to LA.
Actually posing, dude. Actually posing for the camera.
And after you both, please.
Oh, what the fuck?
And after you both return and after you both returned to LA, did Mr. Depp communicate with you?
Any objection?
Yes, Your Honor, to the first message.
Just present sense of impression. But
Yeah, because we don't see it, but she probably saw the camera guy.
That looks rough.
Or the camera whatever person. Pull
Yeah,
up the camera and get ready.
I don't think that's the style.
That is absolutely busted.
All right, Your Honor,
All right. Any objection to 272 redacted?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. 272 is in evidence, and we will publish.
Caught in 420p, 480p.
And Amber, I'm going to show you now what is Defendant's Exhibit 272, and this.
And she's gonna say what it is. Go ahead.
Mr. Depp, to you. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And just so that we can highlight here,
What is this?
he's calling you. He says, just to let you know that I'm fine, my angel. I miss you, of course, but this was the right thing to do to speed up the process. I love you more than life. Yours, Steve. You see that?
I do.
So,
Okay.
what, if any,
420p?
expressions was
What?
Mr. Depp giving you at this point?
It's
that
HD,
he
dude.
was angry with you ever having to help participate with the detox or to be on the island or anything
Yeah,
along
who's
that
Steve?
Objection, form, compound.
I'll allow it, but just for trying to keep the record clear, 272 has already been entered into evidence without that redactions, and there wasn't any objection. So I would wish if I could have both sides to keep track of their evidence. It's not my job to keep.
Fucking audio.
Needed a sneeze.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Show me the tweet with
And I
the
just
thing
got a
in.
note to that effect. So,
Okay, so 272 is in evidence without, you can clear the redaction. And
How's that going?
It's really the party's responsibility to take care of the record, not mine.
my apologies on that one, Your Honor. All right.
All right, and I overruled the objection, so she can answer the question.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, can you...
Cheated? Wait, is that what it's supposed to show? But in is her side?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and just so that we can highlight here, he's calling you, he says, just to let you know that I'm fine, my angel, I miss you, of course, but this was the right thing to do to speed up the process. I love you more than life. Yours, Steve. You see that?
I do.
So,
Okay.
what, if any, expressions was Mr. Depp giving you at this point that he was angry with you ever having to help participate with the detox or to be on the island or anything
Yeah,
like
who's
that?
Steve?
Objection, form, compound.
I'll allow it, but just for trying to keep the record clear, 272 has already been entered into evidence without that redactions, and there wasn't any objection. So I would wish if I kept both sides to keep track of their evidence. It's not my job to keep.
Fucking audio.
Thank you, Your
Show me
Honor.
the tweet with
I
the
just
thing
got a
in.
note to that effect. So,
Okay, so 272 is in evidence without, you can clear the redaction and publish it. It's really the party's responsibility to take care of the record, not mine.
my apologies on that one, Your Honor. All right.
All right, and I overruled the objection, so she can answer the question.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, can you remind me what time?
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
Guys, what is this? The thing with Johnny is it's sunshine on you, it's glorious, and then he forgets, and it's very cold. It's glorious, and he forgets, and it's very cold. With attention, you feel ignorant in the world, everybody loves him so much. It's fake news? Okay, next fake news now, boys. Guys, that's all fake news. I'm just, I'm not like Hassan, I'm being fed garbage. I feel like some of those lines feel strangely familiar. They're stealing it from TV and books. Huh? I don't get it. It's not fake? Oh, it's not fake. I don't get it.
She's stealing lines from movies? What?
What, if anything, did Mr. Depp say about that you were torturing him on the island and he didn't want you there?
Why would you do that?
Very confusing for me to hear that.
That's so weird. I don't think that's real. Surely not.
He was hallucinating and angry at me at various moments when he would have these kind of episodes. I did nothing but try to take care of him.
Are they live?
I'm not a nurse. I did my best to support him. And he thanked me. He thanked my mom.
Yeah, he
And for me, of course, I saved his life. That he wouldn't be able to make this change without me.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't know she was using lines from movies, dude. I don't think that's real. I think surely not. That's weird.
Okay, we can take this down now, Michelle. Thank you. And
We're not watching it live because it's not live yet.
Take
It's
you
not.
up to September,
They're on break for
October
another 10 minutes.
2014. Do you remember?
Just go.
Yes, I do.
And what, if any, connections did you have with Mr. Depp in that time frame?
Well, I bargained with him about me doing the role. And he told me he would call the actors. It was a mostly male cast. But I bargained with him.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Don't say what you said, just say what he said, okay?
They just love you, know.
He reluctantly agreed to me working on this movie or taking a job. He was filming a different movie in London at the time. I wasn't going to play a sexualized character. I wore no makeup or minimal makeup in the movie. No sexy clothing. No kissing scenes. No sex scenes. So I went and did that film in October 2014 in Georgia while he finished his movie in London. And then at some point he came out to pick me up in Georgia and was there for my last day or two of filming.
I'm going to ask you to turn to Michelle. Can you bring up 310, please? Defendants 310.
Michelle, you know what to do. Blow that shit up.
Did you have communications with Mr. Depp about auditioning for another role in this time frame?
Objection, Your Honor. I'm going to object to the exhibit. It's hearsay.
Yeah, can I don't want to speak too hard because I don't know. I feel like this lawyer that she's using for her own questioning. I think she's kind of not too great at extracting emotions out of her, and she makes things a little bit cold. I know, I get it, it's a court case, but there's a jury, and I feel like she can do a better job at it. Come on, brother.
I'm not sure who's in the text exchange.
It counts. In the end, it
It
counts.
is text exchange, Your Honor. So,
Bro, I need to
green is Mr. Depp,
just sneeze.
and the one I'm most focused on is on the
It's not
second page,
disgusting.
Your Honor, the top. The green bubble on the second page? Yes. All right, so just that text.
Dude.
Your Honor's rulings, yes. In relation to that text.
The chat, man.
Anything was Mr. Depp saying to you in this time frame, we're talking in November 2014, about you not working anymore, not taking on any more work or auditioning?
Objection, Your Honor, compound.
Okay, oh,
I'm reading.
subset. Overruled out loud. Thank you.
John was angry with me for working. I had finished my job and I needed to eventually find another job in the movie to work on, and he was furious at me for, he found, like, we call them sites, there's pieces of audition pages, and he found something that had been sent to me to consider auditioning for, and he blew up at me for, yeah, I think what he said to me is that I didn't tell him, that I didn't ask him, and that because he didn't know about that audition.
QQ? It's Kek W. What's it? So I said QQ.
Seriously, I ended up not doing that audition, I believe. Well, there was a few, one or two in that time that I did I did audition for, and one or two that I didn't.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you now to take a look at what is Defense Exhibit 310.
Interesting.
You recognize this email from Mr. Depp?
Yes, it's a text.
Your Honor, I'm going to move for the admission.
It's an
Oh, okay.
It's redactions. So.
Let's see if they
Please tell me
Yeah, Tia said that.
about this text and context.
This was Johnny's response to me apologizing for having an audition.
Thank you. All right, now I'm going to stay in November of 2014.
An audition or writing it then? Can we see?
And did there come a time that...
You're not watching live. There's no live now. We're watching something that I missed because it's not live.
Accept any more jobs, so you were going to stop working.
It's live in 5 minutes, they're on break still.
Johnny said this to me in an argument, in a bit for each, is the best way I can describe it, and kind of alluded to me having agreed to not work anymore, which, if you don't know me, is preposterous. There's no way I would agree to that, although I did make concessions and gave up a lot of
Objection, Your Honor,
things.
hearsay.
That wasn't overruled. Thank you. Please continue.
So he reached out to other people and to me to that effect, furious at me for taking meetings. There was one particular I wanted one meeting I wanted to take because it was a project in development with a sci-fi writer.
Yeah, so I'm surprised in all this, I'm surprised is that they were together for a long time, married for a long time, or a little bit, and they only had $7 million in divorce. Isn't that kind of crazy though? That he makes like hundreds of millions, and he has like 800 million or 500 million, and only $7 million in divorce split. That's kind of crazy.
These things were just they were just constant fights, but in between them, when things were good between Johnny and I, he would be, you know, he would word it to me like, I'm trying to look out for you. You know, you say that you don't want to be objectified. You're doing it to yourself. You know, but at first it was because I dressed a certain way, I had sex scenes, and then it just got more narrow and more narrow and more narrow what I could do without being the blame for why the industry, Hollywood, the entertainment industry was putting me in a box and objectifying me. So it became my fault, and I believed it. You know, I believed it. I adopted a lot of these changes myself, not because Johnny, you know, said you have to do it this way, but because of all the other things that he said and did. I eventually found myself
Wait, that's
doing
ridiculous.
this in my own career about how I dressed.
Wait, that's ridiculous because she took the roles initially, and she said she was being boxed in the earlier like last week, right? She said she was being boxed because she took the roles, and she said that they were seeing her as this like get naked actress. That's what she said.
How I wore my hair, how I presented, where my eyes were cast when I walked into a room. And I believe those are my own decisions.
Did there come a time in November of 2014 that you engaged in some couples counseling with Dr. Cowan and you and Mr. Depp?
I believe yet.
I attempted to. I had stopped seeing my therapist in 2014. I
had it.
Couldn't sustain seeing her.
I need the tissue now.
And I chose Johnny. Eventually, Dr. Kipper introduced me to his close friend, Dr. Cowan. And I met with Dr. Cowan and agreed to let him share communication about my
ruining your day.
So
Your generosity, your selflessness, your affection, and your sweet doting deeply into my heart, and I think that I've been reciprocal. Agony is never the answer to any equation or occasion, nor is rage.
Who is Steve, anyways?
Solid, and as stupid as it sounds, that we're meeting with Clive Barker is excellent. See that? Yes. Okay. And then you respond. Thank you for your words. And you indicate you just left Meg Sue. That's his mother. Yes, and then had a glass of wine with my former
Crying as well. Yeah, I'm acting, bro.
She encouraged. Josh, can you okay, thank you, sure. All right, I'm going to take that down. Let's bring up 325.
No, back right yet. Look, I had it on my sale monitor. Stop. He is Steve. It's the nicknames.
And this is an email change the following day, 12/18, 2014. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, we're going to move your mission within 325.
I'll give me the shit. Let's go.
Yeah,
they didn't post it.
All right, we'll take a bit of a break. You just share it.
Wait, he's Steve.
All right, okay, thank you. So this is from Mr. Depp, right? Says it's a way I let it go too far, went too far. Do you see that? Yes, I do. I always regret it when I jump, or worse, when we jump. I don't want to be convened last.
Depp is also claiming that he is the real victim of abuse in their relationship, but there is so much more. Her is countersuing Depp for $100 million over his alleged scheme to tarnish her reputation following the op-ed.
What? I'm just confused now.
Guys, I didn't regret first about the 100 mil. I thought I was like, oh, they're going too far ahead, right? Because that's how they do it. Right? You just go hard and then they go down, right? But 100 mil is reasonable. You're thinking 70 million at a good time, or 60 million. He got, and there was 2 losses.
Minecraft Steve, dude.
One franchise movie and one big movie. Yeah, 100 mil is like reasonable.
You see that? Your next question. So can you bring up Defendant's Exhibit 236, which has already been admitted?
His video is quite long though. I might skip through it again.
Dummies.
And bro, I'm jumping back to the Boston plane incident just for a moment. Oh, we had a lot of different texts and a lot of.
He's going 50.
I just wanted to point out to you this text message is.
She's for 100.
This is from Mr. Depp to you, correct?
Oh wow.
Yes, and this is on 5/25, the day after the Boston plane incident.
But she thinks that her
That's
time
correct,
and her
sorry.
word is more, and
he
is
said,
as
once
his.
again, I find myself in a place of shame and regret. Of course, I am sorry. I really don't know why or what happened, but I will never do it again. I want to get better for you and for me. I must. My illness somehow crept up and grabbed me. I can't do it again. I can't live like that again. I know you can't either. And I will for both of us, starting today. I love you. Again, I'm so sorry. So sorry. I love you and feel so bad for letting you down. Do you see that? I do. And was that the message that you testified to, that he gave you? Yes. All right, now I'm going to jump back to where we left off. We're up in January of 2015 on Danish Girl. You're filming.
Nah.
Is that correct?
Can't be doing that.
Yes, that would have been January 2015. Okay.
No one will watch.
Testimony from Isaac Baruch earlier about a telephone call.
I mean, no one watches anyways, but no one will watch.
Tell the jury and
Why would anyone
remember
watch a
that
sleep
was saying
stream?
on the
And I
call.
think you can't do that as well.
And you can give the back. I didn't mean to cut you off out of context. Go ahead.
Because technically you're not attending to stream.
The nature of the conversation was pleasant, friendly, fine, normal. And then Johnny stopped making sense with this. Like, he'd start a sentence and then trail off.
Vertical
and
bar.
confused when I would be confused. And,
Nice, dude. Vertical bar.
kind of increased pretty dramatically in a short amount of time. And I was in a hotel room in London speaking to him in Los Angeles. And the phone, what I assume, cut off. I thought it was a connection issue.
That was a waste of 12 points, wasn't it?
Walking into the bathroom to get something, and I was redialing him. And in the span of that short amount of time we had been disconnected, it was minutes, not even minutes. I called him back thinking the phone had been disconnected, and he answered, and he said, how could you tell me that? How could you say that to me? Who the fuck is he? Who the fuck is he? And he asked me that a few times, and I was so confused. I didn't understand what he was talking about. I expressed that to him. He says, who is the guy, the one in New York that you're fucking? And it was such a bizarre conversation because it had already started to feel like he was not making, it was almost as if he was confused by what sentence he had started by the time he got to the end of it. And then all of a sudden he tells me that I have just told him that I had a boyfriend or a lover in New York, and he's accusing me of having just told him about it, which was crazy to me. Not only was that not accurate, I would never have communicated with him like that. More or less called him on the phone to do it and then call him back and wonder what the connection issue was. It was just the most bizarre thing. But he was so worked up, incoherent, and accusing me of having had this conversation with him. Eventually the line drops out, and I spoke to the person who picked up the phone. Okay. And how did that end? I no longer spoke to Johnny. I probably can't say what the person told me. Are we talking about Isaac Baruch? Yes, okay. So without saying what he said, you had a brief conversation with Mr. Baruch, and that was the end of the call? I did. That was my understanding. Johnny was passed out. Hearsay. Okay. All right, January 25, 2015, Tokyo. Please tell, it's the premiere of Mordecai, correct? Did you accompany Mr. Depp to Tokyo for the premiere of Mordecai? I did. Please tell the jury about that trip. Well, I had just started to pick out the wedding dress right before that trip, and plans were moving for us to get married shortly after this trip. So we took this trip to promote his movie. I went with him. We got in an argument in the hotel room, and I said, I don't remember what I said to him, but I said something snotty to him that provoked him. It provoked him, and when I walked into the hallway, he grabbed me by the arm and slammed me up against the hallway wall, and I kind of struggled with him, tried to push him off of me, and I managed to get out of his grasp enough to take a few steps, and I kind of curved around and went into the closet. And by the time I made it into the closet, he had me by the hair, and I felt like he was just wailing on me, but really slapped me by the back of my head and kind of wrestled me down to the floor. I mean, it felt to me like I didn't even have a fair shot because I wasn't facing him or looking at him. I was walking away from him. Or else, I would have at this point even I would have tried to defend myself more, but I didn't. I kind of felt like it didn't see it coming, and he just wrestled me down to the ground. And I remember he was screaming at me. I mean, like really screaming, loud. And what I remember of that is trying to get up and him kind of wrestling me back down, and at one point put his knee on my back.
kind of like kneeling on my back. And I just had this like struggle with him. And I look at him and he's still got his glasses on. I just remember looking at him and thinking I was so, he just looked like he hadn't been through anything. You know, he still had his glasses on, sunglasses. And he was screaming at me that he hated me, that it was over, he didn't want to marry me. He was disgusted, he made this mistake, it was a big mistake, and everyone hated me. And I remember crying on the floor. Just, more than anything, I was heartbroken. I thought maybe he was serious. I thought maybe God, he doesn't love me. Maybe he really feels this way. I broke my heart. I broke my heart. I wanted to marry him so bad. This is the man I loved. You know, yes, it was awful at times, but I loved him. And what he was saying,
non-responsive.
what he was saying to me hurt just as bad as anything else. I just remember that he left me on the closet floor, and it's embarrassing. Or
I didn't pass.
It's embarrassing as it is to say.
Didn't pass.
I went up to him at some point. I don't know how much time had passed. He was sitting at the piano in the living room of the hotel room that we had. It's so. I know it may be hard to understand. It's hard for me to hear myself say, but I just wanted it to stop. I wanted things to just be okay. And I just sat next to him on the piano, and I just leaned my head on his shoulder, and it was, of course I was mad, and felt it was horrible what he'd done. But on the other hand, I wanted us to be okay. I could just put this other.
It's not tears, no. Unfortunately not.
I just kept going back on how much I love this person. So just,
come on, don't sniffle, you're cheating.
They come on and went to the premiere with him and walked around the carpet with him, and I remember in the car checking my phone obsessively for pictures because my dress was backlit. Of all times to have a backless dress. And then I was looking at pictures of the red carpet. It was surreal because I was checking for bruises and making sure that nothing, like there would be no marks on me, and we just looked like this other thing on this red carpet, and it was just, it was not like that. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the first one.
What? No way. Was it actually a tear?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the first one.
I'm sure it's hard to. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's not like that.
I didn't see anything, but maybe he's got like HD, dude. Enhance.
It's not like that. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the first one.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Non-responsive.
I saw it.
I'm going to take you to February. Non-responsive.
I'm sure it's hard to.
That's the first one.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the first one.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's not like that. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's
That's the
hard
first
to.
one.
I'm sure it's hard to.
Objection, non-responsive.
I saw it.
I'm going to take you to February, the next month, 2015, to your wedding. Can you please tell the jury about your wedding?
So we get married in Los Angeles. I get a sense that it was a wedding running around Los Angeles.
Can anyone
Getting married that day, and I remember.
Was that two?
And therapy.
That was two.
You know,
I don't think I'd be able to fake cry.
And I remember in Los Angeles.
I haven't tried though.
I get a sense that in Los Angeles. I get a sense that it was a wedding running around Los Angeles. I was getting married that day, and I remember.
Was that two?
Running around, getting therapy.
That was two.
You know, got ready, and Johnny and I met at the penthouses downtown, and I wore a white dress and a veil. I had bobby pins in my hair.
1.5.
And I walked out of that penthouse. I met with Johnny in the hallway, and I thought he looked so handsome, and he seemed happy, and I felt we were making the right decision. I was so looking forward to having this. I thought we get married and we'd have stability, safety. So I
need to go to the toilet.
We get into actually Johnny's car, and for the second time since I've known Johnny, he drove us in his truck. It was weird being in the car with him alone. You know, we didn't have that. And we drove to his mom's house, and a justice of the peace arrived, looking kind of surprised. And she married us in the living room of his mother's house, Betty Sue, with our families together. My best friend, my mom, his mom. We ate food with the kids. They were there, and we had a wonderful evening. And then got up and got on
the plane either the next morning or the day after, and flew to Johnny's Island. And we had.
I'll leave it on, but dude, I hope I don't miss anything. Alright, be right back. I need to go to the
For
toilet.
this 3-day wedding on his island with our close friends.
Turn off the turn off my webcam.
And we had these little houses built, like not tents, but not houses. These little for the guests. We had them built and designed on the island, and
houses.
We had people come out, and it was magic. I was marrying the love of my life. It was complicated, but I thought it was the love of my life. And we had our friends and family out, and we had this 3-day event. The first night of which was supposed to be he and I separate with our relative party, so me with the bridal party, and him with his fellas. The bridal party, we had planned to do a cuddle puddle, have mushrooms and drink wine, and have our own girl party separate. And then the next day have wedding festivities. We were going to be married around sunset, and on this beach, not the beach that Johnny had named for me, although I think we originally planned on having the ceremony on that beach, but it was changed at some point to the other beach, and we walked down the aisle, the beach aisle, and said our vows, and the sunset behind us, and we took pictures of our family, and we shot the bird, me and the middle finger, up at the paparazzi helicopter circling, or plane circling around us while we were on the altar, and we danced and celebrated. And then I left, I had to go work. When you say you left the island, you had to go to work. What were you working on that required that? I was filming The Danish Girl in London, which is the film that I had been in London for in January when Johnny was hallucinating on the phone with me. I was there doing kind of prep work for that film.
And what, if any, film was Mr. Depp going to at that point?
Well, the plan, why we did the wedding when we did it, is because he had always had this commitment to do Pirates 5. And he was going to shoot that in Australia, and I was going to shoot The Danish Girl. And I started The Danish Girl in early February, and he was going to fly out mid-February to Australia. So his movie was going to take the majority of the year, meaning until August. So maybe longer, so that the plan was to do it when we did it, so that we didn't have to wait until the fall of the following year. So shortly after I left, Johnny returned to Los Angeles, and then flew from Los Angeles on to Australia to shoot Pirates 5, excuse me.
Okay. And what was the plan for you when you finished with Danish Girl?
The plan was always for me to wrap on my movie and then come and join him in Australia, where he was filming Pirates 5.
Okay, and when approximately was that?
That was March
P5.
3rd.
March 3rd.
PlayStation 5.
You finished with Danish Girl?
I believe, I can't recall the exact date, but I believe it was around that time, yes.
I might play games at the same time.
Tell the jury, where did you fly to get to Australia? How long of a turnaround was it for you to get to Australia?
But I don't know how small the thing will be.
I could be mistaken on the exact amount of time, but I remember it's quite a distance from London. I was filming in London, he was filming in Australia. Effectively, you have to fly 12 hours, stop, get on a different plane and fly, I think, around the same amount of time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So when you arrived, before you finished wrapping with Danish Girl and were heading out shortly before, what, if any, communications did you and Mr. Depp have?
Well, at first it was great. Even though we were separated, it was so hard to leave right after you get married. Especially considering that in Johnny and I's relationship, it was always so much worse when I went away to work. That's when problems started. So that was hard, but we communicated pretty consistently, and it was positive until it started to change. And
Minecraft.
I got the sense that he thought I was sleeping with.
I might just play like a chill survival game.
Who was the actor you were filming with?
Eddie Redmayne.
Okay.
Of course, I was not. Not that it mattered, but I could do my best to build the accusations, and then they would kind of subside, and I thought things were okay. And one day, right before I'm supposed to fly to Australia, he
how would I?
The night before I'm supposed to leave to go to Australia, he calls me.
How would I rate this?
Apparently, I had a sense that the phone was ringing. I think I was in the shower at the time, but not much time had passed, and I get a knock on the door, and it was someone from the hotel that I was staying at. The hotel staff had been sent up to the room because
Objection calls for hearsay and speculation.
So don't tell what the staff said. What happened next?
Then I start communicating with Johnny.
And when you say started, I mean, was he on the phone? Did you call him? What happened here?
He called the room and then my cell phone, and then once I was on the cell phone, he was accusing me of not being in my room, so he called the room, and I had to prove that I was in the room because by answering the phone. And we had a lengthy kind of circular conversation about where I was and why I didn't answer the phone. Why I didn't answer the phone immediately. He didn't sound like he was connected to reality. It just didn't seem like, to me, it seemed like a previous pattern. I was unsure what he was because he was right in front of me, but he was accusing me of what it seemed like is having, I guess, an affair or a reason to not be in the room that I got a sense from him was, cheating or, that I was hiding something. Why I wasn't answering the phone, and hence why I got the knock on the door. That was right before I left.
So before you headed to Australia, what, if any, requests did you make of Mr. Depp for him to get you MDMA?
That's ridiculous.
Why is that ridiculous?
Because I would never, since that time I learned my lesson the hard way on the plane to Russia, I would never do MDMA with him.
Oh, she's overselling it.
Asking for a problem in that case like that, I would never do that.
Okay. That's not how it
So
works.
you flew to Australia and met with Mr. Depp, right? And I'm going to, can we pull up defendants 1809? And Your Honor, these are some of the pictures that Mr. King, you may recall, was testifying earlier, said he had on his phone, and then those were given, so
I don't have these, is what you're saying. Okay, that's fine. 1809?
I'm just going to show you a few pictures. And, do you recognize, I realize you didn't take this photo. I'm going to move the admission of it, though, Your Honor.
Objection 1809? Thank you. All right, 1809 in evidence.
And let me.
Nice. It's not
On
working.
the other side, trying to give them the strangeness of this. Can I put you on?
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Trying to multitask it.
I do. And could you tell the jury what this is? That is the driveway leading up to the house that Johnny was renting while shooting Pirates 5. Okay. And then I'm going to...
So these speed runs.
Try to make this a little faster. I'm going to go 1810. Mr. Brown, do you have a series of photos? If you want to show count what they are, maybe we can get it all together, and then you could just go on with your questions. Yes, in fact. And these are all I will represent. Ones that we got from Mr. King. All right, if you want to take a look at them. And if I make this approach, I'll give you the whole stack. Okay, that's fine.
It is. Guys, I'm just gonna go and say, guys, this is the nail in the coffin. I'm sorry, chat. It's over for Deva. Because they have the road. Now you can tell it's over.
They have the road? What?
In there? When I was pulling up to the house, I saw kangaroos as well. This was a pretty big driveway.
Multitasking, dude. Gaming, bro.
But make sure you look through them all, too. I just want to make sure. I'll read them to the record once you've looked through them all. And then...
That is a kangaroo. She's not wrong. There's 2 of them, these suckers. That's 2 kangaroos. That's pretty sick. Now it's indefensible.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no objection to these photos.
So we'll enter into evidence defendants 1804, 1805,
That Australia is just kangaroos.
1807, 1808, 1810, 1811.
Do you want to put it on Minecraft?
1815.
Is that... Should I be on Minecraft category or just chatting category now? That is confusing.
1821, 1825, 1827, 1828,
Bingo.
1829,
Stop.
1830,
Bingo, I called it.
1831, 1834, 1835,
Yo, my PC can't handle this, can it? Let's see.
1840, 1841, and 1842.
Oh my god.
I want to make sure more Lisa.
Yes, that's value for a second, $5.
So as long as you're just going to be referencing those photos, we'll keep on. We're going to keep on. Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it. Okay. Whose home was this in Australia? It was I think like a well-known sportsman, racing cars or something.
What kind of spawn is this, dude?
Let's say, so if you can pull up 1810.
1810?
2 FPS Minecraft.
Yes, that.
Alright, it was stabilized. There we go.
And then let's go, Michelle, if you can pull up 1811.
Dude, this is such a bad spawn.
And let's go to 1812.
1112?
And that's a view from the living room. It opened into a lagoon.
12.
Oh, dude.
Nice, home, holy.
Look at 1813.
12 and 13? Your time's out. Let me, I'm gonna mod it for a little bit.
I guess that's just another view, a little over of the swimming pool, correct? Yes, okay. And then let's do one more, 1814.
1314, give me.
This is inside the house? Yes. Okay. And if you can look to the back here where I've got I'm making some
What did I look
things
at?
back there. That's the kitchen. Okay, this is the dining room, and this is on the main level. What we're looking at is the dining room table on the main level with the kitchen in the background. Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to ask you to take this jury through your experience with what happened in Australia once you arrived there.
Happiness, okay?
Well, I was...
Is there an in-game timer for Minecraft at the end of the game?
And then in transit, I stopped in Dubai and spoke to him too. So I was a little nervous. But
I'm sure there is.
Then he wanted me to come. So I missed my wife at the end of the phone call that we had in the airport. I called him from Dubai. And he said, I miss my wife. I felt okay. Safe to, and I miss him so much. That's all I wanted to do is see my new husband. I flew in, I arrived early. I walked into the bedroom. I was so excited to see him. And he was so lucky he lost a ton of weight. So
was that good or bad?
I just knew something was up. And he kind of quickly, kissed me and kind of, we had some interaction. It was brief. He was leaving to go work. He had to work that day. But then after the plan was he would come back, which he did in the evening, and then he was supposed to have a 3-day long weekend. So he comes back that evening, and the chef had kind of prepared some things for the fridge, mashed potatoes, I think spinach as well. There's some steaks in the fridge, but he kind of prepped some of the sides. And I was looking forward to having this kind of, our style at-home date. We've just been, we've been married a couple weeks, seen each other for basically a month after being married. And I start dinner and happy to see him. And at some point early in that evening, he pulls out a bag of MDMA. I asked him what it was, and he told me it was MDMA. And I was surprised because at the time, that was, there was no question mark as to how I would respond to that. Why would you
Thanks, man.
That's okay? He'd already gotten sober.
Can you change the game to Minecraft as well, please?
He was drinking Bex. I think at some point he did have wine on the island, but it wasn't an issue. Right? Just moved ahead. So I was surprised that he would even pull out this bag and, well, frankly, not hide it from me. And he kind of seemed to suggest that we should do it together. And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I just got here. I want to see you.
What was this talking about MDMA?
It was the exact opposite of
Thanks.
what I expected and what I wanted. And
I still don't know what this stuff is, by the way.
This to be something I participated with him.
It's a new block.
If you
Coppers, right?
At that point, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And
what do you do with copper?
He drinks in front of me at first. I think it was like a Malbec or wine or something. And I remember we hadn't, like, it kind of started an argument.
It's inconsistent because...
And that was upstairs in that room that we just looked at a picture of, by the sunflowers. That's more or less where we were standing, just close to the kitchen. And we get in an argument, and I shove past him, just stomp off.
Shrooms at the tent fire turned bad.
We had an argument about
then shrooms at the wedding, that's okay.
Walking out of this, and in my
MDMA
head,
in the plane goes bad.
I actually wasn't thinking of leaving
MDMA,
yet, but
then bad again.
that would
How does that make sense?
be going through my mind.
Bro, it doesn't run.
Brief interaction, and I don't
My computer can't handle it,
remember the
dude.
exact sequence of things. I wish I did. I have a lot of flashes. It gets a little bit more confusing from my ability to recall everything in a linear way a little later on as things got crazier. But for this part, the first night, what I distinctly remember is at one point
Maybe I'll play
I got very
116.1
far,
instead.
Back into the room, but when he shoved me, I went flying across these parakeet floors. I mean, just skidding across these floors. And I remember thinking it just looked so easy for him to throw me around like that. I just feel screeching my skin against this like beautiful wooden floor. And we had another argument.
I think I'll play 116.1 because it's got
it was just kind of
optimized
on off sort of thing.
performance.
That I remember eventually in this interaction, he shoves me up against the fridge. He has me by the throat, and he just was holding me there by my throat. And I wondered if it was.
If anyone would run it, yeah, for sure.
My recollection hadn't been that long.
I need to go back. I still haven't managed to sort that out yet.
Just kind of bashing me against the wall next to the fridge. I'm kind of moving in that area, and at some point, I'm in his face. And I don't know if he had let go of my neck or
I kind of just ditched uni.
Screaming at him, screaming at me. I got my hand free when he tried to grab me when I walked off. I stormed off. I slammed the door upstairs. I don't know if it was in that instance or if it was in a later one that I eventually barricaded the door. I couldn't. It wouldn't stop him from coming in. He could come in the other doors. There's plenty of the back door, there's patio, but at least I hear it. And this is March 2015. By this time, I'm being medicated by his doctors, giving me anti-anxiety meds, giving me, had already tried to give me antidepressants. They didn't work for obvious reasons. I hope. I wasn't sleeping. I had
Obvious reasons, I hope. What?
I needed to sleep, but my ability to do so was really, really compromised at this point. And I kept thinking that
you should hope.
I just wanted to hear him or know if he came in.
Might corrupt the world. Let's see.
For what was going to come in with him.
I know what I'm doing,
I
dude.
go back
YOLO.
downstairs. I don't really know at what point I gave up and stayed behind my barricaded door, but I managed to go to sleep. I took some sleeping pills. I woke up, and when I came downstairs, he was still up. He confirmed when I asked him that he had not slept. He had not eaten, so I tried to get him to eat.
Something in my eye or something.
We get in an argument. He was accusing me of Eddie Redmayne. And by this point, he thought I was working with Billy Bob Thornton on the movie I just shot, but I had already worked with him a year earlier. He was very upset.
See, is the word corrupted? Yo, it's completely different.
In London, my co-star, he had done that movie a year prior. Who was that? It was Billy Bob Thornton, Jim Sturgis, and
Yo, big brain.
He was upset about.
And let me just stop you for a moment. Have you seen Mr. Depp take any drugs by this point?
Oh yeah, sorry if I left that out. That when we had the argument about the EMA, he suggested to me that it wasn't on the no-fly list, like it wasn't on the no list. That was his argument. That was his defense. Like this isn't.
It is running way better though.
Over and over again, Johnny told me I wasn't the reason he was getting sober, but I was the reason he was staying sober. I saved his life and all this stuff. And it wasn't like it was my job to police him, but I kind of ended up being in that situation. It seemed like in his mind, when he would express that to me. So he took a handful of pills, and I didn't count how many. But when I came back downstairs, I did the math on the amount that was left. And I think it was either 8 or 10. I can't recall this now.
Handful? That's insane, dude. That's cat, bro.
I remember we had a conversation.
What's it called?
So I remember saying.
Hearsay, bro.
8 or 10. That's like what? Like 1.2 grams.
Bags, I think it's what he took.
This rabbit is juking me. Dude, didn't even give me meat.
He confirmed that he took that amount and that he could take that amount. And what amount? At this point, there were 10.
Yo, let's go over this.
Just stop. No, absolutely no shots. Absolutely not.
Second day. This is the second day. This is after I've fallen asleep for the night in the room upstairs. Come back downstairs. He was still awake.
Assuming the capsules would be like 125 at least till 200 milligrams of positive.
He was accusing me of not liking his sister.
We're talking about up until 2 grams.
About the wedding. I was trying to.
That's insane.
That fire, as you will. I was trying to say, no. First of all, I'm not filming with Billy Bob. No, I wasn't filming with Jim Sturgis. Yes, I filmed with Eddie Redmayne, but he's a lovely gentleman. I should hear say. And then when he came up with his sister, he.
Tolerance. Stop.
Was accusing me of having this animosity with Christy. I tried to defend myself, explaining why her and I had kind of become cold to one another. I don't know how else to describe it because we never had any sort of direct interaction that was negative.
Take this, actually.
We never had any sort of confrontation or anything, but I did my best to explain to him what I could answer to that accusation. And at one point he, I mentioned that.
Replanting. How nice.
He that phone call, picks up the phone and calls his agent. I don't know why, still to this day. He calls a few people. I don't know who's on the other line. I just heard his side of it, and he's screaming at them. I got a sense that it was money. He felt people had been stealing money from him, and that the studio had been ripping him off, and that he was calling himself like a whore. He'd been horrible. It seemed like he was upset, but I did not. At this point, this is in the early evening. It was before the sun went down on the second day. I remember he took the phone at one point and called my divorce attorney. I had at some point prior to this got a divorce attorney, or not a divorce attorney, a domestic relations attorney to do a post-nup because we got married in February. There was never any mention or talk from Johnny about a prenup, but I had interactions with his sister, and so I thought, okay, I'll get a lawyer and let's do.
I got wrecked.
Found out about that, or when I reminded him of that in Australia, he went outside and called my divorce attorney and fired her
and said the only way out of this was death. Again. And I heard that already at this point, March 2015, probably 25 times. So he's screaming at her. He calls his agents. I hear him talking incoherently to
civilians right there.
my lawyer and his agent. He comes back inside, and I genuinely didn't know if he was still mad at me or if it was about me at all. I didn't know. It didn't seem like it was.
Will the golem remember me? Hopefully not.
At some point shortly after that, I have been saying to John, "You need to sleep. Let's sleep dinner, baby. Let's relax. Please, like, calm down." In my head, I was thinking that it would genuinely change if he just got some sleep. He needed to sleep it off. He needed to come down off the drugs. Clearly, the combination of what he had taken pill-wise with whatever else he was hiding from me was not good. I had recognized that sort of delusion. I recognized
I might have lost
attached
stuff
to reality rage.
with the
I recognized
cactus.
the patterns of those kind of loops where he's yelling about things that aren't even being discussed or talked about. I knew already that he just needed to sleep it off, clean up, sober up. And I thought we could. I remember I went to the fridge. I got out the steak so that they would, be ready to cook. And I got out some of the food I was going to put together for dinner. I went upstairs. I don't know if I came back to my nightgown at that point or if that was shortly after, but the next thing I remember is coming downstairs and looking for him. We had an interaction that I can't really describe. It didn't make any sense to me. It was just belligerent, throwing things, screaming at me. And I realized I was back on the chopping block. I realized it was back. I realized that the arrows were pointed at me again. And I tried to defend myself. I was explaining, trying to say that. What you want to say? The truth of the matter. She hasn't even said that. But try not to say what you're saying unless it needs context.
She's getting objected too many times, like letting her off.
I don't know how to describe to you because it wasn't making sense. It wasn't making sense. I don't know how the immediate next stream of the next part of the violence actually even initiated. But again, he has me up against the wall, and I remember this time he slams me up against the wall hard, and I hit my head hard. And this is a wall next to the.
Her descriptive of the severity of things is, I think.
I remember there were these cooling fridges and
subject to interpretation, to say the least.
Being slammed up against those. I remember pushing off of me. I remember the name calling, the whore, the slut, the fat ass. I remember a lot of name calling.
Okay.
I said,
had he been drinking by this time?
He was drinking. Speculation leading.
And when it's her, it's slammed, crushed, shoved.
By this time. Well, I'd already seen him.
But it's her doing it.
Right in front of me, took a big swig,
tapping,
upstairs, right
gently pushing,
in the gesture
nicely hitting.
Right at me, and
Nicely hitting, like.
Brushing through, brushing.
Right in my face to make a point. And then when I came downstairs, he was drinking from the bottle. I don't know what kind of liquor. I remember there was another bottle open, and I was wondering why he was drinking both. But at some point, he had me up against the wall next to the cooling fridges, and I remember slamming my head up against the thing. He had me by the neck, squeezing my neck, and it got really nasty. It went from like, oh, no one likes you, everyone warned me about you. That's what it was. He started to tell me that everyone.
The cats kill rabbits. Damn, I don't know.
And that he wished he had never married me, he wished he had never met me. No one liked me. It sounds childish, but I remember feeling really hurt. And then at some point, I shoved him hard to get him off me, and he shoved me back, and he said, "Do you want to go, little girl?"
What?
That, I couldn't, as I sit here today, tell you if that happened before he choked me up against the wall. But at some point, I am in a struggle with him where I'm holding his shirt lapel, and he kind of just flings me, for lack of a better way to describe it, throws me across the room. I land on a games table, like a ping pong table. And I don't know if I was holding on to him or if he.
Throw it across the room, dude.
Sends her flying, flings her across rooms.
And he was just whacking me in the face.
How, dude?
We struggle on the games table. I don't know.
Got superpowers aside.
I don't know how we get up. I don't know if he pulls me up. I wish I could tell you, but we were in this struggle down in this games room by the bar, and we had this conversation about the drinking, or argument about the drinking, and he holds up this bottle to me, and. I'm saying, did you drink this whole thing? Something stupid, focusing on this detail, and he is telling me that I can't control him anymore, and that if I really wanted to, try, take it. And then he's like taunting me to take the bottle from him. If I really want him to suffer. No. Why don't I take it from him? Go on.
I put it on the buffer.
And I'm gesturing the bottle towards me, and he does that 2 or 3 times. I reach for it. And
okay. This is about the bowl.
And he's holding out the bottle. It's like maybe the 3rd time or so I get a hold of it.
I need to give chats to the tab.
I pick it up and I slam it down on the ground right in between us.
I'm looking.
There's a tile floor, a white tile floor. And I smashed the bottle on the floor. And that really set him off. So stupid. Sorry. It was like a light bulb switch went off. And he started screaming. I don't know if he backed into me.
So she smashed on the floor, but how did it cut his hand?
Down to the ground. I remember by the time I picked myself off the floor, I stand up. He's got a bottle in his hand. And he threw it at me. It missed, thankfully, but I kind of pulled myself back into the bar area. I don't know how much time passed, but at some point he had a broken bottle up against my face, neck area, and my jawline, and he told me to carve up my face. I don't know at what point in the evening. I couldn't tell you what sequence-wise when that happened, but it was terrifying. It wasn't the first time he said that to me in the plane as well.
5 head strats right
the
there.
time he was holding a broken bottle to me. I honestly don't remember if I threw me in his direction. I don't think I did. I just remember
Oh, come
him
on.
having me by the nightgown. I remember him throwing me around. I'm flailing. This is after there were some bottles broken on the floor. I think this is actually after, again, forgive me, I wish I could remember the sequence, but it's flashes.
Oh, please!
He's throwing these bottles at me. I remember retreating. There were also cans, like soda cans, beer or soda cans, and they're coming at me one after the other, and I keep pulling myself into the bar area. There's a bar behind me, and like I don't know what
That's all I heard, dude. I don't know which
he's
one he said.
Surrounded by bar on 3 sides with him in front of me, ish, kind of front, off to the left, and he's throwing these bottles one after the other, and
Oh,
I can feel the
bottles.
behind me.
What is
I
it?
remember feeling one of them go by my head really fast. I mean, a real velocity. I remember being terrified. I remember I couldn't move. I couldn't go anywhere. I eventually was trying to. I ran out of things to throw. I think that's how I moved myself towards the exit. And I believe that's most likely when we got kind of in this struggle by the bar area. Because I remember my feet slipping on the tile as he was slamming me from the wall to the countertop.
In the glass.
At one point, he has me up against the wall and he's punching the wall. He had my nightgown and it kind of ripped it off my chest. I remember at one point he's teasing me, taunting me that he has my breast in his hand.
In the glass.
My nightgown came completely off. It was ripped off of me. So I was naked and slipping around on this tile and trying to get my footing. And I remember slipping on this tile of glass was underneath me, and I remember just trying to get my footing. I felt really destabilized and felt vulnerable and naked. He's flinging me around, and at some point, I'm up against the wall, and he's screaming at me that he hates me, that I ruined his life. I remember I ruined his life over and over. And he starts punching the wall next to my head, holding me by the neck. I get free from him. I just kind of step back from him, and it's like his energy shifted to the phone. There's a wall-mounted phone on the wall next to where my head was, and he went from punching the wall to like realizing there's a phone there, and he picked up the phone and he was screaming. He's like at the top of his lungs, screaming, "I fucking hate you! I fucking hate you! You ruined my fucking life!" And screaming at the top of his lungs, he picks up the phone and starts bashing the phone against the wall where I was being held. And I remember kind of having some distance on what was happening and watching him do this, and it was like his energy had shifted, and I was at the phone all of a sudden. And he was just over and over again, smashing his phone into the wall, over and over again, screaming at me. I was watching the phone, taking his hand back, it was just breaking into pieces. I remember thinking this phone was disappearing, smashing it to smithereens, just going into the wall. And at some point, he's on top of me, no phone, screaming the same thing. "I fucking hate you. You ruined my fucking life." I'm on the countertop. He had me by the neck, and he felt like he was on top of me. And I'm looking at him in his eyes. And I don't see him anymore. I don't see him anymore. It wasn't him. It was black. I've never been so scared in my life. It was black. I couldn't see him.
It was black.
And he was looking
Oh.
at me, and I was trying to get through to him. I was trying to
What?
to him in some way.
His eyes?
I was trying to get through to Johnny. And I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him at all. And my head was bashing against the back of the bar, and I couldn't breathe.
Oh, I'm guessing she's
I was slipping on glass, and I
like
was slipping, arms were slipping
KO'd or
I was
something.
trying to get up so I could breathe. So I could tell him that it was really hurting me. I didn't think he knew what he was doing.
Hello? Why ain't I
I don't know
TP?
how. It's okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. I don't.
What's going on there? Why can't I TP? Is it just lag?
I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get through him. I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up. I don't know how that ended. I don't know how. I don't know what happened next. I don't know. The next thing I remember, I was bent over backwards on the bar, meaning my chest was up. I was staring at the
Maybe it is broken.
My chest was on this. My back was on the countertop, and I thought he was punching me. I was sorry. I felt this pressure. The only people know that.
It's not working.
I just saw his arm. I could feel his arm moving, and it looked like he was punching me. But I could just feel his pressure. It was like kind of hitting him. It didn't feel pain. It was just a pressure on my pubic bone, and I don't know. I don't remember what he said. I just
Yeah, you can tell he's thinking like,
I
dude,
remember looking around the room,
this is just waffle. It's not true.
looking at all the broken bottles.
Well, that's what it seemed like from his body language a little
I
bit.
remember that it's just not me in the room.
It's not letting me TP.
Because I didn't know if it was broken. I didn't know if the bottle that he had inside me was broken. I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel it. I didn't feel pain. I didn't feel anything. Just I couldn't remember wanting it. I didn't even look around and see so much broken glass that I didn't know if he would know. If he would know. I didn't know if he would know.
I think I broke the world, dude.
Please, God, please. I hope it's not broken.
What?
I don't know how that ended. I don't know how I just remember it being in the bathroom. I remember retching. I remember the sound my voice was making. I remember I lost control of my bladder. I remember
Sag.
retching. I remember there was blood on the floor. I got up.
Damn.
At some point. I don't know how that night ended.
Oh, come on!
I don't remember what happened.
What?
I remember I have a memory of him begging me not to leave. I remember
Come
going
on!
outside the front door. I remember him coming out to the front area, but I don't remember if that was before or after this. I don't remember. I just have that memory. I remember taking a bunch of sleeping pills. Not a bunch, like 2, which is a lot.
3 times in one story. On the one detail,
She don't remember.
I don't remember falling asleep. I know I fell asleep because I woke up the next day.
All the bodily movement and transitions
I assume it was
limited
sleeping.
all 4 door.
I could hear him downstairs. I could
Shiva
hear
Guru.
Marilyn Manson. Music, not in person. I could hear the music. Maybe he said it was Marilyn, or maybe I could recognize it. I don't remember, but I became aware of it. That's what I was hearing. It was blaring.
I became aware, I don't remember. How does that make sense?
Obvious to me when I walked downstairs. He was still up. He didn't go to sleep again. I walked downstairs and I saw this brown on the walls going downstairs.
Huh?
And the brown on the walls became
Brown?
clear, like it became clear, like lettering.
Oh.
And then it was obvious it was dried blood.
Oh.
He had written down this. We had a spiral staircase, like white cream walls. There was
Dried blood
on
brown.
the carpet. I could see blood drips. I thought it was from my arms or feet, but it was drips. So that plus the wall writing, I saw this brown letters on the wall, and then realized that he was trying that it was meant to be a message, but it was incoherent. I saw what looked like my name, but I really couldn't make out most of the rest of the message. Walking down the stairs.
Guys, this is not even in line with the butler's testimony of the guy who cleaned it up.
Surreal. I went down to the main level where my painting studio was, and I had some canvases out. It was in the living room area. And by the time I got down to the bottom of the stairs, the dry blood had been kind of taken over by paint. It was blue, navy blue paint, and then brown paint. And then it was, on the walls, on the lampshades, pillowcases of the sofa cushions. There was blood in the painting studio. The paint, my canvases had been covered with what looked like just brown, blue, green, red mess. It was just a mess. It was a painting that had, a painting that the owners had that had, like a giant penis on it, and some other things. There was a table overturned, a bunch of broken glass on that floor. I walked downstairs where I heard the music coming from, and that's where I found him, blaring this music. He was in the study, which is by the bar games table area off to the side, and it was just glass and blood and broken window, and just it looked like a mess. The table was collapsed, and I walked into the study. There was a couple unbroken empty bottles. I remember wondering where they came from. Then he just wasn't there anymore. He wasn't there. It wasn't Johnny. He was sitting at the office desk. He had his hand wrapped in this like rags, bandana rags, and I think he took them down or somehow showed me. He said, "Look what you made me do. I did this for you," something to that effect. And
wow, she remembers that.
I kind of put together, it was covered in paint, and I put together that's like he was using his finger. I quickly became aware that that's what he was using as a paintbrush, even though there was lots of paintbrushes around. And we didn't have any sort of like coherent conversation, as you can imagine. I figured out he was missing a finger and kind of held it out.
Can
and
you?
I said, "What did you do? What did you do?" And I realized in my head that there had been
Right.
many hours.
I want to eat a spider eye to die.
Assuming that was what happened with the phone.
Wait, will I die? I might actually die.
I knew
Oh,
it had been too long that he'd had this blood, that he was bleeding, and I said, "I'm going to call him if you don't call Jerry now." I still don't recall which of us called Jerry Judge, his security. At some point we went upstairs. He came upstairs,
brown.
but he went up to the third
I guess
floor.
blood
while I
is
was in
brown
the
when it's
floor,
dry.
The entry level floor.
I mean, I wouldn't
He gave him
know.
a cup of coffee because he was demanding more Red Bull.
I've
And
never bled in my
I was thinking,
life.
that's probably not a good idea. I don't know why coffee would be so much better, but in my head it was. I thought maybe, I don't know, sober him up, or I don't know, the help was coming though, and I remember making
Poison
coffee.
don't
as soon
kill
as
you,
I
yeah.
He's
drawing blood everywhere for hours, apparently.
It was like back to square one.
He's bandaged up.
Shortly after that, security
And you think
arrives.
it's time for coffee?
I don't know how long, maybe a few seconds or minutes went by, not long, but Johnny finds them walking out of the front door, and they were trying to figure out what was going on, and as they were kind of looking at him and trying to figure out what the heck was going on, Johnny took his penis out of his pants and started trying to pee or peeing outside the house, saying that he had more messages for me, and this was in front of security, and they kind of just like looked at each other and looked at him and kind of not laughed, but kind of half, played it off and corralled him. It was how it looked. It looked like corralling a wild animal back into the house with, with his penis still out of his pants, peeing or trying to pee. That's what he was indicating. And he went to the wall of the house, and I remember standing at the wall trying to.
Is it going to call the hospital? Is it going to ask for things?
More information from me.
Is she going to ask if there's a medical thing happening? Is she going to ask where the blood is from?
It made no sense.
Is anything going to happen? It's her new husband.
Jerry Judge, his security, and one of the nurses, shortly after, I think they put me in the theater room, but shortly after I remember talking to one of the nurses, who was trying to give me drugs to sedate me.
What?
Trying to give her drugs to sedate me. Keep going. And I just remember crying and rejecting what they were trying to give me and fighting with them about how much they were trying to give me. I felt like I needed to figure out what was happening with my life, what was happening to Johnny. I didn't know he was okay. I didn't know. I actually had no idea. Like
there's blood on the walls,
something. die from, if anything, just the drugs and alcohol. I mean,
What about the blood, though? What about the blood?
I didn't, you know, I just remember being scared and being in this theater room, this dark
There's a
theater
book
room.
up on the
What the
walls.
heck was going on?
Nah, the drugs, though. The drugs,
And
though.
I eventually was taken up to my room by one of the nurses, and I'm sorry, Debbie, and or suggesting I go up to my room. I went up to my room, and I took a quarter of what she was trying to get me to take, and I eventually fell asleep.
There's like some life. That's happening.
I came back downstairs.
And this guy's playing the Sims with her. Go
to
there.
look for my phone,
Cook coffee.
which Johnny had picked
Sleep.
up before
Go bathroom.
security came in.
Go sleep.
Picked up my phone.
What?
And said, we're going to get to the bottom of this. And he wasn't making any sense at the time. Understandably, just different. Nothing made sense. But he picked up my phone and was saying, we're going to get to the, I'm going to prove this. We're going to get to this. We're going to get to the proof of this. Something to that effect. I don't remember his exact words. And he pushed record.
I
I
got
didn't
both.
actually at the time
Wait, what?
think that he had done that. I had no idea. But I did know that I didn't have my phone when I woke up and went downstairs to get it. It was dead. It was sitting out on the dining room table by where Jerry Judge was sitting. Jerry Judge was on the phone and talked to me. And I went back up to Dad, took more of this sedative, and fell asleep. And then I think the next day, I went to the closet and took out the clothes that he hadn't painted on. I guess when he went back upstairs, he had just like it looked like what he had done is dip his hand in a bucket of paint and just wiped it on my clothes. And he picked up another portion of my clothes and put them in the bathtub. And I don't know if he added paint or if he just had touched them with paint. It was this ugly navy blue brown paint. I packed what was packable, what hadn't been destroyed, and eventually left Australia with Ben King, who you met.
Where are all the details? This is more details. Did you see
Stop
over
you there because I want to ask you some more questions about those 3 days, and then we can talk about Ben King and going home.
Why are we moving forward? So backwards. What are the
Do you
details?
recall what bottle Mr. Depp was drinking from and then had that back and forth with you and you threw on the ground?
Objection, Your Honor, compound, leading.
Sustained. Do you recall what the bottle was? No, I don't.
Coffee on me.
Do you recall whether it was wine or liquor? It was liquor. The wine was upstairs. Do you recall what color, it was? I believe it was white, clear, but I can't be certain. I think it was clear. Do you remember whether it had a handle on it?
White?
No, it was a normal bottle. Like I remember because he was holding it like this and gestured to me to take it. And I did try to reach for the bottle. It was a normal size, but for life, I can't remember what brand.
Okay.
Four-door
When
classic.
you woke up that third morning and came out of your room, what, if any, food did you see?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, of course you did.
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Overruled. There was mashed potatoes
That's
smeared all
literally-
over the bedroom door,
that's
on
literally
the
legal.
wall, in various places. But I remember opening the door, being confused at first as to what it was. That little like specks of green in it, I assumed to be spinach. And throughout the house, there was food rubbed in
That's
places,
not- no, it's just obvious, though.
countertops, walls, door, as I mentioned. And later that evening, I found the raw meat that I had left out, the steak, all over the house, or pieces of it. It was cut up, and he
Wait a minute.
ripped my nightgown into pieces, into shreds, and wrapped the meat up, like wrapped the steak pieces up with my nightgown. It was this really beautiful burgundy silk nightgown that had this black lace trim. I ironically got it from Dr. Kipper for a wedding gift. And it was wrapped. I found it. I continued to find it throughout the rest of the time that I was in the house in Australia. There was pieces of it in the microwave, pieces of it in the produce store, in the closet drawer. Just raw meat wrapped up in my nightgown, as well as the smeared food on the walls. It was bizarre.
What, if anything, do you recall sitting on any mirrors?
Oh, he had written on the bathroom mirrors in the bedroom, and I believe there was another mirror. I just don't recall which bathroom it was in. I suppose it was the one that I went to, which is on the very bottom level, where I was.
It's clever pigs, man.
I think it was in that.
Go into the water.
That he also wrote on that mirror as well.
What, if anything, do you recall?
And paint.
What, if anything, do you recall of the lampshades being written?
That's also leading.
So he wrote on messages to me, things to the effect of "go get her."
Five-head pig, literally. Yeah, I don't think that's alcohol if it's white.
But calling me
Yikes.
easy, calling me a slut, calling me, like just things about.
Because she knows the lampshade. She didn't talk about it. Lampshade's far away. It's entirely out. Then she talked about, oh, what about the lampshade?
He was just.
She's leading the witness to the lampshade, even though they weren't there. What are you talking about?
Chats don't bleed.
And you can tell because it dries like in this ugly brown color. He wrote on the walls going down the stairs. Like it took. In fact, you could see where it looked like he run out of blood because the messages became the markings became clearly letters, and the letters.
Wow, she added that detail afterwards.
I could see where he had clearly run out of blood or wasn't bleeding enough, and went
Like,
out paint. And then
why does that matter?
You could see where he went back with it. Same with the mirrors. I could see where all the dried blood was, and then I could see a different set of markings, paint and some other material.
She's trying to
So going back
oversell
to
it.
the time in the bar, and I know this is very painful.
So
Do
much
you
memory
recall
for detail.
What Mr. Depp was saying to you when he had the bottle and was pushing it against your pubic bone?
He said, fucking kill me. I'll fucking kill you. He said it to me over and over again. He said, I'll fucking kill you.
Did you bleed from the vagina as well?
I did.
And did you experience any pain later?
I wasn't thinking about that. I was heartbroken. Eventually, I realized that I could be hurt because I was bleeding. But I convinced myself it wasn't broken and that the bottle wasn't broken or else it would be a lot worse. And the discomfort I was feeling afterwards, just pale and lazy, how scared, shocked I was. I'm scared. I just married this man. I just married him.
And forgive me for asking this, but I need to just make sure the record's clear. You were penetrated up the vagina into the pubic bone, is that correct?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Sustained. What, if any, penetration was there in your vagina? so sorry to do that. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Lawyer person, come on. Come on.
Johnny had the bottle inside me. It was
That's a bit.
inside me over and over again.
Did you experience any cuts on other parts of your body?
My forearms were cut. My bottoms of my feet were sliced up pretty good.
Did you have any other bruising?
Wait, but where's the blood?
I had bruises across my jaw, I suppose, from one of the many times he clocked me in the face downstairs.
Isn't it leading though?
Then where's the blood then?
I don't get this. Like
I think I
when
just
they
did-
say objection, leading, objection,
anything.
whatever.
Anything else?
Technically, it's
Medical
leading.
records?
No?
Pictures? Testimony of the butler on the plane?
Hello. Nice.
She's on the plane. Her
Let's go
arms
to,
look redded. With
18.
mini stuff. Not glass cuts.
10. Well, actually, let's go to 18, 15.
Show cuts. I think they're gonna show evidence. Hopefully, surely.
Is this the game table?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And
Give me.
based on your testimony, is this where you were? Are you on top of this table?
Yeah, that he briefly got on top of me. And was pushing on my throat, actually, at some point when I was on the table. I had forgotten about that. And
Oh, he's opening the other stream. That's why it's like echoey.
after a lot of the stuff was cleaned up, because it didn't look quite like this.
Okay. And did the table collapse?
Yes, it did. Objection, Your Honor, leading. Sustained.
What, if anything, happened to the table?
The table collapsed underneath me when Johnny threw me into it, got on top of me, or fell on top of me. I honestly don't know which one.
We could look at 18, 16, please.
16?
Do you recognize this? What the victim in this picture?
Give me a piece of feed. Give me a piece of feed.
Yes.
What is it? Collapsing?
No, we don't have it on either.
It looks like the bottles that were by Johnny on the desk when it came down that last morning. It's still up.
It's not
Still
it.
bleeding.
If we could go to defendants 18, 17.
16. What does that show? I don't, this is
The
the thing.
bottle shape. The bottle shape.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I don't, I have not. Your Honor, I had used. Is there a question?
Okay. What more do you recall?
Sorry, it took me a minute to respond because
Oh, sorry, there's some, yeah, someone doesn't have juice.
it's hard. It took me a minute to respond because I had not remembered seeing the bottle that Johnny was using on me. I didn't have memory of seeing it.
Guys, the audio's like it's not
And this picture, I wasn't aware of until just the other day, yesterday, the day before. And I felt my stomach tighten up. Like I was getting sick when I saw it. Because even though I didn't remember seeing the bottle, what I had remembered is the pressure. Like something square, which is why I thought he was punching me.
It's not my bug, it's that's true.
Because I was feeling square. There's something firm hitting me, like cutting up against my pubic bone. Over and over again. I felt that pressure against my bone. It felt like a flat surface. But I realized it was an object. Or a bottle.
Like you wouldn't be looking around to everyone as well. Like
His arm, I could see his arm. He was holding me down, saying.
she's
he was
like
holding me like I hurt. You know, his arm was punching
We
me.
can try this.
telling
I hadn't seen
everyone.
his bottle.
I don't know.
I was feeling square. Hitting, like butting up against my pubic bone. Over and over again. I felt that pressure.
At least I'm in the never now. Finally.
But I realized it was an object, a bottle. No, this is what I thought. I could see his arm was holding me down, saying, "He was like, you know, his arm was punching me." And I hadn't seen the bottle. I didn't know. And then this came out. I didn't share it. I just, I'm sorry.
Quiet, now let's go to defendants 18, 17.
Hitting live, it doesn't fix that. It's YouTube and how it works, please stop. This is
Dude, these guys are so loud.
Wine, it's wine.
Yes, it looks like one area of the bar.
Attention seeking.
Because all the liquid is dried out. It's quite slippery.
I mean, I think she's just trying to sell it, but it's
Looks like a lot of the glass
a bit over the top.
And then let's go to 18, 19.
I need some food, man.
Actually, I think
I thought I'd find some
let's duplicate. Let's go to 18, 19. My apologies. Okay.
things over here.
Do you recognize this?
Wine.
Yes, I do.
Yikes! I saw. How did I look at him?
This is close to where my feet were when I was dangling off the counter. When he had me on the countertop. And like, my feet were slipping on
Dude.
the tile, and I just remember my feet. I remember getting glass underneath my feet and slipping. I couldn't get up.
Is
I
it
couldn't
audio?
feel
Fix it
pressure
up.
on my neck, so he was crushing me. That's around that, not around. That's next to that. All the way at the end of the picture is the bar where I was standing when he was throwing bottles at me.
Literally one block.
Right to the left of that. To the right of that is
It's not,
the
it's not.
L-shaped bar that I was telling you about, where I was trapped in.
It's not.
And when you say to the left of the wall,
I can resync if you want.
the picture.
To that. To the right of that is the L-shaped bar that I was telling you about, where I was trapped in.
And when you say to the left of the wall,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, go back.
And when you say to the left of the wall,
I'm sorry.
is it off the picture or on the picture?
So if you're looking at this picture, imagine up and to the left at person height, site height, was like I don't know if it was antique, but it kind of looked old-fashioned, like an old-fashioned heavy. It looked heavy. I didn't pick up the receiver, but it looked heavy when I was watching it break. You know, it looked like these like really heavy glass. Excuse me. It's really
Damn.
heavy, not plastic, but like a bakelite or something heavy material in it. That's my best guess. So that would have been to the left, and then to the right would have been the very end of the bar that you just saw a picture of.
All right, let's go to 1821. Defendants.
Did I not put on bonus chests?
And you recognize what's depicted in this photo?
Yes, that's the bar that I was just talking about.
Okay. Now, I see a phone on the right side. Is that the phone you were talking about?
No, that's not. This is a wall-mounted phone. That's a landline.
And you see...
Oh, yeah, I forgot to add that one, bruh.
On the top part of that.
There it
More
is.
than this window being broken. This is one of the windows that he broke when he was throwing things at me. My body was standing in front of that little kitchen
She's
sink you see in the
interrupted.
picture. I suppose that's some of the glass I felt, though, on the backs of my arms. Like when the window shattered.
Let's go to 1822.
1822, I don't have in evidence. 1822 is not in evidence.
My God, that's exactly what I just went over here. Let's go to 1825. I think, is that the next one?
1825 is in evidence.
Okay. Do you recognize this picture?
Yes, that's where Johnny was standing when I found him the last morning. That morning, it might have been like midday. When I say morning, it was after I woke up.
What is that?
And he was standing at that
Oh,
desk behind
it's just
the desk
like a
with
dent.
Manson blaring. When I found him and told him that I was going to call 911 if he didn't call Jerry.
If you look in this picture, there appears to be a lampshade down below. Do you recognize that lampshade down below the table?
That's one of the lampshades Johnny wrote threats or messages to me on.
Okay.
So want to take a picture of that then? Can we see it?
Then let's go to 1827.
Okay. So we don't get to see it then.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do. That's my painting studio. So when I walked downstairs and saw all the blood on the walls, I walked into this room first.
Who rents a
That's
house
where
and
the-
paints on
the
their
stairs
furniture and
lead to this
their
room.
carpets?
And kind of my painting area, and those are the canvases that he repainted.
And do you see, if you look at the white tablecloth table to the right of that, do you see a lampshade there?
Yes, I don't know if that's the same lampshade or another one.
Okay. And let's go to 1828. And do you recognize what's in that one?
I do.
Check first.
Those are my were my paintings.
It's not bad. I don't think I'm gonna get
I don't
back.
know when you
It's art.
died
It's art.
before or after the writing on the walls, but
It's art.
he just
What is it?
ruined them.
Just
So I just want to make sure. So
Can't
the
really tell.
painting canvas that's dark colored, there's two of them there.
Well, there's two or three, and then there's a small
could be human, it could be
in
alien, it could be a
the
guy, it could be a
center.
girl, we don't know.
That was his daughter I was trying to paint a portrait of, and that was untouched.
Okay. And then, but just so we're clear, the one directly in front of you that looks like it's just a lot of dark colors, was that dark colors before? Or
I'm objection, Your Honor, leading.
I said, was that dark colors before?
Sustaining objection.
What, if any, change was there on that canvas?
No, I'm a terrible painter, but I'm not that bad. That was not my painting. It was the start of a portrait, and he changed it dramatically.
And then to the right side, on the other side of more to the right than the one you already tested.
Well, not that bad. I mean,
is that what that picture looked like before, or is that
Objection, leading.
What, if any, changes were there to that picture?
Well, the three canvases were portraits, so they looked similar to the one that's in the center that I was doing with his daughter.
And the white that's below,
I mean, I
what,
don't
if any,
know.
changes were there to that?
What's
the
wrong
white
with this
canvas that you see there?
It just looks like the painting was. It looks like once he destroyed.
Objection calls for speculation.
what is it? Yeah. Why is this relevant?
Besides Mr. Depp and you?
Not that I know of. No, and no one was around.
Okay. Do you have any reason to believe somebody other than Mr. Depp did this?
Objection leading.
What if any reason do you believe that Mr. Depp did this?
Objection.
That was not. What if any?
What's
leading?
No, overrule that objection.
Thank you.
It was just Johnny and I in that house over the course of those 3 days, roughly. There might have been somebody, his assistant or something, come on the first day or second day, I can't recall, but for the majority of for the entirety of what I've been describing to you, it was Johnny and I in that house.
And did you do any of this? Did you do any of this damage?
No.
Damage to what? We don't know what's before this.
Take a look at the white tablecloth to the right there.
And also, Johnny was covered in paint, so to answer your question fully, that's also how I know.
All right. So I'm also just going to draw your attention to that white tablecloth over there. Does it appear to have some paint on that as well?
Yes, there was paint all over the place, to say it plainly.
No, the painting that you indicated there was a large penis, I believe. Where was that?
I believe it was just, like if you're looking at this, I believe it was on the wall, almost right next to the painting directly center that we're looking at. That's my best recollection.
That's a
I'm
window.
not entirely sure.
That's a window.
Let's go to 1828.
I think that was 1828.
Oh, 1829, my apologies. And do you recognize this photo?
Yes, I do.
And what was this?
This is one of the lampshades that Johnny chose. as
Yo,
the
big brain.
In blood and paint.
Okay. Let's go to 1830.
What's the doc here? This looks like it's.
Found a lava. Do I have a bucket?
Do you recognize
blood,
this?
blood.
Yes, that's one of the bathroom mirrors.
Okay. And
like a
if
fake
you could
little-
just look to the left, and I'm going to go ahead and circle it over here. You see red and black there. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. And there were some questions that were asked earlier about that red. What, if anything, did you write on this mirror?
I didn't write anything on mirrors. I'm as confused as anyone in hearing that testimony.
It's lipstick or paint.
And based on looking at this area that I have circled, is
Yeah, I don't
is
know why
black
it's
on top
relevant.
or underneath the red?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation leading.
Same objection.
Yo, the guys in production. What you're doing when you're taking evidence on the somebody's channel, on somebody's channel, like I said you are.
Why don't we go ahead and take our afternoon
Mute
break.
their audio.
Go ahead and
Don't
have
blare
our
the audio.
break, not discuss the testimony with anybody, and doing outside research. We'll come back here. All right, in 15 minutes.
I guess grab these. I don't give a fuck.
All right, so we'll come back at 4:02. Okay,
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Okay.
I need
Alright,
flint
let's go,
still.
guys, couple things go over here, boys.
Is that the end?
Okay. What the fuck happened? Hello? Okay. Okay. Oh, we have the light joiners.
Came off me, and
So-
he shoved me back. He said, "You want to go, little girl?"
We're going through all the instances of abuse, right? One by one. A lot of this was not in Johnny's testimony, but the times where he was hurt or injured or bled or I assume possibly assaulted from his testimony. Now there's like overlap, right? So now we're getting we saw their testimony, John's testimony, and their witnesses last week. Now we have Amber's side of the story, right? And instead of having multiple witnesses, instead of having detailed events, detailed things, full story, we have a like oh, this happened and then I don't remember. This happens, I don't remember. This happens, I don't remember. And unfortunately, the problem is the problem that I have. I'm just saying, guys, I get it. It's not witness day. I get it. But she says that there was nobody. So who's gonna be her witness? Who's gonna be her witness? She says there was nobody. The butler came in and cleaned stuff up and helped and found the finger. She says there's nobody. Okay. Okay. Maybe we're not there in the story yet.
Trial more than XQC pauses a Jubilee video Pepe agony.
Settle down. Okay. She says that he threw so many bottles that he ran out of ammo. Literally. The pictures show barely any glass or any broken things. Two. If there was that much glass on the ground that they ran out of ammo, right? They would have cut their feet, I would assume, unless they're walking with shoes inside, which is also a probability, but I don't think she said that. They said they were slipping on the thing. Guys, I'm not saying she's wrong or right. We're saying the problems I have the story with how it was given to me. Okay? Now let me talk, please. Okay. She said she was naked, so I assume no shoes. A lot of glass, so much glass that he ran out of ammo, so their feet would be cut up. If her feet would be cut up, there would be blood. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm saying she said her feet was cut up and she was naked. Assuming that there's glass everywhere, and she said her feet was cut off, there would be trails of blood, footprints of blood on the way up, blood on the way whatever. And then if she would have taken pictures, she would take her due diligence of taking the pictures of that, and that would go to evidence. We don't have that. Also, the butler said he doesn't remember having blood splatters or marks of that kind. He saw blood drips that you would have if you're bleeding from your fucking finger or some shit, which is what happened, right? I'm not doing a result analysis, but there's blood drips, not slides or footprints or some shit. Blood drips, and he said there was blood trails on the walls like you do this with your hand. That's what he said. Okay, but from her point of view, what happened? What did she say about this? She said she doesn't remember. She said from that point on, it's all black, and she said she went to sleep, right? And she doesn't remember any of this at all, right? Then another one testimony. She says her arms were all cut up by glass, right? That you would assume. Her arms were all cut up, right? By glass. On the plane, the testimony, which you have to assume is would be the truth in that regard, just like hers, would be the truth. The butler says she saw her arms were redded, and we had evidence of that. Remember that? The evidence of that? And it's like scratches, like mini scratches, whatever. It's like redded, whatever. He says he didn't notice any injuries or any bleeding or juices on his arm, right? That's what he says. And there's evidence of that. That kind of makes sense. I feel like if you're cut with glass, right, you'll get some pretty significant marks. You're gonna get marks and scars and some of them, unless every cut, all of them, there's a bunch of them. Every cut didn't go that far, that far past the flesh. Is everybody still, we understand that? That's my perspective. So all the cuts, all the glass, none of them went past the superficial point where it actually cuts, just kind of scratches.
Can it
right?
light
So
this?
her arms are
I
cut
hope
up.
so.
The proof is that there's red scratches like a cat. Her feet are cut up, no blood anywhere. She takes pictures, no pictures of blood on the ground that have anything to do with feet, or it's all drips and drops. When you bleed on your foot, unless you're flying in the air, how do you only get drops? How? You don't have to be a blood forensic expert to say that if both your feet are cut up and you're walking, it's not gonna drip drop like you're levitating. It'll be lines, at least. None of that. So, in between this and the blood on the walls, she slips and forgot. What happened? Right? Drips and drops. And it's all black.
I'm wasting wood there.
And then another
Should've
problem
made
I
it
have
into
with the story.
planks.
Yeah, this is a problem that we've been having since the beginning of the fucking trials, right? It's yes, understand her information, and that we should do as somebody who's watching. But then she put herself in her shoes, right? She says she cares a lot, and she's trying to help. But then you see her starts recording it, and says nothing antagonizing it. But in this instance, right? She says, "Oh my God, I can't wait to see my newlywed husband. I'm dying to see him, and I'm gonna fly from Dubai and go to Australia and see my new husband. My new husband. I love him so much. He's the love of my life, right?" Then some shit happens. And he says it. Apparently he says it. This happened to me. There's blood everywhere on the walls. Boom, boom. Blood marks, she says. Dry blood on the counters. Blood everywhere. And he says that he's holding a big ass rag, a rag of bullshit on his arm. And it's unleashed. And she thinks, oh, I'm not gonna go to the hospital. I'm not gonna call 911. I'm not gonna ask for help. I'm not gonna investigate and ask him how he's doing or what's happening. Instead, I will attend to his needs for caffeine. Red wine coffee. Right? And then more periods of black. More, I don't remember what the fuck is going on. Right? How can you justify, in her perspective, that somebody that you say you're dying in love with, you're dying to see, is possibly bleeding to fucking death, literally bleeding to death, right? Oh, that you would think, right? And you say, I'm gonna give him some motherfucking coffee. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Wait a second,
how this works.
No, man. I'm on this shit. Plus, you're bleeding,
Think like
you're
that.
bleeding faster. It's a vasoconstrictor plus it's caffeine. Yes, bad.
Let's go.
It's not. I'm sure it's caffeine. No.
Are we watching scripted stuff? Because I want to.
Yes. Not validator, that'd be alcohol. Vasoconstrictor, which means yes. It's not negligible difference. I think one minute. Okay.
I should take the lava back.
Right? Yeah, I understand it. I understand it. Same thing. Why did Johnny not call the hospital? Why Johnny not call the hospital? He's literally drawing blood. Yeah, that also is a problem with Wizard. Why didn't you call the hospital? There's a lot of points defense that they could argue with this. One, I think they're both absolute fucking ball mode, right? Literally drawing blood. But this is her testimony. This is her testimony though. As you try to come across as caring, and you're there to help, and you don't know what's going on, and she said she forgot everything, right? Why does it show to know?
Breathe. And I remember.
On the what? Because it's not live enough. All I want to know is the inconsistencies. If it is these 3 or 4 questions I had, I want to know what the problem is. I want to know what the problem is. Why did you ask? Why didn't you ask anything? Her purpose was just like, oh guys, blood on the walls, blood everywhere, guys, fucking things going nuts, guy screaming with a fucking towel over his arm, shit like that. Man, if I fucking pass out fucking blood loss, man, how about a brew, boys? Guys, how about a brew? How about we get a nice Brazilian roast? It's time for sure. Something unused, guys. Something unused, guys. Something that. We already saw this. The trial is not live. They're on break, sucker.
Lol.
So then, after the break, guys, they're gonna get to the part where I guess people are coming in. They're consoling her, right? From their story, they're consoling her. They find the finger or the butler does, and then they go to get it fixed at the hospital, right? I wonder now what she's gonna say about it. I think they're just going to go over it and not care. Because, from her perspective, she doesn't know there's a finger incident. She doesn't know anything.
Go in.
The finger incident. Also, I feel like, guys, I also feel like, because I feel like, she suffered, injuries and whatnot, and she did it happen, and I have a bunch of pictures of all that. Look at those pictures. What? Sometimes she can use of her stuff, but she doesn't. What? Yeah, to me, this is like a classic selective memory loss. I either want to avoid her going into detail, or just want to do the whole thing. It don't break on that, you know. Once again, I wish you understood that another problem with this whole thing is that she could have recorded or took pictures of things that would make it their case almost indefensible. Like actually impossible to defend, black on white, damning as fuck, instant loss. And she had opportunities to record, document, and take pictures of landslide wins, according to her testimony. Of things happened, landslides, and got nothing. Nothing. All we have is I forgot, but we have recordings of them. And that's all we got. I don't get it.
Nothing?
If you have 100 instances of things happened, why do you film and record and take pictures of useless garbage?
I picked up the gold.
She even recorded him finding the cabinets. How is him finding the cabinets on an tilted afternoon a big need and a thing you have to do? But him crushing, blasting, and fucking killing, blooding, not a concern or something that needs to be filmed. What the fuck is happening?
Anything? I think that's it. What did I get? Fire charge.
If they both live there, I think that the recordings that need to be admissible. Otherwise, yeah. Yes. I'm pretty sure recordings out of your own house would be admissible.
We usually don't meet on Fridays, but is that an okay day to have a trial on that Friday? It's a day, it's Friday before Memorial Day. I want to check with the jury, I want to check with you first. That'll actually be closing argument for the now. So, you're right, so I just
please don't hit me! Wow, I actually got saved. Okay. I just can't, I'm just not good at this game. Like, dude, I'm trying to get better.
Having a legal defense, legal strategy, and having legal counsel isn't an admission of guilt. Does not make you look or are guilty. So like sometimes I saw on Twitter, something happens with like somebody, a public figure, and they're like, they're not talking about it. They're remaining silent. Oh my! And on top of that, she got a lawyer, and you're like, somebody's making accusations that are either going to be in a civil case or a criminal case. Like you're going to ask and you're going to hire legal representation. That's the basis of any legal fucking implications. Like what the fuck? How does that make you look guilty? If somebody knocks me out in real life or some shit, or another public figure knocks me the fuck out, I'm gonna press charges. I'm not. Dude, when I say, oh guys, he didn't go on stream and tell you sort of how it happened, dude. He said he got a lawyer. Dude, that's why he's guilty. What? That's just brain dead. It's a legal matter. It'll be discussed. And it'll
Yo, Husky, welcome to stream. How you doing?
I'm gonna get another warm. Why did I question things like Johnny? Because his finger was cut off. He didn't say, I blacked out. I went, I don't know what happened. There's 8 hours of it. What? Huh.
Thank you, Robert. Michelle, if you can bring back up 1830 for a moment. 1830. I'm sorry.
Bread. I could take the cauldrons.
Remember, we were talking about this right before the break. It still has my highlight.
I'm going to put
Which color is underneath the other? Objection.
Compass ain't really useful, is
Based on
it?
your perception, what color is underneath? Objection. All right, let's do this. Let's bring up defendants 375, which is already into evidence.
And then merch, literally, I asked for clothing samples, and they gave me
I
notice.
don't have the control on
I didn't make this for apples, they made it.
It's in the top right corner.
They probably want to give me an idea of what it looks like.
Like
the inking and whatnot.
I'm going to ask you to take a look. This is the picture that we saw earlier. And do you see the area that's written in red here? Yes. What, if anything, did you have to do with the writing of that red?
There's a lot of problems.
Do you, before this trial, did you know who Carly Simon was?
I might have heard her music, but no, I didn't.
Did you know what song Carly Simon wrote?
No, you didn't.
All right. And then, if you can just remember this picture, again, the red area there that I've circled. And then I'm going to ask Michelle to take this one down and put 1830 back up. And I'm going to ask you to take a look at this. What, if anything, did you do to this mirror with respect to the black or the red?
I didn't touch it.
Okay. And what, if any, pictures did you take?
I took a picture of it was the picture we had right before this. It was in the bathroom where I found my clothes in the tub.
Guys, we have no ones like this for the other broadcast.
And let's go to 374, please. That's already in evidence.
The other broadcast doesn't have both cameras.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I just want to make sure that I understand. What else was in this bathroom where this mirror was?
The bathtub and another mirror, which also had writing on it. The bathtub had a few of my clothes in it and paint, and both of the two mirrors were painted. I believe I took a picture of both mirrors.
Okay. And then I'm going to ask you, Michelle, if you can bring us back to 1831.
It says stars.
Dude.
Bob. Isa.
And did you take this picture?
No.
Okay. And do you see in the mirror?
What kind of weird village is this?
In the back there?
Yes, I can.
Was that the bathtub that you're referring to?
Yes, it is.
Starring Billy
That
Bob.
your clothes in it? I'm sorry. What, if anything, did it have in the bathtub?
A few of my clothes with paint on them. You can see them. I think that's what
Oh,
I see
bro.
in the corner of the mirror.
Guys, this is defendant exhibits.
And then
So her pictures.
277 for a moment. That was in evidence already.
I don't know why is this doctor? This is doctor.
Good luck and be careful at
And now
top.
let's go to 1829, please. Does that appear to be the same lampshade but in color?
It does appear that.
Okay, yes, thank you. All right, now let's just go through. I'm going to ask you to take a look at 1834.
34, give me. Thank you. Well done.
What does this depict that you can recall?
That is the TV that Johnny threw the cup of coffee at.
Okay. And let's go to 1835. And what does this depict?
One of the sofas in the living room next to the kitchen with the light on it.
Okay.
Wine stains, yeah, it is.
Then let's go
yeah,
to
they had wine
1837.
that day on the couch. I was there, on the couch.
What does this depict?
One of the guest bedrooms with Johnny's iPad on the bed and blood and or paint. on the-
Wine. She meant to say wine.
on
And
the
it's,
duvet cover.
my friend is the couch.
Now let's do 1838. And what does this depict?
A lampshade, or a lamp that has been robbed of the shade.
Okay. Let's go to 1839.
Robbed of the shade. Why would you say like it
A
sounds
different bed with more blood on it.
sounds a weird way of phrasing it.
40, is that 40?
And what does this depict?
Blood on one of the guitars that Johnny was apparently trying to play.
And you didn't.
Objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
What
False speculation.
I didn't get the words out.
Your question.
Okay. What, if any, effort did you make to play the guitar?
I've never played the guitar.
Okay. Let's go to 1841.
What?
What does this depict?
It is where Johnny slammed the end of a bottle into the wall while holding me up against it.
Is this in the bar area?
This happened in 2 rooms, so it's hard to tell. The bottle into the wall, to the best of my recollection, happened in the kitchenette bar area downstairs, but I can't be 100% certain.
Okay. And let's go to 1842.
42?
What does this depict?
Another broken lamp.
Okay. And then I just got a few more left. 1805.
05.
And what does this depict?
Wine still. It looks like a remnant of a wine glass on the throne.
Another one.
With broken glass.
Do you recognize where this was in the house?
Well, it looks like a bedside table. I can't be certain.
Okay. Go to 1806.
06.
What is that? Oh, I guess that's wine. Is that?
Let's skip that one and let's go to 1808.
Oh, wait.
And what this depict?
Wine still.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
Now you started to.
Was he getting? Is he getting all of it from chat?
In these pictures, would you say they accurately
That's pretty fast, isn't
the
it?
damage that you saw that third morning?
No.
what else? Why? How were they not accurately depicted?
Well, if you can believe it, this is it seems significantly cleaned up. There was much more damage.
But she said nobody was there.
Broken glass. On the countertops, there was a lot of broken glass.
Wait, she said nobody was there,
on my arms when I was trying to get up, and I could feel it underneath my feet. So I don't know.
Yo, DK, how you doing? What's up? I'm just watching this Amber Heard thing and Johnny Depp
You indicated that
and playing Minecraft.
had turned on your iPhone and recorded. Is that correct?
Wait,
yes.
so they selectively cleaned up?
You
Did you say?
discovered a recording on your iPhone from Australia.
Yes, much later. There was this 5-hour-long recording.
Okay, stop. No
and
shots.
Naturally, I didn't know what that could possibly be, because even though Johnny and I recorded each other often as part of our,
If she had a single photo of her own injuries,
this
it
one
would
was 5 hours.
landslide this.
And that's when I discovered that there had been this recording of the end of that Australia incident.
And did you listen to that recording?
I have heard it, yes.
And does it accurately represent what was depicted in that recording?
Yes.
Section, form, documentation.
Interested.
Dude, where's the flint? There we go. Did I pick it up?
Nah, her testimony is a complete joke. So now she's saying that she doesn't recollect it, she blacked out, or she has a lapse of memory. Nobody's in the house, but somebody came in and cleaned only the dining parts and all the stuff of her, and she also had a picture of her injuries, and that would have been cleaned up. This is like a 4-story building hanging on a singular pillar or whatever. I don't know about this. I don't know. I think it's shaky. Yeah, I tried my best to be neutral, but numbers say this is cooked up.
It's
But
cooked
pictures,
up.
But these pictures I think are defendants' pictures. Defendants' pictures. I don't know if they can use defendants. I don't think they use his pictures. That's how it works. What do you mean that's how it works? Yeah, cross will be pretty crazy, but I think it's like in like 10 days or something like
Mr. Hodges, can you give me the number of that exhibit number? So
that. Didn't know when they were taken.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, when you testified that you made arrangements to return home, can you describe,
Let's hear it.
take you to the point you left the Australia house to go to the airport and were accompanied
Wait,
by
what?
Ben King? Could you tell the jury what transpired during that?
Wait, she's still reporting it.
So
She's still reporting it.
I left Australia shortly after that. My understanding was Johnny was in the hospital for his finger, and Ben King was going to accompany me on a ride on the way to the airport. Johnny calls me, and we were just crying on the phone. He was crying. He asked if it was, if he killed it, if he knew the relationship. It was, I don't remember the exact words that he used, but he was kind of asking me in that way, is it done? Is this over? Did you kill it? Did I kill it? So that sort of thing. I don't remember what I was saying to him, but we hung up as I went into the airport. I had a mix of feelings. Nothing really was making perfect sense to me, for sure. And I flew back with Ben. I don't really remember speaking to Ben on the flight.
Oh, you motherfucker! Really, dude? Really?
Do you, Mr. Depp was, what you testified on what Mr. Depp said to you on the phone, were you on the phone with anyone else, or was it just Mr. Depp you were on the phone with?
I only remember speaking to Johnny, and I remember sitting in the backseat of the SUV that had driven me, and we were outside of the entrance when we walked into the airport, and I even then felt torn about leaving. I obviously didn't want to stay, but I was in such shock and...
That's non-responsive. That's non-responsive. You can ask your question again. Okay. Please tell us how you felt at that point and what Mr. Depp was saying to you.
I remember...
Objection, Your Honor, asked and answered. She was in the middle of responding to it, Your Honor.
That was a different question. I'll sustain that objection for you.
Okay, how did you feel at that time?
I felt destroyed. Like my heart was broken. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe if I left him in Australia, I thought maybe something would happen to him. He might die or kill himself, because it certainly seems like the trajectory he was on.
Die from what?
He put a cigarette out on his face before, the Friday before, and combined with all the, when I was in the bedroom, and he was in the hospital.
Kind of hurting your brain? Is it too fast?
Bags, Coke bags, dime bags with white residue.
Mate, I've trained myself to understand this speed.
In the bedside table, and there were so many that I wondered how I didn't see it before, even though I had, just gotten there. So I was worried he would die, and I was worried that we couldn't come back.
Or is it because you're trying to watch the Minecraft as well?
There's some other things around, there's no going back, but shock.
So you flew out of that airport. Did you have a stop anywhere before you went back to LA?
Okay, that was terrible.
Relevance? In a minute, I'll show.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. We stopped in an airport.
What?
We stopped at the
Dude, that's not fair!
We were short flight to Sydney, and then in Sydney, I walked with Ben to the airport to get the next plane, and we passed the newsstand.
That's just not fair, man.
I passed this newsstand, and there was a book on one of the books.
It lagged.
And it had this puzzle piece on it, and Johnny and I used to
That's so unfair.
a term of endearment, puzzle piece, And I saw this puzzle piece on the cover of the book. It got my attention. It said 4 ways to click a relationship guide. And so I bought it, and I...
It lagged me onto the pressure plate, man.
So the book, at least from the subtitles, said it
was a book on solving relationship problems. So I bought it and I read it on the way home.
What?
And why did you buy it and read it on the way home? Because I love this man. I love this man so much. And it was so toxic. And for some reason I couldn't get him to not hurt me. I couldn't. And it seemed like I was hurting him. We loved each other so much. At least I loved him so much. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do with this relationship.
Oh, okay, this is okay.
It was awful and toxic, but it was so important to me, and I loved it so much. I would have read a million books.
So when you got back to...
Oh, yo!
Mr. Depp came back. A few days. John came back within a few days.
So when you got back to...
Audio.
How long before Mr. Depp came back?
A few days. John came back within a few days. He went to
On landing
his,
and
there was house, main house, which
conversations
is what we
with
did,
the medical team,
the doctors and stuff, and I just remember feeling concerned for his life because things had changed, and without saying what they said to me...
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
She said without saying.
She's characterizing it.
I'll overrule for now. We'll see where we go. I became really, really worried that Johnny was not going to live through this, that there would be infections or problems and things, and he wouldn't stop using coke, and he couldn't get the surgery he needed because he wouldn't stop using coke, and it wouldn't put him under because of all the coke. So,
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
She's saying coke a lot.
When did you next?
Is she medical professional? When is this?
When did you next see Mr. Depp after you got back from Australia?
I saw him a few days. I don't know how long it was, but it was.
Dude, terrible chest.
My best recollection is that it was in the doctor's office.
Too distracting.
He needed a procedure.
Or the Minecraft or the
After Australia?
speed.
Because it almost felt like it went away so quickly because there was the surgery that he did, and there was maybe more than one surgery, but it was, like it became very about getting Johnny through the next step. Getting Johnny home, getting Johnny off the coke long enough to get the procedure done, and then after that procedure, getting another procedure done, and it was just these small steps, and before you know it, we were kind of back in it.
I don't know. I'm gonna smoke that.
With all the drugs and drinking, because
It's a long video, dude. I need to watch it 2 times.
So that made me feel a little bit more secure and kind of coming back into this relationship with him.
So I'm going to take you to March 23, 2015.
You come back when it's slow down, fair enough.
After 2.5 weeks, roughly, after Australia. Where was Johnny staying at this point?
I think he was staying at the Eastern Columbia, at the ECB.
Well, how much I had to get? Too cringe.
At the time, because we were kind of in the bedroom together the night of the 22nd, which is when he passed out. How I found his iPad.
I'm sorry, when you...
I found his iPad open. He was texting someone with it open. He passed out, and I saw what he was texting. Just
Oh.
sorry about that.
Okay, dude.
He was texting this woman that he had a relationship with on and off, kind of at the beginning of our relationship. So I recognized the name, but the date was.
Texting on iPad.
I saw him head down to her house after we got married. Like upon touching down in Los Angeles, I think it was the next day he went to this woman's house that he was a sexual relationship with.
What's auto lock in?
What did you do
Screensaver and
as a
shit.
result of seeing that on your iPad?
I freaked out.
No screensaver? No auto lock? No.
I immediately confronted him about it. I was, I didn't care in that moment if he did kill me, which was likely confronting me at that stage of our lives. I didn't even care. At this moment, he had already ripped my heart out. It's like I've just been through after having been through what I went through in Australia.
Dude, this is not a good seed.
Wait, what?
Unbelievably painful.
That's ironic. Come on now.
So, what did you do?
I'm yelling at him. So just yelling. I was calling him names. I was screaming at him. Let him get the fuck out of the house. That's what I said. Excuse my language, but we were screaming at each other. At some point, we were upstairs in penthouse 3, and we kind of get into a
House free.
I'm gonna describe it. Pushing each other, And I just remember being so mad at him for cheating on me and doing so in this way, like right after the wedding. And then right after my wedding, go to see him, and then Australia happens, and it just felt like everything came crashing down, and I was so hurt. Anyway, I break out of his grasp at some point, and I go into my sister's room, the apartment.
Break out of his grasp.
Oh
no!
And they connect from upstairs only. So you could get from Johnny and I's apartment into the neighboring apartment where Whitney, my sister, was staying at the time, and then you could go from that apartment into penthouse 5. Again, still on the top floor. So I went through Johnny's office, which is how you access the door that gets you into Whitney, the neighboring apartment where Whitney was, my sister. And I went in there and woke her up, crying, screaming, saying, "What am I going to do?"
Your Honor, hearsay.
Sorry, no, sustain.
No, that was not to prove the truth of the matter.
Sustain.
Okay, so you left it really don't tell the jury what you said to her.
Okay, I'm
what
dead.
happened next?
Johnny comes into penthouse 4 and grabs me. I don't know what he was doing, but at one moment I'm aware that my sister's somewhere nearby, and I thought about that. I just remember thinking about that. And I remember getting kind of free from Johnny, and he left, or he walked out of the room.
When you say free from Johnny, what if any connection?
Wait, is this
did you
true?
have physical connection before?
Under federal law, you're
Well,
not
no.
permitted to view, read, or listen to any
You know,
communication from
trying
someone's
to
electronic device.
stand up for myself, and Johnny would, at that stage in our relationship, he would just throw me, shove me, hit me in the face, and it was just like all I could do is just try to
What?
try
I'm asking
to
you, like that,
fight
inflicted.
not get more hurt than not doing anything would have certainly left me. I don't really recall specifics. I remember at one point he had his uncasted hand in my hair, and I was looking at the carpet. I don't know what happened immediately after that, but I remember he left. He was out of the room for a while. I don't know how we got into. I think I heard him in P5 again. This is the neighboring apartment of that. So there's P4 in between, and P5 is the corner, and that apartment was empty basically. And so I used it. The top bedrooms, the bedrooms on the top floor is my closet, and I had all these clothing racks and shoe racks and stuff like that in there. And then it had another level, the mezzanine, which is hung over the rest of the bottom floor. And I use that as my office. And the bottom floor is, of course, the living room with just some sparsely decorated, just some big couches and a low table. And I I hear him in Penthouse 5. And the lower level also is another painting studio, like painting area of mine. So I go in there because I hear him, and he's screaming, but I don't know why. I don't know who he's. My understanding was he was screaming at me, but I wasn't in that apartment. I could hear him, and when I heard him, I came into Penthouse 5, and I had to go down the stairs, and I went down the stairs to the mezzanine level where
What's
my office
happening?
was, and I could see him and a security guard and Debbie, the nurse, and him sitting on the sofa. When I first walked into the room, he kind of stood up, drinking a Red Bull and screaming at me. And Debbie came up the stairs because I'm screaming back at him. She came up the stairs, I think. And while she came up, I'm supposed to kind of comfort me. And while I was up on the mezzanine floor, Whitney came down, and he threw the Red Bull can up at me, certainly, but it kind of either hit or narrowly missed Debbie. And I called him a pussy, and said something about screaming at him angrily. I at least called him a fucking pussy. I don't know what else I said, but I was screaming at him because he threw this can at me and everything else that had happened. And when I did that, he bolted up the stairs.
Capital D call on everyone in chat.
I heard, but he hit somebody else.
He was up the first flight of stairs. Again, I'm on the mezzanine, just in between two flights of stairs. He bolted up the stairs.
I don't know what mezzanine.
I don't know how he managed to get his hands in my hair so fast. But he had his hand on the back of my head, my hair, and kind of was yanking me down and hit me in the face with this cast he had. I just remember this brief struggle we had before kind of break away. Whitney, my sister,
Anybody testify this?
in between Johnny and I. She just threw herself like in the line of fire or whatever. She just all of a sudden was there trying to get Johnny to stop. Her back was to the staircase, and Johnny swings at her, and I just see my little sister with her back to the staircase, and Johnny swings at her, and I don't even wait for any other. I don't hesitate. I don't wait. I just in my head instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs, and I swung at him. In all of my relationship to date with Johnny, I hadn't landed a blow, and I, for the first time, hit him, like actually hit him, square in the face. I didn't push my sister downstairs. And all my time being in that relationship to that point, hadn't even landed one on Johnny. Tried to fight back, threw my arms, flailed my arms, hit whenever I could to try to block blows myself, but never landed any. And Johnny kind of looked stunned and then laughed at me, and then lunged at me again. And before I know it, security stepped in between us and pulled Johnny away.
People are teleporting.
And I went upstairs with my sister,
teleporting.
and we locked the door, and I could just hear all this commotion happening in Penthouse 5. I could hear him raging, destroying my things. I could hear it. And at some point, I saw it the next day. Tell the dude what you saw the next day.
So he's holding her.
All these
then he
clothing
swings.
racks were toppled
Before
over,
it lands,
toppled over, thrown
he gets
downstairs.
swung.
Everything on the desk wiped off. Just it looked like everything that he could touch.
And then, before he swings back,
turn over
security
destroys,
TP's
smash.
in.
But my clothing racks, these huge heavy clothing racks full of clothes. There was at least one of them he threw downstairs. The rest were toppled over.
Amber, I'm going to fast forward to December 15, 2015. Were you and Mr. Depp together at that time?
Yes, we were.
Did you have a fight that night?
December 15th. Yes, we did, but I don't recall. I don't recall what started the argument. We had periods leading up to that that were really beautiful, really good, and then periods that weren't.
Well, let's talk about the December 15, 2015. What do you recall of your fight that night with Mr. Depp?
What day is that?
I remember him chasing me in the kitchen. I remember throwing something in his direction to slow down and him. I remember him screaming.
Skipped it.
I remember him getting on top of me at some point, hovering. Mostly at that moment downstairs, he's hitting me in the face. Okay, this is another example when I wish so much I could tell you that sequence.
Wait, what?
But I can't. It's flashes. So I'll tell you what I do remember. I remember at some point trying to go sleep upstairs. And we had he got a hold of me and I got free, and I managed to get all the way up the stairs almost. I was on the last flight, and we had some interaction where I think I said something to him on the stairs, it might have been broken up, and I think I said something on the stairs, and I just remember how quickly he shot back up those stairs.
What's the point? What you said? Can we know?
Grabbed me by the back of my hair. His hand on my head.
That's pretty loud,
And I went
though.
down on the stairs, and he overtook me.
Let's
I remember
go.
him so well. I remember his boots and the sound they made. I remember him grabbing my hair, my head, and kind of dragging me up the stairs the rest of the way. He dragged me into the room that those stairs open into. It's like a salon foyer area.
Huh?
And we had this argument that kind of,
Dude,
was
where's the lava?
a shoving match that I was losing.
A what?
By the second or
A
third
shoving match?
shove, he sent me toppling over this chaise lounge like a little low-lying.
Man, there's a lot of shoving where she
And
goes
I
flying
hit
for
my
some
head
reason.
on the brick wall. There was an exposed brick wall.
Damn.
I remember I stood up, and I remember Johnny asking me if I wanted to go. And he did that thing where he's like challenging me. He said it in that way, challenging me to stand up and get back up. And when I did, he said, "Oh, you really want to go now, tough guy?" Shut me back down. "Oh, you really want to go, huh? Oh, you're so tough."
Tough guy.
Time to look me in the face. I stand back up and look him right in the eyes, and it was just a really still moment. I'll never forget it.
It's like she is trying to just like imitate a movie or something. I don't know, man. Tough guy.
And he balled up his face, and leaned back, and headbutted me square in the nose. Just right as I stood in front of him. I was.
Who says that in real life? Really?
Something right in the
Tough
nose.
guy.
Instantly, searing pain. It's one of the few memories I have in this long relationship that I actually remember the physical pain in that moment. Just searing.
Headbutt, yeah. I mean,
I remember thinking, you have your hands free. I had time to think. You have your hands free. You could have hit me with your hands. Why did you headbutt me? I told him that night I was going to
why would you think that?
I went through his office to go.
I don't know.
I all my stuff. We had another.
Why would you headbutt me? You could have punched me instead.
I was trying to hit him off me. I was trying to get him to.
I don't know, man.
He was just pummeling me. I don't know how to describe what I was. I went down to the floor, and then he was on top of me, and he's screaming and swinging at me while I was on the floor. He had me by the hair and dragged me the rest of the way from the office into the neighboring apartment. I remember the door that connected these two rooms had a metal grate, not grate, but a metal metal floor that separated it. It's a big, heavy bank door. And I remember he was dragging me, and I removed my hands from my head and kind of tried to grab onto the metal door to prevent him dragging me into the room. But I couldn't stop him dragging me all the way in that part. I was trying to get free of his grasp. I was trying to stop him from pulling me. I remember feeling the carpet and the metal, and he wrestles me, drags me up to the bed, throws me down onto the bed, and wrestles me down onto the bed. And he kneels on my back with one leg, and I was trying to fight him off me because I was face down on the bed top, and he wrestled me down, kind of trying to hold me down with his knee on my back. And he's punching me with a close fist, punching me repeatedly. And I don't remember even feeling the pain. I just remember the sound of Johnny's voice. He got next to my ear, and he was screaming over and over and over again. Each time it sounded louder and more desperate. "I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you." Over and over. "Fucking hate you." And then pounding the back of my head, pounding it with his fist. And I don't even remember feeling pain. I just could hear myself scream until I couldn't hear myself anymore. I could just hear him say that he was going to kill me.
Well, I'll get you one house.
He sounded like an animal in pain when he was saying that he fucking hated me.
No, different, sorry.
He sounded like he was almost crying, or something in his voice was different. He sounded different, he sounded like he was in agony. It was high-pitched and loud. And I don't know how many times it just hit me over and over
Okay,
and over again.
listen.
I got really still.
Jesus.
And it felt in my body like quiet. And I thought, this is how I die. He's gonna kill me now, and I'm not. He's gonna kill me, and you won't even have realized it. I couldn't breathe. Every time I would try and scream, and I couldn't scream. I was suffocating in this pillow top.
He's like, keep your head down.
Punching over and over, and I don't have any memory after that until I woke up.
When you woke up, was there anyone there?
With all this pummeling and all this fighting and punching with all the rings he wears, Jesus Christ, dude, you're looking at like somebody who's probably close to dying, dude.
I remember hearing my best friend's voice.
Pummeling at the back of the head with rings. You're looking at attempted murder. Somebody's literally dying.
Felt like it was like on the speakerphone, like it came from everywhere. I just heard her voice in a weird way. It felt like it was coming from two directions. I realized that I was sitting on the edge of the bed, on the carpet of the floor, against the broken frame of the bed. There was a low-lying bed. It was a really thick wooden frame, and it was broken from his boot trying to get a purchase on it. While he was touching on a call for speculation. I could feel it. Over. I was there for it. And while he was on top of me, I could feel that. I could feel him trying to get balance. I could feel him slipping. I could hear it. I don't know how I got off the bed. I don't know what happened to me from the time I stopped hearing myself scream. I don't know what happened to me.
What?
It's a really weird feeling because the next thing I remember is leaning against the broken part of the bed,
on the carpet, and my friend saying, "Oh my God,
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. Stay.
Go ahead. And then what Rocky said. I eventually, she called the nurse Erin. She got something out of the freezer for my face. She did a concussion track with Erin on the phone.
A concussion track?
I thought I probably had a concussion.
Check it.
And certainly thought I had a broken nose. There's blood everywhere, blood all over those pillows. My head bleeding from the ripped out hair, chunks of hair on the floor, all over the place actually. It's just all over the apartment.
Loot.
He, after leaving me, had written on the countertops in Sharpies.
We should be getting the testimony of the nurse, however, coming in the coming days,
So I'm
right?
going to ask you to bring up Defendant's Exhibit 510.
Yeah, no sarcasm, no. We will get,
Yeah.
coming in as
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be. She's eventually gonna have to show evidence for. I'm sure.
Defendant's Exhibit 510.
For what she's saying. Oh.
Thank you.
We were promised blood.
And could you describe to the jury what that is? And chunks of my hair, Johnny ripped out. I'm driving me.
Chat saying dog hair, dude.
Thank you. Michelle, could you bring up 513, please?
You see it? Dude.
Does this picture accurately depict? This is a couple days later. Remove the admission of defendant's 515. No objection. 513 evidence. And could you tell the jury what this is and what it depicts? This is my face with a busted lip. It's difficult to see in this picture, but my two black eyes, one's worse than the other. I have a deformity a day or two later. And my broken nose. All right. Thank you. Michelle, can you bring up defendant's exhibit 514?
Huh?
Does this accurately portray the scene depicted? Yes, that's my face.
Can I get back there?
Sometime after. Your Honor, I'm going to move the admission of defendant's 514. No objection. 514 evidence. Published.
Okay, there's kind of something there, right? On her eye, or is that just her tired?
Some time after Johnny beat me up. Thank you. Michelle, if you could bring up defendant's 515.
Now the other side looks different. Dude, why is it just put a flash? Put a flash in front of the camera.
Is this accurately
What a fucking flash, man.
Scene depicted? Yes. Remove the admission of exhibit 516. Objection. 515 or 516? 516. I'm sorry, I misspoke. You said 515. Oh, 4. 515. No objection. 515. Okay. 515 and evidence.
Guys, I'm not dispelling the validity of these photos. I just wish.
This is my face. Sometime after. All right. Let's look at defendant's 516, please.
Wait. There's no lighting in the second room. Are they in the cavern? Are they in the cavern?
Cavern?
Does this accurately portray the scene depicted? Amber. Yes, it does. This is maybe. Wait. Let me move it first.
I must say, I want to be rude, but she has double eye pockets in real life. Double eye pockets. I assume when she has no makeup, her eyes. You look. Jesus.
Amber, go ahead and explain what it is. I think this is maybe that night or the next night after.
Okay, that's eye pockets, please.
Left me on the bed. Let's go to 517. Does this accurately portray the scene depicted? Yes, it does. Move to admit defendant's 517, Your Honor. No objection. 517, evidence. And please describe to the jury what this portrays. That's my face after this incident.
What?
What's portrayed on your lip? Well, he busted my lip when he punched me. It's bleeding in this picture. It kept.
Wait, what?
Reopening. You know, it's a mouth. The lips move. Go to 519.
How?
Does this accurately portray the scene depicted? Yes. Move the admission of 519.
That's her lip. Is that the injury?
And tell the jury what this shows. This is my lip a few days later. Let's go to defendant's 520, please.
Just dry lips. No, I guess it's something. I don't know. I guess that's what it looks like when it heals.
Can you please tell the jury what's depicted here?
That's my scalp with a chunk of it missing from when Johnny.
That's just a crown, dude.
So defendant's 521.
Is this in hair color?
Is that not just? I don't know. Isn't that just a crown? Oh, like, you know, where it meets in the middle.
Take that one down. Let's go to 522.
Wait, also, wait a minute. Guys, I don't want to be crazy, but I don't know.
Does this accurately portray the scene depicted? Well, it's a few days later. Okay. Move the admission of 522, please. No objection. 522. And what shows there? My face is healing. Okay. Go to 523.
Yeah, where are the brown / black roots?
Does this accurately portray the
It
scene depicted?
looks like bleached blonde from
Yes,
whenever you bleach it the same day.
day or so after, maybe longer. I can't tell, but
Yes, it does. Move the ignition of 5.
What am I looking at? What is that?
I'm just going to draw your attention, Amber, to an area up here. What, if any, bruising did you sustain in that area?
Objection leading.
What, if any? I'll sustain the objection. Okay.
It doesn't look like anything there though, like honestly, but
Same objection.
Sustain the objections. Did you?
could be bad picture question mark.
Bruising on my temple, my chin, the
Somehow.
neck, back of my head, it, swelling in pieces of my scalp, kind of ripped, torn, gross, pussy. But this is the bruising around my temple.
Okay, I want to be weird, okay? We heard of a headbutt on the nose, pummeling on the back, then hammering on the back of the head.
Yeah, from what she said though, it looks like there's not that much to show from what she said.
Yes. Move the ignition 524. No objection. 524 evidence. And what does this show?
It's, I had a pretty. Can I touch the screen?
Yes, yes, yes.
And I had a pretty gross bruise right there in my head, on my temple. It's difficult to see it in this light. But I remember it was pretty.
Fucking circles.
She needs to take better pictures.
Pay attention to the circle. Do you see it? Pay attention to the circle.
But I'm sure if you actually had something, you would make sure to get good pictures. No.
Yes, it does.
What is that?
Ignition of defendants 509.
No objection.
All right, 509.
Oh, it's just a broken bed.
Will you please tell the jury what this is?
That's the bed that Johnny broke. Well, on top of me.
You sure it's not when you jump on the bed to football? I'm sorry.
Defendants 511, please. Does this accurately portray the scene depicted? Yes.
Yeah, I think we'll make it, yeah.
No objection. All right, 511 evidence. What do you see in this picture, Amber?
You'd want to make sure that you get good pictures, no? If you want evidence, like a proper...
Not the bedroom that I was just talking about. It was the main bedroom. There had been a part of the fight that happened in there too.
What is that?
Defendants 512, please.
Stand this way.
Does this accurately portray the scene depicted?
Yes, that's downstairs in the main.
Wait, let me move the admission of it. Move the admission of defendants 512, please.
Well.
No objection.
512 evidence.
512 evidence. Publish that shit.
Okay, now please tell the jury about it.
That's downstairs in the main apartment.
Okay. Let's go to defendants 525.
It's a wine of blood.
Spilled wine. What?
And does this accurately depict the scene portrayed?
Yes. Should wine, I guess.
525, please.
No objection.
All right, 525 in evidence. And please tell the jury what this is.
This is Johnny's graffitiing on our kitchen counter that he left up on his way out, I suppose.
All is such
And I think defendants 526
biscuit.
already in evidence. Could you just bring that up?
What does that say?
What is that? How does that help or depict the story?
I don't know.
Now, Amber, as of December 15, 2015, what were your plans for Christmas that year?
Maybe B word. I don't know.
Up to this point, the plan was to have our families join us. We would go with the kids and celebrate Christmas together, as a married couple.
Bullshit,
and we
maybe.
went to Johnny's Island, and he'd invited my best friend at the time, Rocky, and her family, meaning her mom and her fiance, and my parents, and my sister. And we were all going to go to this island I told you about that Johnny has in the Bahamas and spend it together. And that was the plan leading up to this.
And what, if anything, changed as a result of this night of December 15, 2015?
After they saw my face, no one wanted to go to the island anymore with Johnny. They wanted me to leave him.
Did you have to appear? Were you scheduled to appear on the James Corden show?
What? James Corden show, dude.
That's right. I was promoting The Danish Girl, the film I had done earlier in the year.
Was it not at that point, according to her?
Before going to see Johnny in Australia. So I was promoting that film that had been completed, and they asked me to make an appearance on a night show called The James Corden Show. After this happened, and I did the first concussion check with Aaron on the phone, I got worried that I wouldn't be able to hide bruising and swelling. But I iced it all night, and the next day checked in the mirror to see if I could get away with it.
On the phone?
So I can make an appearance.
I thought you had to check it with a light and eyes.
Did you go?
Some other shit.
I gambled and got me to it off. I had my hair and makeup team come, and they worked around it, meaning worked around the lesions on my head with the hairspray, because that stings, and worked around the bruising by covering it with heavier makeup than normal bruise covering makeup. And I remember my lip was still bleeding and swollen, so we did this really thick, super heavy matte red lipstick. I remember very well at the time that we had no choice in color. That was one of my favorite colors to wear, and in this occasion we had no choice because nothing else
It's still
applied.
bleeding. I think they need to check it for
Busted lip. And I went on the show. Did what I
or
always do.
scabbing, some
I
lung condition.
had an accident. Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Poor coagulation.
Yeah,
wouldn't it? Yeah, wouldn't it scab over?
Okay, please continue. So, did you appear on the show?
I appeared on the show.
Okay. And did there come a time that you changed your mind and went to the Bahamas with Mr. Depp for Christmas?
Eventually. Eventually I did.
Okay. And you went there with whom?
I went with Johnny's kids. I was, obviously I didn't see Johnny after this because he didn't face the damage he caused in my experience. He was never around for the cleanups. And so he wasn't around for a few days. And I eventually heard from him, and he said he wanted to talk. And then he understood that couldn't go back, like almost as if he understood that I wouldn't forgive him. Made it easier somehow to talk to him. I didn't feel so bad about myself in that case because, how could I put up with this, right? But with the understanding that we were done, I could, allow for us to have one last conversation, I suppose. But I just, it's like,
Oh.
I was heartbroken by the idea.
I mean, it is pretty bright red.
It's like,
Is it the James thing?
I was heartbroken by the idea that I would spend my first Christmas as a married
10
couple
years
with his
ago?
kids
I thought
and everything on the island. I was heartbroken at the idea of missing that. And, it's the best I can describe it is it's like every hit, every instance of violence, every time I was choked, every single one of these instances.
Tell us how you felt and what you were thinking in this process of where to go to have Christmas with Mr. Depp and his children.
No, I guess I was trying to
just cut out.
that just island every single one of these instances was like a heavy coin put into a piggy bank, and you think, okay, well, each single one of these is like,
Objection, Your Honor. Non-responsive.
I think it's responsive now.
The question was, with whom did you go?
If we could ask the question. Tell us how you felt and what you were thinking in this process of where to go to have Christmas with Mr. Depp and his children.
No, I guess I was trying to explain
Go ahead.
that just after you think each one of these is almost like for each one of these things that happened, you lose the will or resolve to leave. Like every single heavy coin you put in this piggy bank is like an investment into the future you're gonna get to. And then before you know it, you're just carrying around this weighted ball. This piggy bank's too heavy, you can't leave. For every single time I went back or allowed him back after this sort of thing would happen, I lost a piece of myself, piece of my self-confidence, my trust in myself to leave and move on. I lost fortifications, I lost myself, and it was somehow easier to stay. I didn't want to stay in the violence or in this. I wanted to stay with Johnny, the good Johnny that I loved. So I put another one of those coins in the piggy bank of investment and hope and future, and I forgive him. It wasn't even that simple. I just decided to believe him that it would never happen again. Clean and sober once again. This time was the last time because it couldn't be worse than this, right? It couldn't be worse. And part of me thought that maybe I just needed to get this bad to get, like now we can't go back. There's no way this could happen again. So I went to the island after a few days of talking with Johnny, arguing with Johnny, talking with Johnny, negotiating that it's going to be clean and sober. I wasn't going to drink anymore. He wasn't going to use anymore. He'd never lay a hand on me again. He'd rather die than do that. Is what he was saying. I was scared. My friends were scared, but I decided to go. After a few days of having the plane and the kids waiting, not knowing what was going on, they were at Sweetser, the main house, kind of just waiting to go on this Christmas vacation. And eventually, I got in the car with Johnny, and we picked his kids up and left for the island.
So let's go to the island for the Christmas holidays, and what, if any, arguments did you have with Mr. Depp at the island over the Christmas holiday?
Towards the end of the trip, the trip itself was pretty nice, but towards the end, he started drinking again. Started with wine, and we were on the couch in the main house, the cabin. It's like a one-room kind of cabin, and we were sitting on the couch, and Johnny, what I perceived as nodding off. I don't still know what it was, but he was kind of passing out or nodding off or something like that. And I'm sensitive at this point to the clues that I can pick up on to know what pattern of behavior I'm dealing with, because they made a huge difference in my life. So if I knew what he was on and what he was doing, I could react accordingly. So I'm picking up clues. I'm sitting next to him, and he's nodding off. And every single time he kind of like nods off, he dumps this glass of wine on my lap. And I say every single time because it happened 3 times. First time, whatever. Second time, I'm like, Johnny, are you all right? And I probably say it like a little weighted. And in my head, I'm just wondering what he's on. Does this mean he's on the Roxy's again? Is it nodding off? What's going on? What am I going to deal with? He just promised that it was clean and sober. We had this horrible thing happen in December. I thought we were moving forward. And the third time this happens,
How long does this
I jumped
take
up. I
to
already
break?
changed my pants twice. And I jumped up and I shouted at Johnny, like, what are you doing? Or, Johnny, you just pull me again, something to that effect. And I get up. Get up off the couch, and Johnny's son says,
Objection, Your Honor. Here's not after to prove the truth of the matter. It explains what's coming.
Give you the approach. I just don't know.
Nah, it's difficult. From my perspective as a viewer, so I assume it even as a jury, right? If you're there, I kind of wish like she tells, oh yeah, we're drinking whatever. He's like, he's always drinking, he's always doing drugs, but she's like, always sober, immune to drugs, invincible to substances, always intact. And her testimony is to be trusted, and even in a perfect scenario, she forgets everything. But then she's on shrooms, and she remembers every single instance of whatever the fuck. And she remembers the color of the light in the ceiling. Whenever she's perfect and chilling, nah, it was all black for like 8 hours. Sorry, it's just all black. What can you do? I'm in trauma. I'm hurt. That is what it is. Like, what is that, man?
And the case continues. Jack, sad.
It says, are you okay or can I help? And I pointedly say to Jack, but really to Johnny, thank you, Jack.
Where am I?
To make a point of the fact that he hadn't offered helping or even acknowledge that he'd been spilling wine. First, he's drinking wine, second, he's spilling it all over me, and third, he's spilling it because he's nodding off, is what I assume. So I kind of say this in a pointed way at Jack, thanking him. for offering. And I get up, go to the closet, take off the pants I've just been ruined, and
In a box.
Johnny comes into the closet right after me.
Apparently, it's supposed to always spawn you in a
Before he does that, I said something
in a
to him.
fortress. Someone
Thought we were
said,
talking
dude, they
about
were lying.
you or something in response, you know, just something, so that I felt like I wasn't just being a punching bag. And I kind of get over to the bathroom, but I didn't even have the door shut before he was in the bathroom with me.
Oh no.
And I don't know if he used my body to shut the door, or if he just shut it.
Literally stuck.
Again, brings me up against the wall. But this time he just grabbed my vagina. I was wearing this peach, kind of netted kind of style swimsuit underneath. That's what I had on from the waist down. And he just grabbed me, best I can explain it, with his shoved his fingers inside me, but through my bathing suit. Like moved my bathing suit out of the way, and just kind of held me there. And asked me if I was so fucking tough. I thought I was so fucking tough. I said, "Oh, you're tough like a man now. You're some man now." Taunting me while jerking me around, and he kind of seemed to do this thing where he was smiling, not just like teasing me. You know, like, "Oh yeah, you think you're so fucking tough. Now what? Now what?" I don't know what happened after that. I went back into the room, or he went into the room. I don't know who went into the main room first.
Oh, black again. Fuck it.
I just remember his hand landing on the back of my shoulder neck area. I remember trying to get him off of me. I don't know what the next thing that happened was, but I do remember I knew I needed to get away from him. At some point I ran. I ran out of the back door, ran out onto the patio. At some point before I ran, he swung at me, but I don't even remember how much of an impact that made, but I remember running. I threw something in his direction when I was getting away from him. I ran down the deck.
Bro, I low-key want the burger, man.
Ran out into the parking lot area, gravel parking lot area outside of the house. And that's my estimation of when Johnny reached me. Grabbed me by the hair, swung me around. I remember he hit my face at least once, but I'm not quite sure in what sequence. Was it before I broke away or after? I don't remember. I just remember the lights of the ATV coming up. The island, two of the people who worked on the island for Johnny, CJ and Tara. They
I'm
pulled up
stuck,
in
dude.
the
This is
ATV,
like
headlights. I
a
remember separating
void.
them.
I'm just
them
gonna
coming
dig
up
straight down and
saying
die.
something and separating us. And I didn't see.
Wait,
Johnny
what is
the rest of
my
the evening,
height?
Recollection. I just found him the next day, passed out in the cafe that was close to the house.
We're going.
It's at the end of
So she TP's in.
This is a good breaking point. Yes.
All right.
Then TP's out.
Okay, ladies and
It's commentating.
gentlemen, you can stay there for a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be breaking again. This is the time that we break for a week. Okay, so I won't be seeing you until May 16th. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how the remainder of the case will progress. Okay. All right. So we promised to get you the case to you by Memorial Day. So in order to keep that promise, there's going to be a few things I need from you. Okay. One thing is starting on May 16th, we're going to start having court at 9 a.m. So we'll be going 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Some days we might have to go to 5:30. So I want to let you know ahead of time so you can plan accordingly. Okay. The other thing I need from you is Friday, May 27th, which is the Friday before Memorial Day, is going to be a court day. On that day, we're going to go ahead and have closing arguments in case it's going to be turned over to you for deliberations on that day. Okay. So again, I want to let you know ahead of time so you can plan accordingly so we can get this taken care of for you. Okay. All right. So those are the announcements I want to make for you. Make sure you have time to schedule what you needed to do. Now I also want to go over, as we always do on Thursdays.
Nothing, literally nothing that nether, bro.
Okay, in this case. All right, so you're not to read anything about this case. You're not to watch anything about this case. You're not to listen to anything about this case.
Trapped in a box.
This applies to television, newspapers, magazines, the internet, and any online sites. Further, you're not to read, watch, or listen to anything about this case on any social networking sites such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, etc., or any similar sites. In addition, you're not to
Really?
communicate about the case, whether in person, over the phone, by email, text, or instant messaging, or by any other electronic or non-electronic means. This includes friends, family, coworkers, acquaintances, and strangers. I also instruct you that you cannot do any research or make any inquiries about this case, whether online or by any other means. What you learn about this case is limited to what you learn in the four walls of this courtroom when proceedings are underway. Okay, so please enjoy your week off, get plenty of fresh air and rest. All right, and I'll see you at 9 a.m. on Monday, May 16th. Okay, so thank you.
I hope. I swear anyone can just go though. Anyways. Like, I thought you could just turn up if you wanted to go.
Since you're still in the testimony, you can't discuss your testimony with anyone. You can sit down and proceed with your attorneys. I have a few housekeeping matters I want to take care of before we finish.
Real. Look at Joe. He calls me X. I call him Joe. Look at cool like that. And Joe who?
You can, yeah. So.
I won't see you tomorrow for Friday depositions because we finished all the depositions.
Joe, mama.
Last Friday and staying here until I think it was 9 o'clock at night. But we got them all done, and I really appreciate all your work on that. It doesn't
9 o'clock.
And now you're rewarded because you want to see me tomorrow. So, so no more depositions.
Is there more? Or
also, for
there's still a lot of the video left.
The days gonna be a little different.
Yeah,
So we'll start at 9.
30 more days.
For a morning break between 10:30 and 10:45. We're gonna break for lunch between 12:30 and 1:30. So I want you to plan accordingly for that. Our afternoon break will probably be between 3:15, 3:30, maybe even a little later, 3:45. We'll see. And then we'll try to break at 5. There may be times when we might go to 5:30, as I told the jury. So I just want to make sure you know that. Since I won't see you tomorrow, I want to go ahead and give you your times as of this very minute.
Paid overtime rates, right?
Okay. Are you ready?
She must be getting that.
She's going to try to use it with a highlighter. Let's wait.
Paid in double. No, okay.
There we go. There we go. That's right. There we go. All right. So plaintiff has used 35 hours and 6 minutes. Defendants have used 36 hours and 31 minutes, which means the plaintiff has 26 hours and 9 minutes left,
and the defendant has 24 hours and 44 minutes left, okay? And just a reminder, as we said from the very beginning, once time is up, once you
There's
finish
still
your time is up,
loads.
I'm gonna stop you, okay? So make sure, I mean, the 9 to 5 schedule when we start back on May 16th will give us a little buffer, but not much. So I will be keeping everyone on task for those last 2 weeks, so keep that in mind as well. Enjoy the next week. I don't anticipate I will hear from you for this next week. If there's an emergency, I understand that, but just remember what my definition of an emergency is. Okay, we all remember that? All right, great. So other than that, does anybody have anything else for me?
I have a question. What if the judge, which coordinates the whole thing, kind of the centerpiece, has to take a shit?
If you have 36 hours, 31 minutes, and 24 hours and 44 minutes.
They have breaks, dude.
Get what?
You know what I think? I think the judge's booth is like
Well,
wired in.
when we're done.
Under the drapes, they go on a throne, and it's soundproofed, and they just...
What's that? 61 hours and 15 minutes. Is that up then?
Boom.
That's right. I'm right. Okay, so that's the right time.
There you go.
Same with the 3 times over, right? I thought that was right. You made him very nervous.
Boom,
okay, so that's good. Anything else? Anything else? Yes,
Connor, we do have our updated exhibit page that you requested.
Oh, perfect.
From plaintiff.
All right.
That's what useful.
Okay, all right, we'll get that. All right, anything else? We're good. All right, we'll see you Monday, May 16th, 9 a.m. Right? I think it.
That was interesting. Damn, she, holy fuck. Yep, I don't know about this voice.
I look, I want to play something now, dude.
I mean, you have to be
Yikes.
somewhat neutral, because like, you're not being wrong, you look like a jackass.
I mean, I've been playing
These
Minecraft,
pictures
but
are
like,
fucking dog shit.
I look, you want to
Guys,
speedrun.
the pictures were dog shit. The testimony didn't match the pictures. There's lack of pictures, and the one that we have don't match the story. Why? Why? Hey! Guys, maybe just because he's a boomer. Guys, he has all the gestures that my dad does, and he writes exactly the same in his messages. A lot of caps lock, out of the fucking blue, a lot of dots, a lot of question mark. It's like almost, I don't know, it's like really weird. It's almost kind of scary. What? You know, the way he writes and shit like that. Almost like fucking like poems or some shit. My dad does
Oh,
that.
nicer? No.
My title? Fuck you, man.
I don't think so. Wait, it's Saturday today, though, isn't it?
Maybe it's like a boomer thing. It's like a boomer thing.
Oh, Sunday now.
They watch Pirates in French? Yes, I watched all the Pirates in French. The Capitaine Jacques Sparrow. What? That's how it is, I want to tell you. What? I didn't do it wrong, did I? Did I understand? Yeah, I don't know.
Giga Chad, yo, Medi, how you doing? Welcome back.
Is it straight up cross-exam or not? Is it going to be straight across, or do they have more to say? They have more to say about this, right? They definitely have a lot more to say about this. It's probably going to be almost an entire week of just her talking, or a couple more days, and then her witnesses probably, right? Which is probably going to be like a couple people maybe? 2 or 3? Probably employees like that, of the estates and whatnot. And then Garbanzo. And then it's cross, yeah. The gardener. Oh, Noe. Yeah, that was interesting though. I wonder what Adam thinks about it.
Gonna be affected by this on a personal level, and I've also
Who's
I also just dislike it. Like that's really what it comes down. I dislike it. It pisses me off to see this, and I don't like seeing it. It's literally that simple. And that's all there is to it. Cody's situation. I mean, Jeff, I got a bunch of on Monday, May 16th, for the shit show goes on. Of course, I will. Absolutely, I will. Yeah, of course. Older generation isn't old enough to remember what he did. Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of guys that get away with that. There
Johnny Depp case, yeah. Objection here, say literally.
So like, what level of
This is the Amber Heard's part, though, isn't it? So.
Say, like, what was the word that she said to him that like made him get mad? Like, I can't say what that is.
Oh, no, I don't agree with
ridiculous,
that.
Man. And
I don't agree with that.
It pisses me off to see this shit, and it's just really annoying. You're voting for what's this here? Johnny Ramby. I feel like Johnny Depp. Here's what I'm assuming. Is I'm assuming some of the violence was probably it did come from Johnny Depp, but we don't know how it happened. So like for example, if like she threw.
Well, because of provocation or not.
There are no visible injuries.
I don't
for
know.
her
Violence
is say this happened.
Not a recourse.
There's nothing we can say like, okay, this is an injury on her, and we can say this happened. That's all there is to it.
Guys, I'm very anti-violence. I'm like super. Yeah, you're a pussy. I'm a pussy. Okay, I'm not dead, and I don't want to suffer injuries. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, when I see a fight, when I get fought at, I run, I dodge, and then I run as fast as I can. Okay, I insta run. Okay, and I don't escalate things in a physical manner. End of story.
For an acting performance, yeah, it does look like she's acting. Does seem like
it. In my
it.
past, in my childhood, okay, I'm sure somebody, there's what explanations, but you know, when you have fight or flight, okay, I have an instant flight response to most negative things that happen. Okay, that's how it is.
It's too much. She's overdoing it.
Yeah, I get provocated. I think being violent. I don't relate, and I don't agree with it. I don't think there should be any violence. I don't think you should escalate into something.
Dog stepping on a bee. I was watching that.
Yeah, I understand.
Dude.
I just think that escalating.
It was just so random out of nowhere. Like, bee.
Yeah, verbal violence. It depends. I mean, so some words obviously can hurt and whatever, but I just feel like there's literally no coming back from physical violence. In my opinion, when they talk about plateaus, you know, when they say little violence, severe violence. In my opinion, there's no plateaus. In my opinion, the plateaus are at verbal abuse, whatever, then physical abuse. These are the plateaus that I go at because when it comes down to it, it is much harder to flee and to react properly to being held down and punched than it is to be yelled at or talked to. In my opinion, there's a way to draw the line. Is it one is somewhat of a plausible escape or reaction that can help, and one is there isn't. You're just getting fucking rolled.
Bro, loads of vine here.
There's nothing you can physically, mentally, or verbally do. You're done so. And I think that's where I draw the line. I think it's in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Who doesn't lose $50 million? Who goes to jail? Who doesn't go to jail? I'm gonna be honest with you. I literally don't fucking care because it's only 2 people. I don't know either one of these people. It doesn't matter. What matters is the impact that it will have on the impact that it will have on society. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what I think really matters the most. And as a cultural flagship for the Western world, yes, exactly. And that's the way I see it. You're on the top of r/videos. Let me see. I'll pull it up. Let me refresh here, and I'll see where it is. Looks like I am, actually. Let me go ahead and show you guys. I'm on r/videos. There we go. And it's on mine. There it is.
Wrong corner.
Posing for a crying photo. Yeah, I'm surprised I was able to catch that, man, or somebody was. She wipes her nose with a hand after posting the issue. Exactly. 100%. It really is.
Yeah, she posed for a photo as well.
I just... Oh my god.
Interesting.
How much MRT they got
Wait, guys, did you guys even hear something? What do you think about the violence was provoked?
There's
No,
always
provocation?
people that believe something that's different. You know what I mean? Like that's the way life is. You have people and they have
I've never been stung before,
Guess what?
ever.
It's gonna be. They're gonna have this opinion, and they're gonna be delusional.
Interesting.
Oh wow.
Interesting. Interesting. What, you think out of context?
I don't even know if I'll have like a reaction to it, but who knows? I swear like if you get stung, it's like an allergy or whatever.
What? How much playing it? Yeah, what does it different games? I can watch my Marauders again with Marauders again. The game was pretty fancy. I want to give it another try. If we get short twos, I'll play in the plant. If no short twos, we're not that. What about what does he want?
She describes a full-on octagon pay-per-view MM fight full of shouting, elbow bombs, Python grabs and Johnny walking into the room with his theme song like it's WWE and then proceeds to show some of the most mild bruises what even Omega lol.
Okay, boys. Okay, man. Okay, man.
Is that the end? Yeah, that's the end. Rip. No content, dude. I'm out of content. You've never either, fair enough. I mean, you can't... I guess it's just like... If you like instigate or like irritate an insect, then it will want to sting you. If you get stung and it's an allergy, yeah. It's an allergy, bro. I swear that's what it is. I swear I read that somewhere, dude. It's a allergic reaction if it affects you or not. If it doesn't affect you, you can like get stung and not get affected by it. Bro, I'm so bad at this game, dude. I'm trying to get better by playing this. I should take that off my screen. It's just there. Yo, is this painful? Axing the gravel. Using the wrong tools on purpose. Dude, there's nothing on this side. Sustaining myself off rotten flesh. Oh. Dude, there's nothing down here, man. Actual yikes. Alright. Let me see if there's anything else. I've probably gonna end soon. That was a long video, dude. 4 or 5 hours, dude. I watched it 2 times, so probably like 2-3 hours. Speedrun a video.
I learned very early on in life.
Freckleston? You actually want me to react to Freckleston, dude?
But you can tell a lot about a person based on how they treat workers, whether that be retail workers at a store, waiters and waitresses at a restaurant, fast food workers, anything. It's like a little cheat code into the human psyche. You can tell if someone's insufferable.
Boring, dude. Garrod.
Employees out in the world. If someone's being mean and disrespectful to someone that's just
okay, I'll react to it
they're a
in a
worthless
sec.
asshole. And I don't need to be a licensed psychologist in order to diagnose them with terminal douchebag personality syndrome. But by far the most infuriating are the stupid douchebags, the troglodyte imbeciles that will get mad at the employees for decisions the company made, as if the employees had any say-so in whatever the fuck you're complaining about. You saw it all the time during the early pandemic when companies asked that the customers wear masks, the employees were forced to enforce the rule and would face so much backlash from the customers as if they were the ones that made it. Like they're just trying not to get fired. You have all these inbred weirdos losing their mind like, how dare you muzzle me, you goddamn communist, telling me how to live my life. I will beat your ass in the parking lot. Bend over so I can suck a fart out of your butt. As if the employee that you're yelling at and threatening to beat up had anything to do with the actual thing you're complaining about. They had no say-so. They were just a fucking employee of the company doing their job. And it happens all the time in retail. This was the first example I can think of since that was happening all over the place on Facebook back during the early pandemic. Just being rude, mean, and nasty to workers who are just doing their job is by far the easiest way to identify a piece of shit. And I'd love to show you a perfect example of this. This is a customer who's melting down at a fast food worker who quite literally did nothing wrong at all. Hey.
Can I ask you something, by the way? No, it's just that every time I come here, like, at the late night hour, I don't know why you're, like, very, like, it's not even me, because I know it's not just me. Like, I'm sure you're, like, this way with everyone. You just, like, are very impatient. Like,
This man's face really tells the whole story. Hitting this guy with a Kubrick stare and just a little bit of shock. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You're gonna lecture me at like 3 a.m. here on absolute nothing? Man's hitting him with a goddamn thespian troupe monologue here. He's absolutely rehearsed this in the mirror, hyped himself up like, I'm gonna give this employee a piece of my mind over nothing.
if like, you don't want this job, you don't have to be here. Like, I'm just letting you know, like, you literally rush my word every single time, and I hate having you.
Imagine going to a fast food drive-thru and complaining that the food came out too quickly. That's the whole definition of fast food, is that it arrives in a timely manner to you. What are you there for then if you wanted slower prepared food? Go to a moderate speed restaurant, or you can go to IHOP and never get your food, because by the time you get your food, you will have died by old age. Like, I don't understand what the complaint even is. He's mad that this guy rushed his order. That is the whole goddamn point of fast food, that it is prepared quickly for you. You are arguing a non-issue to a guy who is very clearly not interested and doesn't deserve it. This guy is just doing his job at the late night hour to serve your absolute incompetent, disrespectful, entitled ass, and you have the audacity to shit on him for it.
And I mean, I'm sure my word means nothing to you, but I'm just telling you, you have the choice to have a different profession. This isn't a profession. I'm sure you're just very involved and you have to work here, but I'm not being ignorant either.
Yeah,
He looks like he's frozen,
some
dude.
kind of unhinged lunatic going through the drive-thru to insult a worker who's done nothing wrong at all, saying that it's not a real profession and that he must be incompetent, as if the guy recording has a fucking job. He absolutely just came from an affluent family and is entitled. You can tell just by the way he talks. He probably has his pinky up on the cup that he just got there.
It's just like, I come here to get food. Who cares, like, if I've been drinking or doing whatever? Like, I come here to late night hour, I get food. Every time I have you, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, this absolute brain-rotted, goofy goober just self-reports and says that he's been drinking. So the man is drunk driving through a drive-thru, and he has it on camera and posted it himself. How dumb do you have to be? And to publicly go out there and embarrass yourself like this is so wild to me because he recorded it himself. He planned to go to this guy and confront him for justice, you know? This one's for the people. It's time we rise up against this one employee just doing his job. So he films this, watches it back, and posts it himself saying, yep, I look pretty good here. Can't wait to share it with my friends. Post it on Facebook for all his friends to fucking laugh at him. And now he will never live it down. He is forever known as this shit stain. This greasy goblin that insulted a worker for no reason whatsoever. And it is the ultimate delusion that he is the one belittling and insulting this worker for his job, while I imagine he himself doesn't hold down a steady job. I don't know too much about the guy personally. There's not a whole lot of info behind this person here. But just by the way he talks, I can tell that he's very entitled. He most likely came from an affluent family, driving around right now in a car his parents paid for, probably wearing a stained plaid shirt after a night of drinking with the boys, desperately trying to get laid, but getting rejected for the millionth time. So now he's just mad at the world, just full-blown humbug, going Scrooge right now. I'm going to the drive-thru and I'm just gonna give this guy a piece of my mind. And this is the result.
No, I'm sure you're very sorry about it. I'm sure you're very sorry about it. But you are very shitty to me every time I come here. No, I'm sure you're not actually sorry. You're just saying that because, like, whatever's happening.
There's nothing this guy
Chad.
can say or do from this point forward that will convince me that he's not an absolute insufferable douchebag. This guy could quite literally put on the cape and become the real world Batman, and I would still think he sucks. I have no respect for people like this guy. I hate it. It drives me fucking...
Just straight up close the door on him.
Driving in the video just makes it even worse. He has two of the things I have the least respect for. Someone who's rude to workers for no reason, and a drunk driver. This man is the whole package, like the entire starter kit for being a douchebag, an actual piece of shit. So yeah, that's really about it. So yeah.
Alright, let me see this Freckleston thing then. Dude, he's getting too many records, dude. What the? I haven't even watched any of his things recently. It's just too much. Which one? What? GK? There's no GK here. I don't see no GK. What are you talking about? Unless it's on his Twitch. 40.5 and RAM is at 4p though. It's 4p. Apparently he got GK today though. Did he? Did he actually or not?
And I just...
No, I guess not. Temp said, probably waffling again.
Concentrating. That's all.
Doesn't look like there's a GK here. Rip. I don't really like 4P Easter eggs. Is it going to be four perspectives? Not, is it?
Okay. I didn't record this game. This is Revelations 4 Game but I mean, it's a cool game, so I want to record it. So I'm just gonna go into this and record it. And like, I'll point anything out that's important, I guess. But otherwise, yeah, you can just watch. Obviously, first I'm just gonna go start the keeper, and then hit the box rages. And, yeah. Oh, if anyone's wondering about the timer, this is made by Raheem. It's just like an auto splitter in games. Anytime we'll, the timer will automatically start. Anytime we do anything important, like place a reel or anything, it'll split. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's accurate with the game as well. So. Yeah.
Okay. I don't really want to watch that. Voyage, dude. He's still doing Voyage. Freckleston was a place? It's a place? I didn't know that. Oh, I don't know, I can't be bothered. I'm not feeling that. Oh, yikes. You can see my YouTube recommended. Dude. Fortnite. Fortnite. Baba G. Xbox Series X. Hyper X. Grand Theft Ordini. Oh, dude. Oh, what's it? XQC reacts to Fortnite. Dude, I don't know what it is, dude. I don't know how to find it. Oh, here we go. Dude.
Are you بابا جي بابا جي لإكس بوكس سيريس إكس بابا جي لبلا ستيشن 5
بلا ستيشن 5
بلا ستيشن 5 إلى لوجيتك
لوجيتك
لوجيتك إلى هايبر إكس هايبر إكس إلى جيران في دور ديني أورجينايدي إلى بابا جي بابا جي إلى إكس بوكس سيريس إكس
Give him a dumper.
بابا جي إلى بلا ستيشن 5 بلا ستيشن 5 إلى
لوجيتك. The sounds, man.
لوجيتك إلى هايبر إكس هايبر إكس إلى
Grand Theft Ordini. Dude. That's a amazing meme, dude. Amazing meme. Lipstick. Grand Theft Ordini. Dude, it's too good. Too good. I think I gotta end. I don't know what else to do. Literally a reaction only stream. Actually, I did play some Minecraft a little bit, but I think other than that, I think this is the end of stream. Thanks for watching. I kind of don't want to end, but I don't know what to do now because I'll be not knowing what to do, so it'll be dragging out. But yeah, gonna end the stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for liking. And thanks for coming by. Good stream. Good fun. Good vibes. Did some Minecraft. Did some reactions. Dude, I still am invested in that Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing, so I might be watching more of that when it comes out. But yeah, see ya. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time, which will be, I'll try stream today or tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see. goodbye and good night. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Join the Discord. !Discord. See ya. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.